But what? Why I have look like he want to murder somebody? Is that Jude? Boy, if you
Hold
don't go
on.
make that dry ass Friday rice, I'm really
Hey,
tired
Not
of
the
man.
Jude.
not
I'm
the
really
dry
tired of
ass rice.
Jude. Yeah,
Y'all hear
dry
me?
Friday. This is
Yeah, what's up,
Friday.
DG?
Yeah, we can hear you. DG, DG Star. Take that. You might want to take the Texas stuff down in the
My
background, brother.
boy G.
What
I
up?
see my
I'm not.
boy G in the
What up,
building.
He
G?
said I'm not.
First of all,
You know, DG part of Hookem. He ain't gonna, he
Right.
ain't bringing
I
that
ain't
down.
changing.
first of all, everybody in the comments, relax. My man eats. Okay, let's be
Blink
very.
twice if you hungry.
Yeah,
Nah, that
let's
you know
pose
that's
the.
nothing but Jude.
No, that was G.
That's my man
Oh,
G.
that
Right?
was G.
Blink twice if you hungry is insane.
Hey
Um,
man.
hey, first of all, before we get started, again, we appreciate y'all for jumping in. We're gonna talk some ball tonight, guys. And we're gonna have folks come up, maybe one or two at a time, because we want this to be a decorum form. Yeah. Respect my rhyming. I'm a rhymester. Respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Decorum
Yeah, yeah,
form.
Hollywood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Decorum form, DG. Be decorumful. Cause I
I
know
got the
you.
core.
I know a nigga, a man like you. I'm sorry. I can't say that the N word. I know a man like
I
you,
got the
and you gonna
core.
try to be undecorumful when we start talking about these Chiefs. Okay?
I got
I
the
know
core.
you.
I been had the core.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Rest in peace to DJ Unk, y'all. Shout out to DG
So
for doing that Walk It Out. Wait, didn't he do another song? He
Two
only had like
step.
two
yeah,
songs, right?
2 step.
Go on a
Yeah.
two
Two.
step. Did
Yeah.
you play that? Two
Nah,
step.
I didn't.
Yeah, I know that song.
I knew people would probably know walk it out a little bit more.
Payne slid on that joint. You know my bankroll. He
Yeah,
slide.
yeah. Pain slid on the
He
remix.
slide on that joint.
Oh, you talking about a guy? You talking about a guy from a third tier state? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He.
yeah. I
That's
ain't
Yeah,
like
forget.
Hollywood
Hollywood
got
got
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
zeros.
zeros.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
the
I,
what?
fucking
Payne was
crank.
I ain't
hot on
forgot.
that joint, cuz. Okay.
um, I just want to say that I have no intentions on watching the NFC Championship. I do expect y'all to fill
None?
me in. No, I'm not watching DG.
Why?
Because what do I gain from that?
It's
Nothing but
football.
happiness. Yeah,
Well, I
exactly.
can watch the AFC Championship.
That's
But
not
you can
gonna
watch
happen.
both. Like
To know that that the NFC Championship game is going to be on, and you're not going to watch an ounce of it is insane.
you're not gonna watch none.
None of the game.
She gonna sit there and hate
There's
watch on both the
listen,
teams.
there's no way you can be this jealous.
You
There's
want to
no way.
bet?
There's no way.
You want to put some money on it? You love a good parlay. I can give
You're
you a
really
minus and a
that
half at home.
you're really that
A half,
jealous.
was a minus one and a half at home. I can give you
Hey,
that in terms of me. Like, I'm not gonna watch the game. Okay. It's just too painful. It's effed up no matter who wins for me. It's effed up. It does not matter. But I will say to the Cowboy fans that are in here, besides myself, and the ones that are listening abroad, and the ones that will hear this, you are disgusting for wishing or being okay with either team going ahead and winning a Super Bowl. Okay. I found out this week that the Cowboys really, really hate the Eagles more than they hate the Commanders. And I'm not familiar with
yeah.
that because I
I
lived
mean,
in
yeah.
DC. I'm not familiar with that though. I live in DC, so my hatred for the Commanders is a little, it run a little deeper.
Up here, the Cowboys and Eagles Cowboys can't stand the Eagles, and vice versa. They hate
I
each
was
other.
gonna say in DC is more split too, ain't it? Like, don't y'all have a lot of Cowboys fans there
For
too?
sure. For
So that's why
sure.
they
So
Uh,
I
don't hate
think
each other.
that's why
They exist together.
no,
Cowboys
no,
and Eagles
no.
fans up
No, they
here,
hate
they
each
can't
other.
stand each other.
I mean, I'm sure they hate
It's
each other, but what I'm
bad.
saying is they coexist. But they ain't rocking with the Philly, the Eagles fans.
It's so crazy up here because I wear my Niners stuff everywhere I go. So they be like, "Oh, you're a Niners fan." I be like, "Well, at least I'm not a Cowboys fan." They be like, "You right,
I was in the
you
hair
right."
salon today and the girl was like, I was in the hair salon today. The girl was like, where you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from like DC. And she was like, oh, okay. You a Commanders fan? I'm like, no, I'm a Dallas fan. She said, well, don't say that out loud up here. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, what
God
that
damn,
got to do
real
with
rap.
anything?
It's
Like,
real.
that's
It's real up
crazy.
this
It's
end.
crazy.
They
It's
don't play
pretty
that.
bad. It's pretty bad in the Philly area. I'm not gonna
They
lie,
don't
y'all.
play that.
Um, Looster, how's the
So
weather?
cold as hell. It was like
Trash out there
36
in Washington.
degrees.
Cold
That's
blooded.
it? It's 12
Yeah.
degrees over here. You talking about cold as hell? It's 12 degrees over here.
Well, it's about to drop to like the 20s. It's just
Oh, it's gonna drop
the sun went down and now it's starting
one
to get
digit
cold.
up here. It's cold as ever.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was life in Kansas. I can't do that no more.
It's Brick Ross outside, man.
Yeah.
Kansas get down to the negatives. I can't do that.
Oh hell no.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely get cold with DG at. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't do that.
DG, I know you be
Yeah, it's been
dying.
freezing here the last.
He showed the weather the other day. I said, that's
Bro,
the
listen.
same over here.
I was in Kansas and I didn't know laundry detergent could freeze. I went to my car to get my laundry detergent out the car. That joint was frozen.
No!
Johnny too high.
Right on time.
Lou, right
Why
on time.
here?
Hey.
Why would you share that here?
Hey,
Oh my
listen, what did I tell you, AB?
dog.
Hey, look.
Get ready to learn Scotty.
Shotty too
Scotty.
hottie. Hey, look. The time that we finally go live. Hey, yo, Jerry Jones.
That break.
he know how to work.
Jerry was waiting.
He
Hey,
was
AB,
waiting.
I saw you say something earlier about Jerry waiting for the NFC Championship game. Nah, he was waiting for Sports After Dark.
He was
to go
waiting for
live.
Sports After Dark. He
Break
said,
that,
I
yeah.
want to get. He said, I want them to
that
see
live
Ashley's
reaction.
face live.
You want that? We're gonna put that live reaction on Twitter for sure.
We call him Shotty too hottie. Kenny, Shotty too hottie. That's what we call him.
Hey, you better learn Shotty.
Better learn Shotty.
He's sick, Jay.
Debo Laddie got more head than he got body. Damn.
We definitely putting this on Twitter. Look at her.
She's sick. She's sick. Yeah, I love you, wifey. I'll I said the Cowboys ain't gonna do this. They ain't gonna do what we think they gonna do. Jerry Jones said, I don't care what none of y'all say.
They had to get them a yes man.
They had to get him a yes man. That's exactly the face you got on, Jay. Woo! Jerry don't care about y'all. He don't care.
Bruh. Like,
G said he remember you sarcastically congratulating them for Kellen Moore. Damn. Well, I mean,
He said, now you definitely ain't eating.
right. No, she gonna feed me. She ain't gonna let the Cowboys destroy her.
that's
man.
crazy. Like,
You got to speak on that.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, y'all didn't even consider like waiting till after the Super Bowl to see if there were any of the Super Bowl offensive coordinators available, any of the defensive coordinators available. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even take a stab at maybe like a Cliff Kingsbury. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just Brian Schott. Nobody was checking for Brian Schottenheimer. Nobody was checking for him except Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. That's it. Nobody else is checking for him. Nobody else was checking for him for offensive coordinator or head coach. Nobody was checking for him. I need a minute.
Hey, what happened if y'all end up getting Saleh though?
I have no words. I already
That'll
know.
piss me off.
I know
Right.
that'll piss you off for sure.
Brian Schottenheimer is the perfect hire. Good job.
And Solid would piss me off. It would be Solid more that would piss me off. Because, like, what you doing?
Oh yeah,
bro?
you wouldn't be mad at the Cowboys. You'd be
Yeah, I
mad
wouldn't be mad at the Cowboys. I'll be mad at him. Just like, what you doing, bro?
You want Micah, man?
I just knew we should have canceled the show. Something told me. Just wait.
I don't.
You got a
Cancel it.
coach.
So you fire a head coach.
What?
You
Look,
fire a head
man.
coach that go 12-5, 3 out of the 4 years he was here.
It was for a minute there, I thought that we was gonna rehire Mike McCarthy.
I
Because
thought
he
so
ain't been
too.
hired too. I'm like, wouldn't that just be Dallas if we just bring Mike McCarthy back? But I think he definitely probably going to the Saints now.
Has
Like,
Brian
this is-
Schottenheimer ever been a head coach before?
Hell
He's never been a
no.
head coach.
But
No.
hasn't his pops though?
Yeah, Marty.
Yes,
Yeah,
Marty
Marty,
was
Big
there.
Marty.
And then
That's
he's
what I'm
got a
saying.
Big Marty, he was ass too.
Yeah, Marty
got
was light. Marty was weak.
I just want to know. There's been a couple of bruh, like oh my god,
It's
like,
another one too. I think he's got a brother that coaches as well too. The whole Schottenheimer family. Really.
Damn. So what if that means Hollywood? Y'all might get Mike McCarthy.
No,
He
she
might go
said
to the
she
Saints.
just said Joe Brady. She said Joe
Oh,
Brady.
she want
head
Joe
coach.
Brady,
now why didn't Dallas look at Joe Brady? Who the hell is that?
the offensive
The
coordinator.
offensive coordinator.
Offensive
Buffalo.
coordinator for the Bills.
Right? Why we ain't
But
looking
see,
at
y'all
him?
would have had to wait, right?
Hey, Garrett, you right on
Yeah.
time, brother.
You would have had to
You
wait.
right on time.
Jerry probably didn't want to wait.
Yeah, Jerry ain't want to
Jerry-
wait.
Jerry is
Jerry
You've
strange
been
person,
waiting.
bro.
You've been
Jerry-
waiting. Now there's a sense of urgency. You've been waiting. You've waited.
You
We've
got
been
a
out of this
coach.
conversation for forever. And now all of a sudden you want to put your foot on the goddamn pedal for Brian fucking Schottenheimer? Are you kidding me?
Look,
Are you fucking kidding me?
you
Bruh,
can't
all right,
you
bruh.
can't deny
Like-
that he comes from, and the 49ers just officially made Robert Saleh their DC.
Oh my God!
Hey, to tell.
You can't make this shit
Hey,
up, dog.
Hey, DG, the Butler household, dog. Look at the Butler
You
household.
can't script it.
One
You
jig in
can't
the
script
other.
it any better. It's like it's almost like they knew we was gonna go live tonight. Like let's just drop some news.
All right, I'm cool now. I'm good.
Hey, that's hilarious.
That's wild.
What was
the time
wrong
we
with
go
y'all
live
defensive
tonight, that go
coordinator?
down.
What was wrong with y'all defensive
Hey, nah,
coordinator?
that's
There was
for
nothing
real.
wrong with him.
Hey, that's
Who's
for real.
Sorensen?
Who's
That's
that?
like
What's
It
his
was a
name?
lot.
Nick
It was
Sorensen?
Thorson.
You ain't like Sorensen?
He had to
It
go.
was a lot.
Trash.
Yeah.
He had
Oh
to go.
hell, that
Hey,
means
he was way
if he
over
was
his
tra-
head.
Oh
Yeah.
hell, if he was trash, then that means he coming to Dallas.
I really think they made a mistake getting rid of
Is he
Steve
really
Wilkes.
bad? Is he really
Hey,
bad?
Jay, I might
Is
bring
he
that
really
clip
bad
out.
for
I might
real?
bring that clip out for that one.
Is he
Nick's-
really bad for real? Because
Nick
Yeah.
Sorensen?
Sorensen isn't bad as a DC, but he was terrible as a head coach.
so
And
if
he was out-
if
he was
Jerry
like a
try to be
consultant
funny,
for
that
y'all,
it's
right?
okay if he's if he's DC, right?
Oh, not
that's-
Sorensen. Stanley. Oh no, Sorensen
Oh,
was
Brandon
y'all DC.
Staley?
Sorensen was y'all DC. I wouldn't be surprised if they hired Brandon Staley.
Sorensen was just way over his head, man. Like he you could tell like he wasn't fit to be a defensive coordinator. He
Yeah.
wasn't fit for it.
But I
Y'all should
wouldn't
have
be
never
surprised
showed
maybe
Wilkes the door.
if y'all hired Brandon
and
Staley.
that was a smack and that was our smack in the face for doing that, DJ.
Everybody blamed Wilkes and thought Sorensen could come in and change, some things around, and
Change some
it
things
just
around.
never
Nope.
worked. But
It
getting
never worked.
getting
It never
Saleh
worked.
back, I think
I-
is a really good thing.
Through 4 games, I saw 4 games and I said, yeah, he ain't it. Sorensen ain't it.
Yeah.
They like it might get better. No, he not it. No.
Hey, Vinny said that's like Kendrick Lamar stepping on Drake.
Okay,
Where AB get the news and then
AB.
y'all get the news.
why are you not willing to give Brian Schottenheimer a chance?
That's a great question.
Man, come on now.
I just want to know. He comes. I mean, he's been in the league for a long
Look at
time.
it. Look at it.
His dad was a great
My
head
text
coach.
message is blowing up. My text message is blowing up. Everybody hitting me with the mad faces. They laughing at me. They don't like us. Let me tell you why, DJ. Let me just let me tell you why. Because he ain't his daddy. That's number one. Shout out to Big Marty. Okay, that's number one.
Marty was
Number
ass.
two. Number
Marty
two.
was ass.
Shout out to Big
Marty
Marty.
wasn't-
Well, he had some
Marty
kind of
wasn't
name.
ass.
Yeah, like what are y'all
Marty
talking
won
about? Marty
games.
Schottenheimer wasn't bad, bro.
Well, Marty
Like,
won some
come
games
on.
for the Chargers. He did. He won some.
He
Marty won a
wasn't
lot of
bad.
games for the Chiefs too.
But let me
Oh,
just
I
say
forgot
this.
y'all had Marty.
I forgot y'all
Yeah.
had Marty.
I forgot
Yeah,
y'all
I forgot
had
y'all
Marty.
had
All right,
Marty.
let me
He
take
won a lot
that
of
back
games for
then.
the Chiefs.
I forgot y'all had Marty.
Listen, here's the deal, DG. He's a yes man. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. And I think I said this. I think I said it in GIB. I wasn't gonna be satisfied with any a hire outside of Deion Sanders.
Which
You know
was
what I'm
never
saying?
gonna
Like,
happen.
and it wasn't gonna happen. The point is you didn't even attempt. Fake us out. Make us feel some kind of hope. Bring the nigga in for an interview. Do something. Give me something to really clap about. Give me a reason. You didn't even bring in Dion, but you wanted to. You had a fucking conversation. You didn't even bring him in formally. You didn't even bring him in formally to have a conversation just to be like, you know what? He's not the move. It is what it is. Brian Schottenheimer, like they panic. I feel like this was a panic hire from Dallas. This was a panic hire because they twiddled their thumbs in terms of the Mike McCarthy situation. And then we turn around and Mike is like, nah, I'm not staying if y'all aren't going to make my deal the way I want it to be. Then we get in panic mode. And now it's a panic to hire a head coach. Then I don't know, bro. Like, I'm just
I don't.
Hey, you
I
need a
don't.
drink after this.
I don't necessarily think it's
A real
panic.
drink.
A panic thing. It's just. It was never. He was never gonna bring in a guy that wasn't a yes man.
that wasn't his guy.
Dion, because Dion wasn't going for none of that.
Dion wasn't going for that. That's
none
why
of
I knew that he wasn't gonna go after the job. Him
I'm
and
just,
Jerry.
I'm just
look,
tired of feeling like this.
The one coach that he should have kept, he fired because
Yeah,
the
that's a
dude wouldn't
fact.
listen to him. he showed y'all this before several years ago.
That's the fact.
So I don't know. I'm not sure why Cowboys fans thought things were gonna change or
No,
gonna.
we didn't think. We didn't think. We knew it was gonna be somebody. I guess if it was gonna be a somebody that was a clapper, at least it would have been a proven winner that was a
Yes, we brought
clapper.
back Jason Garrett.
But who? That's what I'm saying. Who? Okay, so if it's not Dion, right? Were there any other candidates that you felt like deserved a chance to? Who else?
Maybe I would have considered old ass Pete Curl. Maybe I would have considered
Y'all didn't
Pete
even
Carroll.
interview him, did y'all?
Yeah,
They didn't
no,
even interview Pete
no,
Carroll.
we didn't
Yeah.
even interview
That
him.
won't happen.
Maybe I would have slightly considered Robert Saleh as a head coach. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Why maybe? Bro?
You
Who else
never,
did we interview?
never.
Okay, all right. Can I say this? It could be worse. It could be Kelsey.
Salah already going back to the 49ers.
Yeah,
rap
hey,
sheet.
the rap sheet. He ain't in consideration for nothing. He
Y'all
back
would-
at home, baby. He
It
back at
could've-
home.
It could have been worse. It could have been Kellen Moore. So
Why not him?
Hell no.
Why?
Hey, but y'all interviewed him. Y'all should have went Kellen Moore.
Why?
I
Why not?
honestly
You
thought
hired
that they were
fucking
going to go
Kellen
after
Moore.
Kellen Moore.
We have a head coach.
I just told her this earlier. I said, yo, he going to wait to see where the Eagles go, and he going to go and get Kellen Moore.
I told y'all that the Boise State legend is not a guy who leads men. He does not galvanize folks. He's not a leader of men. That's not Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is barely an offensive coordinator, but he found himself there. He needs to stay there. I don't see him. I just maybe I don't know. I don't ever see Kellen Moore being. He's giving Josh McDaniels.
Okay,
Hey, rap sheet, you got to scroll up a little bit because
let me ask this question.
Salah going back.
Yeah, he clearly ain't seen the league.
Pelissero already said.
Pelissero already put that out, big dog.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Let me ask this question. What would Brian Schottenheimer have to do in order to win you over? How many games would he have to win you? Or how far would he have to make it to win you over? In his first year.
Somebody.
Already?
Come
Come on.
He damn sure gonna win you over there.
You look.
He ain't gonna win you over there.
It's impossible, DJ.
Listen to me.
It's impossible.
Can I you're
Season's
living
over.
as a Cowboys fan, you're living up here.
I don't have a choice.
You need
When
to
am I
be
not
living
giving
down
the
here.
But when am I not giving that?
He said you need to.
Let me tell you something.
You've been
Let me
over
tell
here
you
in the
something.
suburbs, and you need to
y'all
move back to the ghetto.
fake-ass Patriot
Gotta come back to the hood.
dynasty motherfucker.
Not the hood. She got to go back to because she's trying to go to the mansions, right? She's trying to go to the mansions.
Can I
say something?
She needs to go to the suburbs because the mansion's way out of their league right now.
No, she
Can I
got
tell my
She
side,
got to start
please?
at Section 8. She got to start from the bottom.
Let me just tell my side, please.
This year was Section 8 for them.
Let me just tell my side, please.
All
right, go ahead.
I don't have a choice, DG. My team decides to be the team that's the top revenuing franchise of all of football. We decide to be the team that everybody wants to talk about around the clock on every single show. We decide to be the team that wants to be in every so many primetime games. What we got flexed to a 1 o'clock game, but prior to the flex, we only had one 1 o'clock game this year. We're the team that's self-proclaimed as America's team without any reason for being America's team at this point. I don't have a choice. The media, the trolls, I don't have a choice but to aim here because y'all don't let us aim nowhere else because of everything I just said. That's why we're always there. Y'all do this. Fans, media, all y'all do it. All y'all do it, Lusa. All y'all do it. You part of the media, nigga. You part of the media. You part of the media. You have, you Lou, you DG, you Peter, Garrett, Hollywood. Why am I in
First
this?
and foremost, you can honestly say, as your husband, I really don't be coming at the Cowboys. I really
No. I'm not saying coming at them, but since I've been with you, you have also been an advocate of every year when Dallas coming to the season. Y'all got a team where y'all could make some noise and make the Super Bowl.
But that's true, though.
But it's
I don't even like that term, Dylon. I hate that America's.
Is that not the truth? That y'all didn't have a roster which y'all could
compete with? They're not even
with?
Texas team. I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't know. I just need to process. Y'all know it takes me a minute to process.
American
we need to get the show started.
Yeah, we got.
Thank you for your questions, DG, but I'm still in process mode. I really
Wifey
didn't
says hi,
ask for this. Hey, sis.
What's up?
That's my girl. That's
What's
my girl.
up? What's up, family?
You know, this is a sad day in America. I thought it's still the day the Commanders made it to the NFC Championship, but this is the third.
Don't let the Commanders make it to the
I had
Super
to
Bowl. You're gonna be
I had to watch the
Oh.
Commanders make an NFC Championship. I had to hear about because I didn't watch Donald J. Trump get sworn back in as president, and now Dallas just made just a trash ass head coaching hire.
They're gonna be talking about y'all.
It hasn't even been a
Monday
week.
morning.
Hasn't even been a week.
They ain't
It hasn't been a
even
week.
gonna talk about the Super Bowl. The first topic is gonna be y'all Monday morning.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
That is a
Holly
fact.
Hood, you want to grab a mic and get on up here? We gotta. I just thank you, DG. Though you know what I'm saying. Like I appreciate y'all for letting me vent and be upset. Something told me that
You
this
still
week
didn't
tonight was
answer
a
my
bad
question
night.
though.
I don't have an answer.
I appreciate you,
Really?
bro. You know what I mean? My brother.
Okay,
You
let's
asked me what would it take? Okay. I'm gonna be
Alright,
honest. Okay,
alright.
all right, fine. I don't have a choice, right? I don't have a choice. He's our head coach, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Can he go to hell? What would it take
Yes. First year
for
expectation.
for me to feel like
Okay.
right?
Yes.
First of all, I need to see an incredible draft happen. We'll start there. I need to see an incredible. Let me back up. I need to see a hell of a defensive coordinator brought in. I don't know who that is. Y'all gonna have to throw some names out there on the board for me that's gonna be available. I need a hell of a defensive person to come in there because I
Dennis
need them to
Allen's
tell
still
it
out
to.
there.
Who?
Dennis Allen. He's still out there.
Oh yeah, fine. Whatever.
Also, Steve Wilkes still out there.
Steve Wilkes still out there.
Is Spags
and
on the table?
no,
Josh.
I would say if it's the right price, probably. If it's a chance for
He probably
him,
gonna come to Dallas though.
man. Listen, you getting Brandon Staley, and you gonna be happy.
yeah, I don't know. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You say,
A
listen
head coach could have been worse. It could have been Brandon Staley.
They gonna
It
hit you
could
with
have
the
been
hand,
Kellen
nigga.
Moore.
Damn, that's what you
It could have
get.
been
Yeah,
Jason
like
Garrett.
she asking what names is out there, knowing
Y'all would
damn
have
well
to,
he
like-
about to go hire Brandon Staley.
I
for
forgot
y'all to
about
get
Brandon
Spags,
Staley.
y'all would have to wow him with an offer. Like,
Yeah,
it'd have to be
yeah.
the highest paid.
But you're
defensive
saying that there's a
coordinator ever.
chance.
You have to make him head coach type pay.
But you're saying it's a
Yeah.
chance.
I mean, I think that he would leave us and go there.
If y'all win a championship, his work is done.
No, it's not.
No,
If
I
he
don't
win a
think it
champion,
is.
if he win 3 championships with them, go somewhere else and help somebody else win. Damn.
I think he still wants to be a head coach at some
Wink
point in time.
Martindale. Okay. Oh,
Wink,
okay.
Wink
Okay.
wouldn't
Oh
be
yeah,
bad.
Wink is still out there.
Wink went,
Oh, he's
he went
still-
back
but
to
he's still-
college.
Yeah, he's still with Michigan.
Mhm.
Possibly
Y'all would
BB.
have to make him honestly the highest paid,
The highest paid assistant.
ever.
In life.
Yeah,
he
it
would-
would
he
have to
would
be
have
an
to
offer
be-
that would blow him
He
away.
have DC in his title, assistant head
The
coach in his
coach,
title,
yeah.
What
and
about
the
Rex
highest paid
Ryan?
ever. If for the right price, Rex might come off the TV.
I wouldn't like that hire for y'all though.
Not for DC. They would. I think they would hate Rex Ryan though because he talks too much shit on TV. I don't think they would respect him in their locker room. Actually,
What about
It's gonna be somebody Schottenheimer knows.
Hey, we gotta
Yeah.
start. We gotta
He's
get
coaching.
started.
okay. All right. We got to get started. Sorry. Oh, but DG, a hell of some type of great defensive staff, right? Hollywood,
Another
I hate
name,
this,
though?
Abby.
Don't be shocked about Wade Phillips if he was to come back.
I can see that.
Coach Cupcake.
Wade Phillips
Alright.
wouldn't be a bad.
Wade Phillips
wouldn't
wouldn't be
one.
bad.
He had
Yeah.
our defense all right. He had our defense.
Yeah,
looking
he
good when
had
was
y'all
there, for
cooking.
sure.
But
Yeah.
let's go. Let's get in.
He
Yeah,
loved
let's
Micah.
go. Great draft, DG, and I got to see some moves in the free agency for me to really feel like that this man is up to something. I mean, some
How
hell
many
of a
wins, though?
splashes. I got to see what the personnel look like before I make that kind of assessment. I don't know I got to see who we working with first.
So
All right.
first
So-
2 steps first.
So that means y'all are off for Zimmerman. That means he's gone.
Zimmer's gone. He's out. He's already been. Yeah, he left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mm,
he's out.
damn.
Yeah,
All
after this year, ain't no way I
right.
would have brought him back.
On YouTube, somebody said Jerry Jones a puppet master.
Yes,
Damn
he
right.
is. Don't say his name too many times because he might appear.
He might pop up.
He might be the king of that. No cap.
Hello, my people.
What up, Hollywood?
Getting your
Hollywood?
reaction, I just want to say it was priceless, and I'll never forget it. I do appreciate you. But we got business to talk about. We got the Eagles versus the Commanders, the left hand uppers.
Left hand up.
I'm
Championship
taking
game.
notes. I just want to let y'all know.
Oh,
Take
okay.
notes.
Yeah, I'm taking notes because I'm
Okay,
writing
write it
everything
down.
down.
Take a
Write it down.
picture.
Take a.
Yeah. This ain't the game. Calm down. So, we can have some people come up, please. We're gonna discuss some things. Have a couple questions for you guys. Starting with the panel. So Jalen Hurts was limited at practice. How would he fare in the game on? Is it Sunday? Are they the
It's
early
Sunday.
game or like the late game?
They're the first game.
They're
They're the
first
first
game.
game.
So
Yeah,
how
they're
do
the
y'all
first game.
think that injury will impact him on Sunday?
What's the injury? What
His
is it?
knee.
Is it
The
his
knee?
knee?
It's
Yeah.
Oh,
MCL.
okay. It's the knee.
I
I
believe
didn't
he
think
has
I
a
didn't think it was still a
sprained
concussion.
PCL or something like that.
Yeah.
PCL, MCL, something.
I think it will be. I think it's going to affect him a little bit. You know what I mean? Especially where we at in the state of the season. I think it's going to be it's going to bother him a little bit. They're going to try to lean on Saquon a little bit more. They might try to throw the ball a little bit more because I don't see them running the stuff they was running with like the quarterback powers they was running, the quarterback the quarterback draws they was running out of shotgun. I think they might lean away from that because he is kind of hampered. He ain't gonna be able to be himself. Yeah, I like G said, quick throws, get the ball out. So I mean, they kind of give the Commanders a slight advantage to say, all right, we don't have to worry about him running the ball. We don't got to worry about him using his legs. So yeah,
I'll ask y'all this because y'all probably know better than I do. And I'll answer as well, of course, Hollywood. But I would also want to know just how the Commanders, like how good is their defense to actually take away from the fact that he's just not going to be as mobile as we're used to him being. Like Hev said, that's just going to slow him down. So it's going to be a huge impact, in my opinion. It's a different beast when you got to worry about. I mean, come on now. They have design plays for Jalen. He can scramble. He can get you the first down. That's going to be a little different when that's just not an option. And I think I think this is the first time all season I'm kind of comfortable saying because it wasn't it's never been like a leg thing for Jalen. We knew that he was still going to be able to like run with even with the injuries, whatever he kind of dealt with this year. Um, I'm a little concerned in terms of like, oh, let Saquon run you to the Super Bowl. I think that only works though if you got that second person in Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? So I'm just wondering like, how do the Washington defense kind of like shake him on that? Do they blitz more? You know what I'm saying? Or rush him out? You know what I'm saying? Like flush him out. Y'all can kind of answer that. That's more of an X and O's thing, but you know what I'm saying? I think it's definitely a big concern. I'm not gonna say it really gives them. They still in the link. You know what I'm saying? Like you
it's
still got to
very
beat
hard to
that
beat at the
team up
link.
there. Yeah, you still got to beat that
Yeah.
team up there.
Even
It's
it's
gonna
So
be
very hard to
cold.
beat there.
So
I don't know. Go ahead, look.
so that's my thing, right? Like it's gonna be cold up there. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be cold on Sunday. And that's gonna cause problems for the knee injury as well. Especially if it's strained, whatever, it's gonna cause some issues because of the weather too. But as far as the Commanders, like, yeah, I mean, at that point you got to get out the quarterback and you got to sell out to stop the run and make Jalen throw the ball. And now if he make the throws, good. If he doesn't, then that's not gonna fare well for the Eagles. But yeah, I mean, what I would do is we're gonna sell out to stop Saquon. We're gonna make him get the ball out quickly. And if he can do that and play mistake-free football, because this is left knee, if I remember correctly, because I think that's the knee he had the brace on. So even with that, like he's a right-handed quarterback. So when he's turning the throw, you putting a lot of torque on that knee. And it's your bad knee. So you putting a lot of torque on that knee when you turning the throw and stuff. So that's gonna be trash. Anyway, you're gonna put a lot of torque on your.
No! What the stop sharing this shit in the comments. What a live show. Can y'all please?
I wasn't even gonna say
Damn,
that.
all
I
I
was just
see
gonna
is
let
the
it
joint
float
just, I
over
don't
out.
even see the whole thing. And then now stop
Oh
it.
man.
I'm sorry, my bad,
Yeah.
man.
No, you good. But yeah, so like
Y'all trash for doing this to me, man.
So like the knee injury, like I said, he's putting a lot of torque on his left knee if he's throwing the ball. So that's what I would do. Force him to throw the ball, get after him, stack the box, and if he makes the throws, I mean, it's gonna be hard to guard Smitty and AJ 1-on-1, but you got to depend on Jalen to make those throws. And
C-
as we've
c-
seen all season, he's been struggling.
I think they've been
Mhm.
bracketing
Anyway,
AJ a
AB,
lot. Hold on.
congratulations, my good friend.
Hold on, Philly.
I think they've been bracketing AJ a lot. So how do y'all think that's gonna play out with his injury? Like, of course you can feed Saquon to the cows come home, but at some point he's gonna get bottled up before he makes the big play. You know what I mean? So how do y'all think the game goes Sunday with the way, bracketing AJ? Make sure Saquon doesn't get as much as, that many yards until Jalen has to say, you know what, I need to run, but not hurt myself
If you're selling out to
more.
stop the run, you can't bracket AJ.
Let
DJ jump in there.
DG can answer that.
Yeah.
I really think your other guys around you, Goddard, Smith, they're gonna have to step up. Especially if they, but like Lou said, if they plan on bracketing AJ, then you're already killing yourself on stopping the run. So that means Saquon is virtually gonna get what he wants, when he wants. But I think it does affect the injury. In a sense, does kind of affect Jalen Hurts as far as his mobility. But if Sirianni can get him in rhythm into some safe throws, using Goddard, using Calcaterra, using his backs, Gainwell, things of that nature, just getting him in some safe and easy throws early on, I think the shots down the field will be there eventually at some point. The Commanders' secondary and defense, hasn't been great this year.
Facts.
So they have given up some explosive plays at times or whatever. I just think for the Eagles, the main thing for them is taking care of the ball. Sometimes if you got to go 3 and out, punt it away, allow your defense to get back on the field, and hope that they can get a stop. Which I think this Eagles defense is well capable enough to do against the Commanders offense. I think that's going to be the main factor in this game. Can that Eagles pass rush disrupt the timing of Jaden Daniels and those receivers? They do that, and I think they're on their way to New Orleans.
Just to piggyback off what you were saying, you said if Sirianni could get him into a rhythm, I think that also is going to kind of like start getting the brain working with Kellen Moore, who likes to throw the ball anyway. So they are in for a long day. If he finds some kind of rhythm in the air, and AJ Brown been looking to eat too, and you got Devonta Smith, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think bracketing or I don't know. It's the NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? These guys know they got to step up. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
And these guys know they got to step up. I'm willing to say that it might be like if they can find that rhythm in the air, bro, like it might be a big problem for Washington. It might be, and I think they're
For
gonna
sure.
try to establish that early. Actually, like I know their run is their identity, but I think to get Jalen in a rhythm, they're probably gonna try to establish that early, throwing the ball.
Try to get AJ and them going early.
Exactly.
I will say this
Yeah.
though, and like DG said, Washington's defense hasn't been like the greatest. And to look back at that Lions game, Jahmyr Gibbs was doing whatever he wanted to do for real. Like he was averaging over 7 yards a carry every time he got the ball.
And this is without a mobile quarterback.
Facts. So, Saquon, the game plan is to stop him, but if you was giving up 7 yards a pop to Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon might run them to the Super Bowl. They got to do a hell of a job on containing Saquon, and that ain't an easy task after seeing what Jahmyr Gibbs just did to him. I think the best way they can try to have an advantage against the Eagles, they got to start off fast and make the Eagles play from behind. That's their best chance.
Yep.
And make them change the game plan up and make them have to throw more to get back into the game. If they
Facts.
can
I
get
mean,
out,
it's
yeah,
exactly what they did to the Lions, though.
what
They
they
got
did
up,
to the
they got
Lions,
up quick, forced Goff to have to throw the ball.
they have to throw the ball. That's
Commanders
their
want to
best
play
thing.
shootout ball. They
Yeah,
want to
Yeah,
make
play
every game a
shootout ball.
shootout.
Yeah.
yeah.
But is that a good idea with that Philly defense?
I mean, if
It's,
they go, if
if
they
you,
My
getting
my
up
thing
quick, that
is
means their defense ain't
I'm
doing nothing.
concerned. I'm concerned that with trying to make it a shootout in that kind of hostile environment. Again, they still coming in playing with house money because what nobody expecting them to be there, right? But I think I don't. I also think that you don't create a situation where he's putting the ball in harm's way by making it some kind of shootout with that defense. You know what I'm saying? Like they can turn the ball over. They can turn up. They're going to turn up in the link for a trip to the Super Bowl. Philly's defense is going to show up.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
nah, for sure.
I don't think that that's going to be a thing at all. I'm just wondering, do you kind of just try to put your best foot forward as the Washington defense and just kind of try to slow it down and make it not this shootout thing? You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? I don't
it's
think I
the
like
third
shootout for
time.
this.
It's the third time of them seeing the Eagles, just like it's the Eagles'
Yeah,
third time
true.
seeing them.
Yeah.
Not Dan Quinn.
Don't
Well, yeah,
step
Dan
on my
Quinn.
question, Lou. Don't
My
step on my next
fault.
question.
My fault.
I
Go
want
ahead.
to get Philly in here. Let me get your opinion.
Philster.
About what? It's specifically just the game?
How do you think Jalen will favor in this game with that injury, or even if it's not a big deal or a big deal? You know, how do you think the game will
I
go?
don't think the injury is a big deal at all. Personally, I don't
He
think
had a
so.
brace on it last game, didn't he?
No,
Yes, he put a
He wore
brace
Yes, he
on
brace
it.
on
did.
it.
I didn't
He
know.
put
I
a
didn't
brace
see.
on it.
After
I
he
didn't
got
see
hurt,
it.
he put on a
brace
brace.
on after
Yeah.
he got hurt.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah. After
He
I was
wore a
gonna say,
brace
I thought you
after.
meant he started the game with
Okay.
a brace.
Oh yeah,
But he
yeah.
looked
No,
No,
I know he definitely
uncomfortable
put it
after he
on
had it
after.
on.
Oh, he was in pain.
Yeah,
He was
uncomfortable. He
in
was
For
He
fine.
was in
sure.
crazy
You
pain.
know,
Yeah.
the only play where you could say might have looked uncomfortable was the safety, and even Kellen Moore was like, "That was my fault. I shouldn't have called a drop play 2 plays back or 2 plays after he got hurt."
No, he looked
You
uncomfortable
can't. He
that
was
whole
fine.
time he
He's
came
gonna
back
be
in.
fine. He was fine, but
I will say this, Philly.
either
How
way,
do
like
you
I
think
said,
that
I'm
he'll
not worried about
automatically
it
be fine after spraining his MCL or PCL? Like, how do you
because
don't easily just bounce back
there's
from
no. Well, one, I haven't seen and you would have to point me to it, but I haven't seen a single report that's actually confirming it's just
You cutting it
everything
out.
I'm seeing is just an injury. Oh shit.
Yeah, you're in
that?
the
You was kind of
matrix.
breaking up, Brody.
Your service a little nervous. That was cute. Somebody said that the other night. I think it was T.
No, it's because I'm like right next to my house, so it keeps going from Wi-Fi to non-Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Am I
gotcha.
We
better
can hear you
now?
now, brother.
Yeah, you
We
Yeah.
can
clear
hear you
now,
now.
Brody.
Yeah, no. I was saying, as far as I know, somebody would have to point me to it, but every report I've seen is it's been a knee injury. It's not saying ACL sprain, PCL sprain, MCL sprain. It's just everybody speculating. The only thing I've seen is knee injury. I haven't seen nothing that has said what his actual injury is. So that's the other reason why I'm like not too worried about it. Now, obviously, you know how the NFL is. Most people, even if it was a sprain, if they can avoid putting that report out, they're going to avoid putting the report out. But at the same time, I
And
can't
and
say
we
yes
know
or
Nick is gonna avoid putting that out. We've seen it all season.
You know, Nick.
With the-
You know, Nick don't tell the truth about injuries.
Yeah, we've seen it all season,
Liar.
especially when it came to Jalen. But I
Yeah.
mean, my thing is, if it's just like if you're putting on a knee brace during the game, you sprain something. It ain't just you putting on
it
the knee
could be
brace just
it
for it look
literally
cool.
it just happened. It's a cold game, and you're putting on a knee brace to make sure no
You're
further
not put on a
injury
knee brace.
happens.
You're not put. I bet
And the
that's
game
the.
is
That's
we're
the
I don't think
literally
you
at the
putting
end
on a
of it.
brace
you're
if
not
you
putting on a brace
ain't
for
do
that.
nothing. Yeah, I'm with Lil. You just ain't throwing a
And I
brace
mean,
on.
I don't know what the
It's
injury. Like I
it's a
said,
smarter thing to be precaution. Again, I'm not saying
That could be
I'm not
it
saying
too,
I'm right.
Philly.
I'm
That's
not saying
true.
I'm right. I'm not saying like I'm wrong. I'm not saying you're right, you're wrong. I'm just saying like there's also the fact that they could look at it like, okay, well, we don't have an MRI to go and really check and see what's wrong with your knee. Let's make sure we don't further injure it and put a brace on it no matter what. Like that's what I'm saying.
what you over there laughing
Like,
at, DG?
Yo, so y'all know Jazz, the Cowboys fan, right?
yeah. I don't know why Cowboys fans are
She
mad.
said
That's crazy.
she said she up out of there, gang.
She out of there.
She out of
Damn.
there, gang. She said it's a wrap for
You
her.
know what would be
She out
funny
of
though?
there. I'm about to
What
put
would
it
be
in the chat.
funny
Hold on.
is if all these Cowboys fans are saying they good, and then the Cowboys come out hot,
But you already
smoking.
know they're gonna hop right back on the bandwagon. They always do that.
Y'all see it in the chat?
She wild.
Yeah.
She wild.
But
Tom Home is insane.
She
Hey, hey,
wild.
DJ,
No
don't worry.
freaking
They hired the wrong.
way.
Listen, they hired the wrong coach. I'm on my way, baby. Let's go, Big King. Hey, Kenny, let me get your
But
opinion
real
of the
quick,
game real quick
oh, go ahead.
before I go to the next one.
What's
Yeah,
going on?
Kenny.
What's going on? So,
Yeah, Kenny.
what's up, man? What's up? Quick thoughts on this game, man. This is for all the marbles for a chance at the Super Bowl. So, honestly, I think this team just they gotta try to stop Saquon. I think that's the big key. Try to avoid those big runs, them 60-yard runs he gets, them home run balls and stuff. This whole Jalen Hurts injury thing, I just think you still gotta take account for him running. Like, he might be a little bit limited, but this is for championship, so I just think this defense got to be prepared for him to run. Saquon, and got to worry about AJ Brown as well. But I think the big task probably going to be is probably our offense, because we lost Sam Cosmi at the right guard, and they got to count to
Yeah, that was
fill his
big.
spot.
That's big.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big loss, but
Wait, who's out again? Who is it?
Sam
Cosby.
They
Cosmi.
starting left guard.
Yeah, they
Kasi. Yeah, I
started
Yeah,
saw
left
that. I
what's
guard.
saw
he?
that.
Is
That's
Kasi. I
he?
a
did see
huge
that.
loss when you got
It
Jalen
is.
Is he
Carter
a
in the middle
rookie
of
or
the game.
second year? Is he a rookie or second year?
No, he been in the league for about I'd
Oh,
say about
really? I
4
hadn't heard
years.
him.
He on his
Oh,
contract year. This is his contract year right now.
okay. Okay.
But
That's a
this
huge loss.
offense, they got to keep that Eagles team off the field. They want to control the clock. That's been their money time. So yeah,
Yeah, I
but
was
yeah, feel free
watching
to ask anything.
a video. I don't know if y'all saw Dan Orlovsky breaking down how when the blitz comes, how Jaden is just like destroying the blitz, and how it's just simple math, how the line just shifts, you know what I'm saying, to the left or to the right, and Jaden kind of just runs with that, like, so he know who he gotta beat. You know what I mean? So if they blitzing and they shift into the right, then he know that there's somebody coming from around that corner. He need to dunk it off, or he need to get out of dodge.
Gotta
Like, he
find
just
that
been
high
killing the
rate.
blitz, right? So I'm just wondering, like, even with the, I don't know if I'm stepping on your question, Hollywood, with the defense, but just we'll keep going. But just I was thinking about that too, like how they going. Is it gonna be a whole lot of blitzing? Like, don't blitz Jade Daniels is what I'm hearing. Is
Caleb
you
is up
know
here on the stage too.
I, I,
I
He
would
go.
say honestly, AB, I would rather us play or try to get to him before man. Like maybe every once in a while bring a fifth. But the main thing with blitzing Jaden, and this was the issue with the Lions, is you can't blitz him and force him right. And the Lions kept
He
blitzing him and
mobile.
forcing him right.
He'll
His
move on your
night,
ass.
I think I think they had a stat where it's like 85% of his successful scrambles, which are basically scrambles for either a first down or I think it's 3 or more yards, they all went to his right. So
yes,
it's
for
like
sure. He love
you
that. He
can't,
love going
yeah,
over
you
there.
can't force him. If you're gonna blitz, you gotta blitz him from his right side and force him left. Like in the Lions, like when I was looking at that same video you were looking at, AB, I seen
Mm-hmm.
that video and like
Mm-hmm.
if you look at a lot of those blitzes, they were coming from Daniel's left and they were forcing him right. And I'm like, that's just bad game planning at that point. Like you gotta adjust and realize, like, okay, yeah, we want to bring pressure on the kid, but when we bring it to a
Don't.
strong side,
Yeah,
yeah, like
yeah,
you
exactly,
can't keep
exactly. That's
bringing
what
it
I
to a
saw. They just
strong
kept
side. That
doing
don't
it.
make no
They just
sense.
kept doing it. Yeah, exactly,
But
exactly. So
that's the issue where like coaching comes in. Where like, and I'm not trying to harp too much on that team, but like that's the issue I have sometimes with like with certain coaches, like a Dan Campbell, where he wants to live and die by his way instead of just making the adjustment to win.
yeah,
And that should have been a situation where if you wanted to keep blitzing, all right, well, let's flip the blitz to the right side instead of keep bringing it from the left, where he's clearly chopping us up and eating us alive.
dogging them. Hey, Caleb, I know you wanted to jump in here real quick. We're not speaking on the entire game, but Hollywood did have a question in terms of Jalen's injury, and how you think that would affect the game. We're gonna kind of go by this piece by piece, so not the breakdown of the entire game just yet.
Yeah, you gotta unmute, brother.
Just are you
Unmute,
kind of
brother.
worried about the injury, or do you think it's serious?
You there, Caleb?
Hello?
You might have to drop and come back.
Don't do
Like,
that. While we waiting on him, Ashley, AB, stop being a hater. Y'all trying to turn shit around over there in Dallas, all right?
Talk to the hand because the face don't
I believe in
understand.
y'all. I
Talk
believe
to
in
the
y'all.
hand because the face don't understand.
well, since Caleb isn't here right now,
Yeah, let's move. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a
Do your thing.
question. Is Jaden Daniels already the greatest rookie QB, or will he need to win on Sunday to prove it? Let me just get my thoughts on that real quick. Yes, he is.
Oh,
I'm glad you
my
guys are
thoughts is a
self-aware.
yes. It's crazy. Let me just get
I'm
my
glad
thoughts
you
on
guys
that.
are no, but
Yes.
all
Like, what?
seriousness, I think he's doing a great job. Who's echoing?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Caleb.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if it was messing up on my phone. Hollywood, do you want to say something? I didn't mean to cut you off, sister.
No, go ahead. We asked the question of how do you think Jalen's injury will fare this Sunday?
I don't give a damn about that injury. They need to.
What?
Yeah, when I say that, it's like, bro, this is for the Super Bowl. Like, everybody's gonna go all out. So that knee brace thing, like my DC said, if he's gonna be out there running, they're gonna hit him. But some Eagles fans need to not take that too seriously because
they're taking it serious.
You know they are.
Yeah,
You know they taking it serious. That's crazy to think that they ain't gonna take it.
Yeah, they gonna take it serious.
But like Joe Witt said the same thing before we played the Bucks. Like he said, Baker gets outside the pocket, we gonna hit him.
That ain't Philly fan base.
I know.
That's Tampa.
And when we first hired him, he said,
Hey, Caleb, by the way, anybody who gets mad at that is fucking stupid. He said what any DC would say.
Yeah, he
Well,
did.
no,
He
why
really
they get mad
did.
at that.
Yeah,
I have no clue why people
Well,
get mad at that.
all of the Philly fan base ain't always.
If you got a running quarterback and he run, you better hit him.
But yeah, exactly.
But my thing is, it's not about him being mobile quarterback or not. If you're outside the pocket, it could be Tom Brady. If you have a shot on the quarterback and he's a running back, you hit that nigga. Like it's not like he said. Now, if he would have came out and said like, oh, well, we're gonna try to get some late hits in, or if we can get a couple of shots to the knee, like then it would have sounded bad. But all he said was, if you run.
And our fans don't, bro. When we saw Jaden get hit and he looked like a helicopter, we didn't get upset about that. We just kind of like, damn, that's
that's what I was gonna say. It's the same. My thing is, it's the same thing that I guarantee you, Vic Fangio's telling our defense. Every time Jaden decides he wants to run or be a running back, hit that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, bro, the keys to the game, bro. I've told Eagles fans the same thing for the last few weeks. Some of it's just really the same recycled points. You can just limit. Like, we're not going to be able to stop Philly. Like, we're not going to stop them. It's very hard to like just neutralize their whole offensive game plan. You just do the game plan is the same thing with Detroit. You just try to limit their possessions. Just limit.
I think
all I need from my defense is 2 or 3 stops. That's all I'm not asking for much. I don't need you to be a top 3 defense, top 5 defense. Just give me 2 or 3 stops. And I think my offense can find a way to generate some points on the board. But Philly got a good defense for sure.
I honestly feel like y'all's secret is to not throw the ball. It's to somehow get the run game going. Because if y'all can get the run game going,
2 to 3 stops, to be honest.
Yeah, I was about to say, my thing is, I think you guys need to control the time of possession. That's how you would be able, because the fact that we run the ball so much, we're going to be running the clock down. If y'all can run, like, keep some drives going and get some good runs in and run the clock and score on it, then that's how the game becomes like closer.
I agree. I mean, we struggle with the run game the last few weeks other than Detroit, but like there's other ways that we implement the run game throughout the pass. So like sometimes passing the ball can be an extension of the run game. It's just how you do it. Screen.
Well, for me, mine is more like just Jaden scrambling, like not necessarily designed runs.
All right, y'all taking over the show.
Have to be that way. Oh shit, my bad.
But yeah,
I was going because I don't want to hear y'all back and forth right now. Calm down.
But
we gotta move on. Y'all don't forget y'all part of a special. We gotta keep rolling. We gotta keep rolling.
Oh,
So
Miss
All right, back
Go
to the
Ashley,
ahead.
Cowboys.
Miss Ashley
this
Baker,
isn't
Hell
about the
no.
Cowboys, bro.
No, it
Please
damn
don't
sure ain't
bring
about
nothing up.
them. Hell no.
Miss Ashley Baker. How you feel about that hire?
Hey,
We
this
never
is not
done.
Hey,
about the
no, it was a
Hey,
Cowboys.
joke. It
Caleb,
was
you
a
got to
joke,
go back
Caleb.
and watch the beginning.
No,
It
you
was
don't
a
go back
joke,
and look at
Caleb. It
nothing,
was a
Caleb.
joke.
Don't go
It
back and
was a
look at nothing.
joke.
Don't go back and look at nothing.
Oh, my
It was
bad.
a
I
joke.
didn't.
Hollywood, to
No,
answer your
I'm telling you,
question,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
don't go back
Go
and look
back and
at it.
watch it.
Hollywood, to
Yeah,
answer your
so
question,
it was is he already the greatest rookie? I would say as watching Jaden for the last 2 years, um I don't want to say he's the greatest rookie. I think he's doing everything right to get his team to win. Um I think he does have to win the Super Bowl to say that. Not just make it there, he has to win. But go ahead and answer the question for me, Ash, please. Thank you.
it pains me to say, but I would have to say yes because he'd be the first rookie to even get his team there ever.
But I don't think it's just.
Um,
I don't think it's.
Hmm, it's
I,
not the
I
first.
think that. I think they're asking like just right now, not even if
Yeah,
he
is
wins.
he are they saying he's the best rookie quarterback ever or the best rookie ever?
the
Oh,
He
the
best
said
best
the
rookie
rookie
best rookie
quarterback.
quarterback.
Excuse me, I
quarterback, the
apologize.
best rookie
Quarterback.
Okay.
quarterback. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
you
she
saying
said
he has to
quarterback.
get. You saying he has to get there first, AB.
I'm saying if he gets there,
Yeah.
if
He
he
gets to the
gets
Super Bowl.
through,
Okay.
I ain't
then
gonna
he
hold
would be
you.
that. Mainly because he's the only rookie quarterback to even do it, to lead his team to
I
a
ain't gonna
Super
hold you.
Bowl.
I would say even if he don't win, he's still depending on his performance. I will give him a yes, even if he doesn't win, simply because. And correct me if I'm wrong, but every other rookie quarterback that's gotten to a championship game was a division winner, and he's a 6 seed
Rookie
Well,
and had to
QBs,
go and had to go
rookie
on the
So
road.
rookie QBs in the conference championship games are 0-5.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm
so
just saying,
I
like,
agree.
all
I
those
agree
other
with.
rookie quarterbacks, I believe, were division winners. Like, and if we're being real, all those other rookie quarterbacks had a dominant defense. He's literally doing it on the offense. Like, most of those rookie quarterbacks weren't dominant on the offensive side. Like,
yeah. Big
they
Ben
were
was
a
mid.
dominant D.
He was
Yeah,
mid
like
his
they
rookie
were a
year.
dominant
Yeah.
defense. They had a dominant defense and a good run game, and they just needed their quarterback to come in and basically play
Mm.
mistake-free football. You know
Go
what I'm
So
ahead,
saying?
Caleb.
Like,
I don't think Jaden is the best rookie quarterback ever. Like
Even if he make it to the Super Bowl,
now, if he makes it there, and I think he has to. He
it's
has to win it.
performance to me.
I
he
think
got
he
to
has
win
to
it.
win. And it's also going to be his performance too. Like
Yeah.
how do you perform in these games? And the reason I say that is because while he got him and the Commanders are rolling, right? But you got to look back at RG3 when he played for the Redskins. Look back at that rookie season. I get it, their record wasn't that good, but look back at his play during that rookie season. Same thing with Andrew Luck that year.
I just said I think Andrew Luck was
Look
better
at
than him
Andrew Luck with
personally.
the Colts when the Colts defense was ass. It was worse than the Commanders defense. So like you got to look back at those things and look at.
What was
I
see
want to
how
see
was
an
Peyton?
individual play,
How
huh?
was Peyton as a
And
rookie? Like as
Oh,
far
he
as
was
that team
terrible.
and,
He was
around him.
terrible.
and,
He
No,
was
no, no. I
terrible
mean
as
as
a
far
rookie.
no. I mean the team around him though. Like the team
No,
around him.
the team
Was it
wasn't.
that he
I
was
mean,
terrible and the team was good,
yeah,
or was it
he
like
was terrible and the team was also bad. But then that next year,
right? He
Peyton
took
balled the
off.
fuck out. Yeah,
Right.
but but Andrew Luck, his rookie year, the defense was terrible, and Andrew
The O
Luck
line
made
was terrible. Fuck.
that too. And Andrew Luck made lemonade out of shit. Like I ain't gonna hold you. He did his thing, and then like I said, RG3 that year too. Like you got to look back at those at the way they played. I'm not talking about record, team performance, all of that, because where Jaden Daniels and them are right now, that plays a whole with the whole team and everything. That's not just him.
Hate to say
So
this,
as
but
a whole, he has to perform in those games, make it to the Super Bowl, and he has to perform. Like he has to show up.
I ain't gonna hold you. I would probably, if we're going off of just pure stats and performance, I'd probably give it to Dak. I hate to say that. His rookie year was ridiculous. He
That's
had what?
another one. Dak's rookie year
I
was
think he
really
had
good as
like
well.
20. He went 20 plus touchdowns and less than 5 interceptions. Like
Mm.
Dak did have a
I,
nasty rookie year. I ain't gonna hold you. I hate to say
so
it, but
I
it
was
might be Dak.
I was thinking here on the sidelines of the rookie quarterbacks that were pretty good their rookie year. I thought of RG3. I thought of Luck. I thought of Dak. I will say Dak had a running back that rushed for 1,600 yards and 15 rushing touchdowns.
That too.
You know what I mean? He did have Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. I'm going to say yes. from the quarterbacks that I have seen, that's Cam Newton on down.
Yeah,
RG3
his rookie year was crazy too.
his rookie year was crazy too. Cam Newton, RG3 had a crazy rookie year, but I'm going by play, stats. There were a lot of games. There were some games this year where Jayden was the reason why they won. Jayden had to put them in positions to win the game. I agree with you, Lou. It's a team sport, but from a playing style, which Philly said, which was a great point. Some of those rookie quarterbacks that have gotten to the conference championship game, they weren't good that year. His impact Jayden had this year has been remarkable. So I would have to say yes, he's the best rookie quarterback of all time, in my opinion, from what I've seen.
Even if he lose.
Yes, even if he lose, yes. But it depends. But even if he lose, look at the team he's going against. He's going against a team from a roster on down. They're Super Bowl contenders.
But hey,
So if he do lose, I'm not going to knock him for it.
hold you.
Can y'all hear me?
I ain't gonna hold you. Hold
Yeah,
on.
we can hear you,
I
Caleb.
think
Hey,
I would
I
have
want-
to give it to Cam.
I wanted to.
Let's please
I-
not cut each other off, please.
Yeah, we can't do
Please.
that.
My
Thank
bad,
you.
because my thing is delayed a little bit, and I gotta keep closing it. This playback thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
y'all
I'll go
let
after
the
you.
panel
Go ahead,
answer
Caleb. I'll
real
go
quick,
after you.
y'all,
But yeah,
and then we'll let y'all jump in once the panel answer, because DG still got to
Oh,
answer.
I was
okay,
gonna
okay.
say
Hold on, Caleb.
DG.
Caleb, DG gonna answer first, and then we'll
Yeah, go ahead,
Go,
DG.
the
go
panel.
ahead.
Yeah,
Go
let the panel answer real quick.
Go ahead. Got you.
Is he the best? Yeah, I would say so. I think he's I think it's kind of what V said. He's been the most. This has probably been the most impactful rookie season we've seen in NFL history. He's literally taken that organization from pretty much dumpster fire, all around bad ownership, bad everything, to lifting them to being one game away from going to New Orleans. So I think, it's been one of the most impactful seasons from a quarterback period, I think we've seen this year. Let's say he's the best. I would say, are we talking about on the talent, stage, or is it more?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, if talking
talent
wise,
talent wise, I think that there have been other rookie, RG3 and Andrew Luck, those guys step in. I think there have been some guys that have been just as talented as he has. But I will say this about him, and what I love about Jayden and what he's shown this year is his poise has been incredible. Nothing seems to rattle that kid. He doesn't get scared of them. He's not scared of the big moment. That to me proves, especially in your rookie year, that proves a lot to me that there's nothing this league can throw at you that you can't handle. And I think he's had 5-6 game-winning drives this year. It just seems effortless to him. To watch him when they were in Tampa, to be on the sideline, and he wasn't phased at all.
he looked like, what the hell?
Yeah, like he looked like he knew it was going in. So we going to Detroit. Then to watch him go to Detroit and kind of handle that atmosphere as well.
Let me ask y'all this though, DG, just to piggyback off of that, is that poise because they're playing with house money and we shouldn't be here anyway, kind of vibes? Y'all don't think that that's where that poise is coming from?
I would say this. He's played like that since college.
I would say that
okay,
that
like
poise
that in college.
that poise was there in LSU. It was just
okay.
I think it's just translated for him to the league just because it seems as though he's got a full grasp of what he wants to do when he's out there and what they expect from him. And I think he knows, as long as I'm not putting my team in harmful positions, we're gonna win.
And I think the poise is also because he played in college. He played over probably like 1,500 snaps.
Yeah.
So it's like he's had a lot of experience everywhere he went, from high school to college, and so it's like, all right, well, we here.
Yeah, along with a lot of doubt too.
Yeah.
When he left Arizona State, they were teammates was
They was
making
throwing his shit out the
They
locker
was dogging him, throwing his stuff out
talking
the
about he
locker.
suck and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, and
and
I
half the
think
boys ain't even in the league nowhere.
I think he's coming to the league with a chip on his shoulder, basically saying I'm gonna prove everybody wrong.
And when you see his mama talk, that confidence that she got, she'd have passed that on to him. Like that confidence, that poise, she'd have passed that along to him. And you could see where like she built him up. So like when he got to that point, it was like
the jealousy in your eyes is.
Oh yeah, she's 6
we,
foot 4.
we can see that like the jealousy in your eyes right now is incredible.
I mean, Dak's poise too.
I mean, I will say it was impressive to me that they were blowing the Lions out, and he still was straight face. He wasn't smiling.
No, nothing.
Nothing. And they smoking him. And I'm like, damn.
And he on the sideline like
chilling the whole time, looking left and right, not smiling at anything. I said, yo, that's a killer right there. That's somebody that's on a mission, dog. Like it makes it's hard to not like the kid. It's hard to not like Jayden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I've been saying from the beginning, like I just pray he always stay healthy because like the Commanders got them the quarterback.
Yeah, she's so disgusting.
Ashley, do not roll your eyes.
She looking like y'all talking too much about Jayden Daniels.
Hey,
Let me get your thoughts, Kenny. About your quarterback. You think he's already the greatest rookie quarterback to play?
Well, he the greatest rookie quarterback I ever had in my franchise that I've seen.
No. The greatest rookie to ever play in the game of football. Not in your franchise. We already know that, sir.
Dang, that's so much on RG3.
He didn't.
RG3, but better.
Granted, RG3 career didn't last very long, so.
I think
they said rookie.
If he can make it, if he can get to the Super Bowl, it's no question that he's the best rookie quarterback that we ever seen or in history so far. But I mean, right now I give him the title. I mean, I can't see otherwise. Why not?
Yo, AB
Caleb?
is sick.
Caleb, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we can hear you, bro.
What you think, brother?
I think he's been the most impactful rookie in NFL history. For one, we're supposed to have people thought we would have a top 3 pick. He's leading our team in rushing. There's been times where in that Falcons game especially, he led our team in passing and rushing yards. Whatever you ask him to do, I feel like he can do it. And like you a Lakers fan. And Jayden said today in his interview about the game, he was a Kobe fan. Growing up, he fell in love with his game, but he also fell in love with his mindset. So he has that mindset. Ashley, don't be mad. he has that.
That boy no ball.
He has that mindset where it's like
Everybody want to be Kobe.
He has that mindset where it's like I'm gonna get it done, and like the team rallies around him. Like we have high morale because of Jayden. And I think the biggest difference between him and RG3,
Go to hell, DJ.
I just think it's his humbleness. Like he puts in the work. Like he does that VR stuff where it gets him ready. He just put in the work, man. He studies. When he came in here, he asked the vet.
Caleb is the man, the greatest ever.
Well, can I finish?
On a tangent.
Come on, why you got to talk about his quarterback?
He glow.
No, I'm with Ash. He going on a tangent sound like James.
Can the man glow about his QB?
Can the man glow about his quarterback?
I ain't never had a QB like this.
Yeah.
You had RG3.
RG3 was like that. Like
no.
He was just short lived. That's all.
No, the difference with him, Silu, was his mentality. He was very cocky. He was not.
He was.
I mean, I know RG3 was cocky. That's what probably led to him.
That's what hurt him for real.
That's what hurt him. Like I mean, I get it. He was cocky, but what I'm saying is RG3 was like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was.
He was just. It was just short lived. It was short lived.
Nigga saying you giving Jameis speeches. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That man talk about his quarterback, man.
But yeah, I think he got
4 years. We gave All right, I'm sorry. My
He
bad.
gotta
I got a
win.
notification.
He gotta win the bowl probably for him, for the league to, or for the world to consider him as the greatest
He had to go off
rookie.
screen.
Yeah, he has.
But for me, yeah, man, he's up there. He's up there. He's definitely up there for sure.
Hey, she had to go off screen. My
He
bad.
got that Kobe
That's
mindset, heavy.
Yeah,
That's
she's
crazy.
crying for sure.
He got that
My
That's
Kobe.
dog.
crazy.
He know ball.
Yeah,
I was
Hey,
gonna say, hey,
what's up, Philly? What you
I
think?
was gonna say the only reason why I say no, I was looking at some numbers. If we're talking about just purely like performance, and we're not including like record and all that, I'm gonna have to say Cam because of his 4,000 passing yards, and then he ran for another like 700 or like 600 or 700,
Cam
another
is my
14
dog. That was
touchdowns.
my dog.
So like, even though his team was 6-10, like Cam was really putting in work like on that team.
Look at
But we're
her.
talking about,
What
but
a
now if we're
hater,
talking
bro.
about purely like, if we're talking about pure impact though, impact, yeah, he's the most impactful.
He's a hater, bro.
But yeah, I would probably say Cam just off of just
She said
pure
Superman was
performance.
They gonna start hating. Y'all better not too much on Cam,
Hey,
dog.
yeah,
Not too
I
much on
mean,
my man
Hey,
Cam Newton.
I
Man,
say,
chill out
Cam
on
ain't jump
Cam.
on that
Hey,
fumble.
chill out on
He
Cam.
sucks
Chill
for
out on
real.
Cam.
and
He knows,
I
hey,
agree
he
with you,
knows it.
Philly.
All right, he knows
I'm
he
not
did it. All right.
I'm not saying Cam had the best, rookie season ever.
Superman. His
But
name
I
is
agree with you that there's other quarterbacks out there that they had amazing rookie
Right.
seasons. They
I would just say
they
he's had the most impactful.
yeah, he's had the most impactful for sure. I think Jaden has had the most impactful for sure. Just because they're in the NFC championship game. And it's off the strength of him, But
Can I
like
ask y'all a question? How much is this is Cliff?
Cliff
I mean,
play a
Cliff-
part.
Cliff
He
played a
called
played
the
a
part.
big
plays.
part. He
Cliff
definitely,
played a
yeah,
big
he called
part
the
for
player
sure.
too.
Cliff
Dan
playing a
Quinn
part. He
definitely.
called
Do
the
y'all
plays.
think that Jaden would be this if it was like any other kind of play caller outside
Situations matter, bro.
Situations
I'm
matter
telling y'all
depending
this
Yeah.
on
all
who
the
it
time.
is. Yeah.
Situations matter.
Yeah.
So it
Situations
definitely,
matter.
yeah.
But that's
Like
why
I
I go back.
don't think that this is a thing if let's say Kellen Moore was there.
It would
That's
be.
why I go back and say when you
His
looking at like
situation was easier.
the best quarterbacks, the best rookie seasons, you got to look at the quarterbacks that didn't have good situations and they rose above those situations. RG3, Andrew Luck, Cam Newton, like those dudes, their situations was terrible.
Well, to be
But I
fair,
will say this.
Cam had a star-studded receiver there, and Luck had a star-studded receiver.
Yeah,
fair.
Luck did, but guess what? With that star-studded receiver the year before, we went 2-14. And
Yeah,
again,
because
I mean,
y'all
it's
quarterback-
because our quarterback Peyton was, but that's what I'm saying. You lose Peyton Manning, you go 2-14, you get Luck, you go 11-5 and make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like that's what I'm saying. Like that lets you know how bad that team was, and then how good he was when he came into
Yeah,
that.
Luck was one of them. Though. Luck was one of them.
But Cam, yeah, I mean he had Steve Smith, but I mean shit, Jaden Daniels got Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, he got T-Mac.
Are we calling him T-Mac now? I like
But
that.
I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
say
Caleb,
this.
yeah.
He had our OC wasn't good at LSU. So I mean I guess you can and he still balled out, right?
Yeah, he balled out.
So I'll say it's 50-50. Y'all got me talking about Superman. He sucked. 50-50 Jaden and Cliff can get some praise too. I mean, a couple games he was a little rough. But
Yeah.
Hey,
But
okay, next question. Cuz y'all chatting a little bit.
We got to move.
Go ahead.
Who cannot afford to lose this Sunday? The Commanders or the Eagles?
This is a simple answer.
That's easy.
It's
That's
clearly
easy.
the Eagles.
It's the Eagles.
Well, you clearly
we'll
wrote
say
this question, so I
the
don't.
Eagles. The Eagles
I make
definitely
this
will take
rundown.
more.
The
Take
Eagles
more
cannot
heat for
afford to
losing.
lose this game.
Yeah,
The
it's
Eagles
the
will
Eagles
take
for
more
sure.
heat for losing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my pivot question, since it's the Eagles, it's consensus.
Mm-hmm. I knew you was gonna have a pivot question.
If they lose, where do they go from here?
The
That's
Eagles
Because
or the
you have
Commanders?
hold on
Same thing.
The Commanders
real quick.
or the Eagles?
No, the Eagles.
The
Because you
Eagles.
have the roster, you got the defense. Where do you go to get like you lost to the Commanders, or I'll say if you lose the Super Bowl as well, I'll go ahead and throw that in there.
So
If you lose, where do you go from here?
Sirianni got.
That's a great question.
And let
Sirianni
the
gotta
panel
go.
ask first, and then
You got to
I'll
start at
get it on.
Sirianni.
Why would Sirianni have to go?
You got to go Sirianni. What do you mean? This is the third year of y'all going all in, and then you mess around and lose to the Commanders in the NFC Championship. You don't even make the Super Bowl. This is y'all third year of going all in.
Why would you fire a
Saquon
coach
Barkley was an all-in move.
that's made the playoffs every
Because it's
year?
been 3 years and y'all haven't made because it's been 3 years and you haven't made it over the hump, and you've gone all in all 3 years. What else is it? Well, we can't
Why?
get rid of Jalen.
So the first year you bring in your best running back, you would fire the coach because he went 14 or got
Saquon has been
15
good enough
wins.
to win y'all a Super Bowl. Saquon has been fantastic, phenomenal enough to win y'all and carry y'all to a Super Bowl. If you do not make it past the Commanders, somebody got to pay the piper.
No,
I
you
would fire
wouldn't.
Kellen
You
Moore.
wouldn't fire. Yeah, I was gonna say
Because
Kellen Moore
and
would be
the
gone.
reason why I
It'd
say
be
that,
Kellen Moore before
no,
Nick
God, no,
Sirianni.
no. Ooh, but that's a bad thing because he's not the common denominator in these 3 seasons of going all in. It's your head coach,
No,
and
but
you're
the
not
thing,
making it
It's
over the
you're
hump. You're still not winning a championship. If this was any other team, it would be the head coach. If you've had y'all all
no.
year, y'all tell me
Hold on.
y'all have been telling me a million times. Hold on, y'all have been telling me a million times how these teams have been Super Bowl or bust. Get there or not. Is this Sirianni's 3rd or 4th year in that role? This is at least the 3rd year of him going all in. What else can you do?
so
If
that's why.
y'all don't at least make it to the Super Bowl, maybe and it's hard to win a Super Bowl, and I understand the competition you probably be facing. Most likely 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, whatever, it's likely going to be the Chiefs. That's just a hard out, right?
And I,
Cool, but not getting past
Hold
a
on, Philly.
rookie
Hold on.
Commanders team, who it just cannot happen in my opinion. Somebody don't pay the piper for that. When this is the 3rd year of y'all going all in, and it hasn't resulted in a Super Bowl,
okay, AB,
winning
So
real
a
quick.
Super Bowl.
So,
hold
okay,
on, Philly.
AB.
Hold on,
Philly,
So,
you
Philly.
gotta let the host go
Hold on,
first,
hold on,
bro. Gotta
Philly.
let the
oh,
panel
well,
go first.
So to your point, AB, if this was
Huh?
any other team that they were playing, then I would say yes. But we sit on here all the time and harp about how divisional opponents. This is a divisional opponent. They know the Eagles the best. They're one of the teams that know the Eagles the best, right? So I can't be hard pressed to say fire Nick Sirianni. I will say Kellen Moore would have to go, and the reason I say that is because Jalen hasn't had the year he's had under other offensive coordinators. I think if Jalen was playing like he was playing 2 years ago with Saquon back there, you get a whole different story going into this game. I think,
But
and
my
I
thing with
think,
that
I
is
think it's a way more dominant team than it is now. But and granted, they have a legit defense this year.
my
We, we,
pushback on that is though, Lou, is we know Kellen Moore to be an offensive guy
we know
and a
Kellen
guy
Moore.
that to be an offensive guy and that's going to throw the ball and make your offense look like a number 1 offense. So is it the personnel or is it Kellen Moore? Is
But the
it
thing,
Jalen Hurts or is it Kellen Moore? Because he has
but
the
that's what I'm
weapons.
saying.
He
But
has
that's what
every
I'm saying, AB.
Kellen
Like,
Moore.
and you cutting in and out.
Oh, my bad. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we've seen Jalen Hurts with better offensive coordinators, i.e. Shane Steichen, and we've seen Jalen Hurts being MVP conversations with Shane Steichen. They went to the Super Bowl with him too. I
oh
guarantee
yeah,
you, if they had an OC like Shane and a defense like they got this year, they would be Super Bowl favorites. We have a completely different conversation because Jalen Hurts would be playing completely different. It'd be a completely different offense. They still would be running the ball with Saquon. The offense would have been more dynamic this year with a better offensive coordinator. I don't think Jalen Hurts, like I said before, I've said this multiple times. Jalen Hurts is good. He's all right. He ain't the guy, but he's all right. But
I
I
gotta put a
think
pin there. I gotta put a pin there.
I thought that's why you said you got to put
Yeah,
a pin there because you
it
saw
was
that. But
it was
I got
official.
it.
I just had to
That's
put it in
fine.
there
It's
because it's
fine. That's
official
cool.
now.
That's cool. Cause I just want to let y'all know what I got. I just want to let y'all know what I got. I'm going to bring it. Everybody that want to drop it in there. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yeah. Yeah. Everybody want to
this
drop
list is
information in
crazy.
there. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
How
Yeah. Yeah.
how did I get
Yeah.
on there?
You just dropped BS again. We're happy.
Hey,
conversation
I'm
about
just
something completely different. So it's fine. It's
this is
absolutely
breaking
fine.
the
I got y'all
news,
there.
man.
It's cool.
But yeah,
It's
I
all
mean,
right. It's
I just
fine.
think I think with a better offensive coordinator, that offense
No,
would
I
have
need
been
to stick a pin with what you were saying, though.
the
I
offense
do
would
want
be
to
a
stick a
lot
pin there.
smoother.
Can we
I
hear
do want to
that?
stick a pin there.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick, real quick, because I just want to real quick on his Jalen Hurts thing. The year before last year, we were trying to figure out why the hell he was even in the conversation as far as MVP with Patrick Mahomes.
No,
They
because
threw
we
him
said
in
he
there
was.
because
We
hold
said
on,
he was in the. No, we said he was in the conversation until he got hurt.
with
When he
Patrick
got hurt,
Mahomes, we said that he should. That year with Patrick, the last year was
no,
only
we
Dak
said
and Lamar.
no.
That year
No,
with Patrick
I'm talking about the
Mahomes.
year. I'm talking about that year. He was in the conversation until he got hurt. That's when his
No,
play
Very
we
dropped.
were
true.
saying that he should not have ever been in the conversation.
No,
That
we
that
didn't.
was
We
a
weren't saying
narrative
Huh?
that.
that year. That
No,
was the
Huh?
narrative
We
that
never
we
year.
weren't
said that.
saying that year.
I remember. Okay, I remember it being a narrative that year that when it comes to his stats, how Patrick Mahomes was blowing him out of the water that year, and how he did not play that. He did
No,
not look that good.
okay, but
So
that's
now I'm
different. That's
tripping.
different. But that's different than saying he shouldn't have been
That's
in the
different from saying
conversation.
that he shouldn't have been
He
in
should have
there.
been in the
That's two different
conversation that
things.
year.
He
But
was only in
we
the conversation because they needed to
no
throw somebody else in there, but it really
no
should have just
because
Patrick Mahomes in that
no
sack.
Jalen Hurts was playing like an MVP caliber quarterback that year because
He was.
his rushing touchdowns and his passing touchdowns, he was playing like an MVP caliber quarterback.
He
We
was.
all thought it was Patrick Mahomes' award to lose. And then when Jalen Hurts got hurt, it was like, yeah, Patrick is the runaway favorite with this for sure.
For sure.
But we weren't saying that Jalen Hurts shouldn't have been
Why
in
you
that
looking
conversation
like
because
that,
he played.
DG?
He balled.
just Pat Year that year was there was no way Jalen.
That nigga ass. We don't care. We don't care about him. He ass. I don't care
My
about the
bad.
Super Bowl, DG.
I said that to say the last 3 years that I'm talking about is Jalen Hurts just have okay. If you want to toss away that first year we're talking about with Mahomes, that's cool. But we talked about how Jalen Hurts wasn't good last year.
No, he wasn't.
That
And
was
who
a
was his offensive
conversation.
coordinator? Who was his offensive
It wasn't
coordinator?
Kellen Moore.
Who
Kellen
was it?
Moore is the first year is this year.
No, I know, but who was it last year? It was
I don't
the
know.
black dude. I forget his
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Brian
Brian
The
Johnson.
point that
Johnson.
I'm making is
And
now
we
we're
said he
talking
was
about
ass.
2 seasons back to back with him not being good, regardless of who the offensive coordinator is.
But
So
AB,
how do you
Huh?
decide to fire Kellen
We
Moore for
give
that?
but we've also said
we
that
do that for a lot of
we've
quarterbacks.
also said that before that with like I said earlier, Jalen Hurts is cool. He all right. He ain't that guy, but he's
Yeah.
not like we said
He just
yes,
wins.
last year we said that he was ass last year too, compared to what he
Yeah.
was the year before with Shane.
I'm
Shane
only bringing
made him his best version. After
I'm
that,
only bringing
we
up,
ain't seen that Jalen
but
no more.
the only reason why I'm talking about Jalen is because you brought up how Kellen Moore should be let go because of Jalen, the offense's
Because
performance.
you
My
can't get rid
kickback
of
to that,
Jalen.
but I get that. But you can get rid of the head coach who has had a team that you have tried to go all in on for the past 3 seasons. And if they lose to the Commanders, it is another failed season. Who else do you look at? If it's any other team, you looking at the head coach.
I mean, yeah,
Bad. Go ahead.
but at the same time, if you got to the Super Bowl 2 out of the past 3 years, they ain't about to be looking at the head coach to fire. They're gonna try to figure out how to
They
make
ain't
that
get to
team
the
better.
Super Bowl 2 out of the last 3 years. I'm saying if they lose, they're not
No,
going to
I'm
get to the
saying,
Super Bowl
well,
this year.
yeah, if they lose this
Yeah,
year,
they're not
but
getting to
no,
the Super Bowl this year. Then they
Hollywood
didn't
asked
get there
about
last
them
year.
going to the Super Bowl or losing in the NFC Championship game, either one. So like even like if they lose in the Super Bowl, you still fire Sirianni?
I mean,
Because I mean, you made it to the Super Bowl
I
2 out of the
guess
last 3 years.
it's still tough to me if they play the Chiefs or Chiefs or Bills. It's going to depend on their performance. But go ahead, Hev, because Hev and DG definitely got to jump in here.
If they make it to the Super Bowl, no. And the reason why I'm going to say no, because we got a head coach that has been to 2 Super Bowls and lost with an elite roster. And I didn't say fire Kyle Shanahan. So I would be a clear hypocrite to say fire Nick Sirianni when we got a head coach that did the exact same thing. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Can't say one thing on one side and then flip it on the other. You got to stand on 10 toes. If they were to go to the NFC Championship and lose, that's a different ballgame. I agree with what the wife said. ultimately is on the head coach. You're not going to look at Kellen Moore. You're not going to look at nobody else. You are going to look at the head coach because you did go all in. You did get Saquon Barkley. You brought Charlie Gardner-Johnson back. You drafted very well getting Quinn Mitchell and Deshaun Cooper. This team was amazing. Even the year now, and Lou, you said something. You said if they had the same defense this year with Shane, then they would have probably won a Super Bowl. That defense they had against the Chiefs was really good that year. Like they had the historical year when it came to sacks that year.
Yeah.
So that defense wasn't
Well,
no,
y'all
no
was gassing that defense up
that,
back
that
then. Now
defense wasn't no
they
slouches. Now that defense had a lot of Pro Bowlers on that year too. That defense wasn't bad. So, I say if they go to the NFC Championship and lose with the roster that they got, you got to look at Nick Sirianni. He would be the person I would say they would look at. But if they go to the Super Bowl, there's no way you can say get rid of Nick Sirianni, and he got them to the Super Bowl 2 times out of the last 3
Do
years.
y'all think Bowl would matter? Even if, let's say they lost, they get there and they lost. Would that performance matter?
No.
Even if they had a trash performance, y'all would fire.
Even if
they
they
look
get
completely
smoked, I would
unprepared, they
not
would just
say
ask.
if they get smoked, I would not say you fire Nick Sirianni. No. Because they still got them. No.
What say you, DG?
Yeah, I agree to Hef's point. I think it's a massive disappointment if they lose to Jaden Daniels and them on Sunday. And it would cause for me as if I was an owner, it probably is a fireable offense. Just because you're not supposed to lose that game. But yeah, making it to the Super Bowl, and if they still lost, I think I still would allow him to retain his job. He's obviously proven. I mean, I think Sirianni this year, he had a lot of pressure going his way, especially after kind of what happened last year. And they did the things this year that they needed to do to fix the holes that they had on their team. Going out and getting Saquon, adding a dynamic weapon like that to already adding to the 2 dynamic weapons that you had in Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. But I think the biggest thing has been the shift in that defense, going out and drafting well. Quinyon Mitchell has definitely made a huge impact for them. Cooper DeJean. Then the maturation of Jalen Carter as well too has become one of the better interior guys in this league. So I think it's shown that under Sirianni, they can continuously build that roster that they need to build in order to get them over the hump. But yeah, I wouldn't. To me, he would still have to be their coach if he made it to the Super Bowl and lost. I don't think there's no question.
All right, now you can go, Philly.
I got just 2 quick questions for y'all.
He going.
You in the
cooked.
blender.
Y'all saying after 4 years, if
I'm
he didn't
cooked too,
win,
Hollywood.
No. You good
Hold
now,
on.
but Philly a little
Start over, Phil.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
All right, look.
If you
So,
had,
y'all said after 4 years, y'all should get rid of him, or y'all will get rid of him if he didn't win, right?
If he doesn't
win the
make
NFC
it to the Super
Championship game, if he
the
doesn't make it to the
Yes,
Super
no,
Bowl.
am I correct? Oh,
if he
shit.
doesn't make it to the Super Bowl,
he can't
If he
hear y'all. I don't think.
doesn't win, yeah, if he doesn't make it to the Super Bowl, you said
yes.
same situation.
Yeah.
If a coach goes 11-5, 9-7, 11-5, 12-4, 10-6, 12-4, and doesn't win a Super Bowl or make it to a Super Bowl but only one time, are you firing them?
I would say that y'all probably are.
Right.
No, I'm asking, would you fire him? I'm asking, would you fire him?
If
Like
he
if that was your
if he
coaching
lost
situation.
if he lost to Jaden Daniels in the Commanders, yes.
No, I'm saying with that record I just gave you over 6 years, and he was 0-1 in the Super Bowl, you would fire that coach.
And
That
y'all
was 11
y'all
wins, 10 wins, 12 wins.
and y'all circumstance, yes.
So the reason why I'm
To play devil's
the reason why
advocate.
I'm asking, would you as a fan, or if you had control, fire that coach? Because that's what Andy Reid did with y'all in his first 6 years. You don't
Yes.
fire a coach.
I
Just you
no,
don't
I'm
fire a
so
coach.
what
You
I'm
can hold on,
go
but
ahead.
my whole point behind it is like you don't fire a coach just because of one like he loses in the NFC Championship game. If he got into the playoffs all 4 years, he's made a Super Bowl in 1 year. That'd be 2 NFC Championship games in 4 years. And in 2 of the 4 years, you're one of the three coaches to win 14 plus wins multiple times. Like you don't, and here's the thing, when you guys say like going all in, I understand like we went and got Saquon and essentially we got Zach Bond, who nobody really even knew was going to be who he was. I was not a big pickup, but AJ Brown was the other guy. Outside of that, everybody's like homegrown talent. It's drafting well. So if you got a coach that is taking those draft picks and turning that into
I saw y'all
hold
be
on,
petty as shit in a draft and grab two of the best defenders. Don't tell me yes, it is homegrown and it's draft wise, absolutely. But the point is that those draft moves were also going all in. You know what I'm saying? You want to know who don't go to hell all in? I can tell you who don't go to hell all in. I can tell you somebody that got it right there at their fingertips
Please,
every goddamn year and
please
don't go
spare
Man,
all
us.
in. I
this
can
not
tell you
about
who don't go
you.
all
Please
It's
in.
not
I'm
spare
about
sorry. I'm
us.
you.
so sorry. I'm so sorry, Hollywood. I'm sorry. I
This ain't
apologize.
Cowboys after dark. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just saying.
Pause.
Like,
Pause.
Dallas
Pause.
I'm
after
just
that
dark.
saying.
Jerry after
We
dark.
have seen them make moves draft wise. Cause what year was that when they had like 2 first round picks? Cause they was that the year they grabbed Jalen Carter? Who else did they grab that same year? That other boy who went out, the boy, the other defensive boy, the linebacker or the whatever he is,
Oh,
Oh,
Nolan
N'Kobe
Smith
Dean
or
or
N'Kobe
Nolan?
Dean. N'Kobe Dean.
N'Kobe Dean.
N'Kobe Dean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff is going all in kind of situation. What the hell you need N'Kobe Dean for after you just grabbed Jalen Carter? That was petty. It
They
was
need a
petty,
linebacker.
and it was very much.
Are you mad because
It was very much. We gonna go all in.
Are
Joe.
you mad
I
because
mean
y'all didn't draft N'Kobe
that's
Dean?
drafting well though. Like
My bad, Joe. My shit
I
got
wouldn't be. I mean, they
cut out.
drafted what they
Drafting
have
well
drafted well.
still counts for going all in.
But how if we're not
Not
trading up?
necessarily. I mean,
We're not like
not
we're
necessarily. It's
draft.
not like they out here. So like
Yeah, like we
like
didn't
they
sell out
trading
our
up to the
draft
first round
picks.
pick or the first overall pick, or third overall pick, or anything like that. They picking where they at, and they drafting the guys that's gonna help their team. I don't consider that going all in. I consider that building a team, which they did. Going all in was making those free agent moves. That's going all
Yeah,
in.
that AJ Brown and Saquon are
I've seen
essentially
them
the
make, but
biggest moves that we've done.
Yeah, drafting well
right.
doesn't mean you going all in because you drafted
Yeah,
well. That doesn't
Yeah,
mean
that's
that's you
why.
doing your homework and
Yeah,
going and
that
getting the best players
exactly.
That's
available.
That's what
fine.
that means.
But what I'm saying is also after those draft moves, we in these spaces, and everybody else online was like on paper after
Yeah,
drafting well, there's
they
no
got a
reason
good
why
team.
they shouldn't go and win a Super Bowl.
Oh, for
We were
sure.
talking about that.
Okay, but that's not a
That's what I'm
1 year
saying.
thing though. Why can't it be like I could understand if over the next 3 years we stay with this same core team because we have them essentially locked in. Like, and then he doesn't ever get to a Super Bowl or ever win one. Yes. Okay, now it's time to start thinking about it.
Philly, if y'all
But
don't beat the Commanders or make it to a Super Bowl, who's to blame?
Kellen Moore would be the first person I'm looking at.
How?
What do you mean how? This is his worst. I mean, outside of essentially his rookie year, I guess. This is his worst statistical year. Granted, yeah, he had low turnovers. He only had 5 interceptions, only had 18 touchdowns. Like, this is his worst statistical year. Now, would I personally,
Was
I
his
wouldn't
year last
fire
year good? Maybe
statistically,
this
it
was
was
his
better
worst
than
No,
this
this
it
year.
year,
wasn't good.
but he
It was
wasn't good
better than
last year
this year
either.
statistically.
Okay,
It was better than this year.
probably not
That's
by
why
a
I
lot,
said,
Yeah,
but
no, it's
it
by
was
hold
better.
on. Hey, Jalen
It's by a
Hurts
whole lot.
Jalen Hurts threw for 3,800 yards last year. He only threw for 2,900 this year.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
he
So
said. He
he
was
all
he
better
ran
missed
out
last
the
time
year.
though
That's
yards.
all I'm
too.
The
saying.
touchdowns,
He missed the last 2 games.
the
And you
touchdowns aren't
wouldn't.
off. The touchdowns aren't off. Like he threw for 23 touchdowns last year, 18 this year, 15
Yeah, that's what
interceptions
I'm
last year,
saying,
5
Joe.
interceptions this year. So like the
I'm just
turnovers aren't
confused
there.
because it
Yeah,
sounds
that's what I
like
was
to
saying.
me,
Like,
but you
that's
also
why I
got a
said,
2,000-yard rusher. So the offense is coming
well,
from a
It's
place
coming
this
from the running
year
back.
that they did. Exactly, they didn't have last year. And now, if Kellen Moore wasn't running Saquon, then we'd have to hear about that too. If he wasn't putting the ball in the runner's hand, you have to hear about him too. The point that I'm making is I've seen Kellen Moore be this offensive guy that loves to throw the ball, loves to get his receivers involved. I've seen him do that for all them years he was in Dallas, and now all of a sudden y'all telling me that just dipped off. It dipped off
I mean,
because it had to dip
No,
off because he
because
has a Saquon Barkley as a runner and unfortunately has Jalen Hurts as a thrower.
well, he's also ran
well,
the
I mean,
ball
I don't like I said
almost
before. I don't.
63% time,
I hate you,
which is
DJ.
way more than he's ever done in his career. So yeah, his
Again,
passing
I
game
don't
is
think
gonna look
Jalen Hurts is
different.
that guy. So yeah, I agree with you. Like, I agree with you there. Like, I don't think Jalen Hurts is that good of a
Fair,
quarterback when it comes
fair.
to yeah.
He just
But
wins,
So
you know.
I mean, like you can't say he just wins. Winning is not a quarterback stat. I'm sorry, like that's not a
Hey,
quarterback stat.
mm,
Especially when you
the
have
way
a
we
defense
talked
that's,
about, the way we
especially when
talk
you have
about
it.
some
No.
quarterbacks, you would
That's the
think it
way
is.
y'all niggas talk about quarterbacks.
Huh?
Quarterbacking is
Do
or
y'all?
a quarterback
Okay,
is not a
okay,
winning stat, or
okay,
winning is not a quarterback stat, bro. Like,
okay.
Yeah, we
especially when y'all
got
have a top when y'all have a
that's a
top
little
10
flawed,
defense,
man.
bro. Like
That's a little flawed.
that's my whole premise on why I tell y'all Russ is ass. Like,
Russ had the
we're not.
Legion of Boom, dog.
Hey, all I know is the first person that got blamed for that loss against the Bills was the quarterback. But
For
yeah,
what loss
anyways,
against the Bills? Y'all lost?
no, I'm talking about last weekend, the loss against the Bills was the
Talking
quarterback.
about Lamar? Or talking about Lamar?
Yes,
Well, a lot
and
of
he
his
gets
No,
fan
blamed
that
base
for
wasn't.
wasn't that
A
everything.
lot of
wasn't
his
that wasn't
fan
the
base
first
wasn't
person.
blaming
I was
him.
about to say that wasn't the first person that got blamed because when I was getting on Twitter, it was all about Mark
It was
Andrews.
Mark Andrews' fault. It was on him.
I will
it was
also
it was
like to say, and
Lamar
I don't
drove
mean
them
to.
down the
The
field and
conversation
got them
I,
the game.
I also I
I'm
also
talking about
don't
what
mean to
we
keep
say.
trying to like take up for Kellen here, but this is Kellen's first year. Not to mention Kellen is also the same offensive coordinator that got them to an NFC championship, by the way. They ain't drop off there. They got to an NFC chip. So to say that he should be the first person that they look at when you have a clear person that the person that you can absolutely move away from. You cannot move away from Jalen. Cool, that's fine. You're not gonna move away from the players. But when the players ain't doing well, who they fire first? Lou,
So you would have
the
fired Andy
coach.
Reid then. You would have fired Andy Reid, and that's why the Cowboys are where they're at
I
for
would
the
have
last
fired Andy
35
Reid.
plus
What are
years.
you talking about?
No,
What do you mean?
he was
The first
when
6 years.
he when
Because
he
you guys are you are saying after
First of all,
4
let's not ever put
years
Nick Sirianni in the same
you're
conversation
Yeah,
with Andy
saying
Reid.
he can't hold
you're
Andy Reid's
saying
shoes.
after
He
you're
can't tie
saying
Andy
after
Reid's
4
shoes.
years
Reid in no
Andy
conversation
Reid
with
went
him.
Andy Reid was 0-1 in the Super. I'm sorry, he didn't even make a Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry, he was 0-1. I'm correct.
Mhm.
In his first 6 years in Kansas City, won 11-5, 9-7, 11-5, 12-4, and 10-6, and 12-4.
Cannot.
And you're telling me that that a coach that essentially only got AJ Brown and Saquon Barkley and was
Only?
drafted well. I'm talking
Cannot.
about as far
He's
as
a mind free
additions.
agent.
I'm talking about free agent or trades. The
I
Saquon
mean,
Barkley
Zach
and
Bond
AJ.
is.
I
I mean,
mean
you
Zach
can't
Bond, but nobody
just
saw Zach Bond.
and
We're not gonna act like we
who
just
got
saw Zach
Darius
Bond as
Slay?
being who he
Who
was going to
who
be.
was the coach that got
Oh, I'm
Darius
sorry,
Slay
we
in there?
did.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson traded for Darius Slay,
Okay.
but
Okay.
AJ wasn't with Doug Peterson.
Can I speak
But
to
yeah,
his Andy Reid point?
my thing is just like,
Please.
but my thing is, if he's
God
making this
damn
team
it.
good with these young draft picks and still winning, like, why would you get rid of clearly the coach when he's had different DCs and different OCs every year, but his first 2 years when he made it to the Super Bowl?
Did y'all fire?
Because
Because
Did y'all fire Andy Reid or did Andy Reid leave?
They fired him.
we fired Andy
They
Reid.
fired him. I want
Okay.
DG to go ahead and say
Mhm.
what he got to say because I got a
There you go,
question.
But
right there.
that was after like 12 years though.
I mean, it was after 12 years, but they
and
might have
5
learned
NFC
from.
championship
And
appearances.
fuck that
Let
fat
DG
bitch.
get his thing off so I can.
Yeah, go ahead, DG. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I get what he's saying about the Andy Reid thing, but when Andy got here, the Chiefs were in a spot where they had just went 2-14 the previous year before. The Chiefs were in a rut of losing seasons to where they needed a culture shift. They needed to change everything from top on bottom to on down, from GM, coaching staff on down, like a full structured culture shift. And that's why they brought Andy in. If you ever hear Clark Hunt talk about it, that was the main reason for him bringing Andy in. It wasn't necessarily about getting to the point of winning championships. It's just about changing that culture of the Chiefs. I think in Philly, is a little bit different, and I think it's kind of Andy Reid's fault because the success that he had there, getting them to the brink of almost being in the big game, then finally kind of breaking through that hurdle and getting to the Super Bowl, but then losing to Tom Brady and them. I think he kind of created that urgency in Philly now that now it's a lot shorter leash. You know, like Doug Peterson comes in, you know, at one point and he wins a title for them, but then the few following years after
He
that,
went
he loses and
be,
he's out of there. You know,
because he went 9-7, 9-7, and 4-11, and the locker room had turned on him. The
I
locker room
know,
hasn't turned on Nick Sirianni.
no,
Are
and
you
I'm not,
sure? You
but
sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure.
You
Yes, I'm
positive?
sure.
You positive? Because I've
Positive.
with,
heard,
Yes.
because I've heard different.
Yes.
I've heard
yeah, I've
different.
heard some
I've
reports
heard different that
that
that locker room is not rocking with Sirianni like y'all think he
They
is. I
damn
have
sure,
heard
yeah,
that
that's a
prior to
fact.
this season.
I've heard that
I
too.
heard that
So
prior to
y'all,
this
so
season.
what y'all, and I've also heard that the locker room fucks with him. So what do we do?
I
Like,
mean, we can go both ways with that. But
Right. So
I'll say one thing because I got a question for DG. For one, I don't even know why you're comparing them two because Nick Sirianni has more talent in 3 years than Andy Reid has ever had for the Eagles. It's
because
not
he
even
drafts
close.
well.
It's not
He
even
drafts
close from
well.
a talent aspect. Free agency
The
and
man drafts
trades
well.
and drafting. It's not even close. Second thing, you named that it took Andy Reid 5-6 years to build what they got in Kansas City. Nick Sirianni, by his second year with the Eagles, he had a hell of a team. By his second year, y'all was in the Super Bowl his second year there. Am I correct?
yes,
And that's when y'all got A.J. Brown, Charlie Garner Johnson, James Bradbury, Hassan Reddick. Y'all picked up all these people in
Bradbury
his second
ass.
year there. But Bradbury was good his first year there.
That's true.
he
But
was.
he
He was good
ass
his
now.
first year. His
He was
second
good
year
his
he
first
was
year
ass.
there. So Andy Reid in Kansas City, he had to build that from the muscle. Nick
What the
Sirianni
man
inherited
had?
far more talent than Andy Reid did from the jump. So I don't even know how you try to put him in it,
How are
how you
we?
try to compare what Andy Reid went through with Nick Sirianni. That's why the pressure is on Nick Sirianni because he's had talent. He didn't have to build anything. He was gifted this. He said, "Here, you already got a team
How
with
was
some talent.
he
We want
gifted?
to add more talent to it. You got to get the job
He
done
was
now."
gifted a 4-11
We
team,
talking about the talent
just
that
like
he had.
Andy.
He had a Fletcher
But
Cox.
hold
He
on,
had
hold
a
on, hold on.
Brandon
Just
Brand.
like
Come on, bro.
just
He
like
had
Andy
talent
Reid.
already in the building. Did he not?
I mean, they're old, but I get you.
Fletcher, they
But
were still good.
they
Come
still
on, man.
were effective enough to like, bro. They were still an impact when y'all went to the
Yeah.
So
Super
you
Bowl
don't
that
have
year.
a team. So you don't have a good team to go 11-5, 9-7, 11-5, 12-4, 10-6, 12-4. Like that's not a good team. And you got to remember, he lost a Super Bowl at one point in there, just like Nick Sirianni did. And then now, obviously, with Patty and them, he kept going.
So
But like, how is that not having a good team if you're
so if you
having
go 9-7, you a good team,
multiple
Philly?
10? I said Nick
But
Sirianni went 9-7 his first
okay,
year.
I'm asking you, is that a good team?
the
That's
and the
1 year out of the 6.
No,
If we're
I'm
and
gonna
I
say
asking you
just
that,
a
no.
question though. Is that a
I
good
guess
team?
I guess we'll say no.
Oh, okay.
But Nick
explained
Sirianni
the
also went nine and
dynamic of
seven.
the Andy Reid hire in Kansas City. Like when he got here, bro, we were bad. Like from the time that Dick Vermeil left us until Andy Reid got here, like I think we made the
Shout out to
playoffs
Big Dick.
once, maybe with Herm Edwards or something like that. But
Shout out to who?
there were a string of losing
That's
seasons
crazy.
there that they had to, that's the reason why they brought in Andy Reid. We were just trying to get to the brink of back to winning football. It wasn't even necessarily about competing for titles. It was just getting us back
But
to the point of actually winning games. You know?
so I guess my whole thing is if you have a coach who is winning, he took a 4-11 team, he went 9-7, then he went 14 wins, 10 wins, then 14 wins. If he loses in the NFC Championship game, unless he was to get completely out coached and blown out, like 7-37 type of something like that, you don't fire a coach after 4 years when you have a young core that he has clearly gotten through to and has made them clearly better when he has had a different DC and OC 3 out of the 4 years he has been there. So clearly He's doing something correct.
Hey Philly, I think you left something out, my good brother.
Let have rebuttal to this, and then we gotta move forward, y'all.
Yeah, I think
No,
you
yeah, I
left
just
something out,
wanted
my
to say
good brother.
something. I just want to say something to G real quick after Hev go.
That 10 win you talking about last year, you forgot y'all started off 10-1. Remember that? And then y'all went off
What's
a
that have to
cliff.
do? Is that still 10 wins or is that 10 wins or 10
But
wins?
you started off 10-1, bro, and y'all
It's
didn't win a
still
game for the rest of the year.
it's
The head
still
coach don't play a
10
part in that?
wins. It is still 10 wins, and he
Y'all
bounced
was
back and
calling
got
for
you 14 the
Sirianni's
next year.
head
Y'all was
last
calling
year.
for
They
Sirianni's
was
head
Y'all
last
was
year.
calling for Sirianni's
Eagles
head,
fans,
bro.
not maybe
Good
not
for
you,
them,
maybe
'cause
not
Maybe
you,
not
Philly,
you,
but
but I
Eagles
know
fans
fans.
was calling for
Didn't they
his
start losing
head,
after
dog.
Jalen
good
Hurts got
for the
hurt?
good
Wasn't it
for
after he
them.
got hurt that they
Jalen Hurts
started
played
Yeah, he
losing?
damn near
wasn't
the
hurt
whole
for
year
7
next year.
wins,
He
for
played damn near
7
the whole
games,
year
Miss
last
Gina.
year.
He wasn't hurt for
He
7
did get
games.
hurt last
Jalen
year.
Hurts wasn't hurt for
Did
No,
get
7
he
hurt
got
games.
Oh,
last
he
was
year.
that
got.
the year
He
before? Was that
wasn't.
the
We're
year
not
He
talking
before?
That was
about
the
the
year
year
before.
before.
That was the year before.
We
They
talking
They
about
oh
last
they
year.
no
okay.
they were calling
he
for
was hurt the last 2
Nick
years.
Sirianni to be done
They
after like
started
That's
10-1 and didn't
maybe
win
not you,
another
Philly,
game.
maybe not
Of
you,
course,
hey,
maybe
Peter,
not
you know
you,
I'm
but
gonna
the
come with
Eagles
the
fans
same
know.
context,
way,
brother.
the
Because I
same
know
way
people
y'all
gonna be
say
ready to
don't.
save Jalen
Hey,
Hurts.
the same way that y'all say don't, what they say don't apply. That's good that they want to fire. I've never wanted to fire him, so my stance won't change on the fact that I don't think you fire a head coach that in 4 years gets you to the playoffs, is one of 3 coaches to win 14 games or more in a season, 2 times, 2 times plus, and can possibly get you to 2 Super Bowls in those 4 years with a very young core. Now, again, if for some reason over these next 3 years he didn't win a Super Bowl or at least get there, I would completely understand you saying, hey, we need to talk about it. But in 4 years, especially after this team came from a Super Bowl high, like you said with Doug Peterson, then the following year went 9-7, underachieved, went 9-7 again, underachieved, and then went 4-11 and were basically in cap hell because we had just paid Carson Wentz and we still had to somehow flip that pick. Thank you, thank you, Colts. But yeah, we still had to flip that around for us to make something like you don't take
That's why
that
we still
same
got their
coach.
coach, ho.
Hey, hey,
They
hey,
got
chill
you
out,
on the
chill out, chill out,
jumbotron, Philly.
chill out,
Hey, that's why
Oh,
we
they
still got
pulled
your
up
chill
coach.
out.
the
That's
guy.
why
and
we
and
still
and
got your
and,
coach,
and
Dang.
this
Philly.
was and this was what
Silver.
Damn.
after he
Well, I
was
just noticed
going
that
at
was
the
They
Philly.
put you
fans,
on the
and
jumbotron,
they
brother.
won the game. So I
They
don't
put you
Then
on the
understand.
follow,
summer
hey,
jam screen. That's
And the
crazy.
fire
Better
and
and
then
it,
late,
follow,
though.
hey, and follow up all the tweets after.
that
Nah,
that
Hey, but
bro.
that is not the
before we
point. You said you
That
don't
ain't the
call for
point,
head
bro.
coaches' jobs.
yeah,
You
you
said
y'all
fire.
Y'all
That's
better
why
said
I
it
pulled the
first of
Y'all
tweet.
all.
you
gotta,
got
well, I gotta make sure that y'all,
y'all
y'all
better
gotta.
y'all
No,
better scrub y'all
first of
Twitters before
all,
y'all say
I
something.
mean,
Bro,
let me
real
say,
rap. Before you say anything, you gotta
because
make sure you correct, dog.
the first
Hollywood
thing that
pulled
was
that joint
said
up
was
quick.
No,
first
and
of
the
all
only
the
reason why,
first thing
listen,
that
heavy, and I wasn't real
hold on.
quick, and I wasn't gonna do it, but he said he doesn't call for head coaches' jobs. I
I
said, well, let
didn't
me go
say I
see if
don't
he
call for
put
head coaches
if he don't
jobs.
do
I did
fire
not say
Nick.
that.
Like you
I did
put
not
him
Well,
in
you
say
Somebody
the
that.
said
in
say
the
you
I
push
said
said
winning
for.
I
today
column.
don't.
Somebody
you
say
Hold
said
You
you
push
don't
ain't
for
talk
call
your
for
Hollywood,
Nick
damn luck. You
job.
don't
That's
know
The
what he's
crazy.
varsity
saying.
was
Hollywood,
quoting 26K, not
I said
4.
I didn't. I said I didn't call for his job last season.
But you
That's what I
did.
said.
But you
This
did.
isn't
Was
last
it this
season.
last
What do you
season
mean?
or?
This is this current
That
October
was the
23rd, 2024 is this year.
hey
Oh, okay. Well, it don't
October
matter. You call for
13,
you want to
2024.
fire him. So you
That
just
was
say you don't
Is
want to
this
fire him if
year.
y'all don't win.
Damn,
If
you
That
y'all
is
said
don't
this
fire him
win,
back
year.
in October? Damn.
yeah. That
And
was a
then
month.
continue
That was
to
a
look
month
at the
into the
hey,
season. That was a month into the
That was a month
season.
into the season you wanted him gone.
and
we
That's
got to
crazy.
move on.
Hey, before we
and then
move
look
on,
at the
what I wanted to
following
say
tweets because and then I also
before we
said
move on,
like
because
these are a couple tweets later. Damn, Nick, you proved me wrong. But go ahead, anyways.
I got tired of
That
typing.
wasn't the point, but
It wasn't the
congratulations.
point because Kyle pissed me
You
off, and
said
you
Congratulations.
ain't
I
got
didn't.
you can't pull up no tweets of me
Congratulations.
saying
That wasn't
fire
the
Kyle
point.
Shanahan. You
Go
Well,
ahead,
can't
a
pull up
damn
Philly.
no
sure
tweets
said
from
let
me.
Yeah,
Mike
but
McCarthy go.
before we move on, because I got tired of typing.
I definitely said I didn't call
But
it last year. But go
G,
ahead.
like you proved my point to where like yes, everybody wants to win, and we all know winning ain't easy and it ain't pretty in the NFL. But at the same time, that don't make it a quarterback stat. That makes it a team stat. And yes, sometimes your quarterback can play in games where they play well and win you a game, but winning is not a quarterback stat. That is a team stat because your defense won y'all games this year. Saquon won y'all games this year. Jalen, while he may have played well in some games, he played ass in some
He's
games as well, and y'all still won them despite of the way way he played. Just like we won games despite of what the way AR played. That nigga played like shit some games too. And we still won some games.
We went to an NFC championship with a quarterback They
And
couldn't
that's
do a
the
damn
and
thing.
that's what I asked. I said, so
That's
Jimmy
not that's not
Garoppolo,
what you were saying about that guy all year. But
Jimmy Garoppolo and Alex Smith must be the greatest quarterbacks of all time because they winning percentage is insane. And them niggas ain't won a Super Bowl to save their damn life.
We won a playoff
John
game,
Harbaugh
Lou,
get
where Jimmy Garoppolo threw for 130 yards and an interception.
To John Harbaugh. The Bills just won a game in.
And you
Josh
brought up
Allen
Trevor.
threw
Hold
for
on,
150
Philly, because I'm not even
What do we
addressing
do?
you, Philly. I'm talking to G. And you bring up
No,
Trevor
actually-
Lawrence. I tell you,
No, I
I
didn't
say
say Trevor
Trevor Lawrence
Lawrence. I
is
said John
no. I'm
Har-
not talking
I didn't
again.
say
I'm not
it.
talking. I'm
He's
not
not
talking
talking
to
to you,
you,
bro.
You
I'm
said
talking
not
to
addressing
G.
I thought you said Philly.
Yeah, no, I said I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to G. And he brought up Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence is ass. I say this all the time. Trevor Lawrence fucking sucks. He is a generational game manager. The nigga is trash. I don't give a fuck about his stats. He sucks. And Jaguars are poverty. I've said that multiple times. So don't bring them niggas in conversations. And again, Derrick Henry ran for 2,000 yards. And what was the Titans record that year? Was it all Tannehill? They was 11-5.
For sure. Damn sure wasn't Tannehill.
Tannehill played well that year.
He
But was
did.
it all him?
Hell
No.
no. Derrick Henry was single-handedly winning them games.
And yes, I understand QB is the only position that count wins. That doesn't mean it's a QB stat, bro. Like when we talking football, that don't mean that's a quarterback stat. Like if we really talking football, that don't mean it's a quarterback stat.
You can name it's a few quarterbacks you can name where that stat where you could say that is true. That is not a quarterback stat.
Hey, knows I'm a Colts fan, bro. I don't fuck with the Jaguars at all.
You gotta mute it, AB. You muted.
G, damn, how you know I was talking? G got a mic. What up? What up,
Oh,
G?
there you go. Okay, cool. No, he not up here.
He said he was trying to say hello.
Join stage. Is he up here?
Oh, he got to hit join
he
stage.
was up here. He was up here, but he dropped down.
Oh,
yeah,
you
gotta hit join stage now. G, it's in the green. You should see it like right after you request a mic. You should see it right there. You can join the
I thought we was done with the Eagles, man.
Hey,
we about to move on. I just had to say that because I got tired of typing, bro. Like,
yeah.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now, brother.
All right, no. All right. So what I'm saying is, yeah, you could bring up those type of quarterbacks and say stuff like that. Cool. But when we talking about the top dogs in the league right now, you talk about the Joe Burrows, the Jalen Hurts, the Patrick Mahomes, the Dak Prescotts, the main the main ones.
Come on now.
No, listen, when we talking about the main ones, you count they wins. That's what matter as far as being a QB and being one of them bulls. Because you don't, as far as everything goes, you want to see them niggas win, bro. Oh, wait, I can't say that. My bad. You want to see them win. Just like we criticize Joe Burrow for not winning. We criticizing Lamar Jackson for not showing up. Ultimately, we talk about him not winning. We talk about them not winning. That's just my point. I just want to make that point as far as it kind of is a stat.
Have y'all ever heard me talk about they didn't win because of the quarterback?
No, but that may be just you, Lou.
Yeah,
but I'm the one that's saying it's not a quarter.
That's a valid point though that G has though. That's a valid point.
I get what he's saying, but I'm the one saying it's not a quarterback stat. So arguing that with me, it don't make sense because I don't say if they lose, I'm not saying it's on the quarterback. I go and say, okay, this didn't happen. The quarterback played well, or the quarterback did this, and this, and they still lost. That's me. And even with Patrick Mahomes, how Patrick Mahomes played this year?
That's what I'm saying though. So when you
did he play well this year? Did he play well this year?
No, he didn't play as great, but still Jalen Hurts still accounted for more touchdowns. Maybe. He still did more as far as a quarterback. You know what I mean?
No, and I get that, but again, this is why I say when it ain't a quarterback stat, because if Patrick Mahomes didn't play well, and them dude, what was y'all 14-3, DG?
They went 15-2.
15-2.
15-2?
Yeah. That's insane.
They went 15-2, and Patrick Mahomes ain't play good. Do you really think
I'm gonna say defense is disgusting too? You know?
Do you really think I'm gonna say like winning is a quarterback stat? Hell no. Because he didn't play well.
But Lou,
neither did Jalen Hurts.
But Lou,
right.
But with them going 15-2, what's the narrative? They got 15.
No, I know the narrative.
So that's what he's talking about. He's not necessarily talking about what you say.
That's
but
the
he's talking about
that
the ultimate narrative is that quarterback wins are a stat
SG.
because we're
Well,
not
I
talking
know
about
it's an
their
actual
defense
stat. I
or
know it's an actual stat because when you
yeah.
go look it up, they say the
And
quarterback.
Jenna said
Feel me,
refs, that's
DG?
they want to
crazy.
say Patrick Mahomes got 15 wins. Yeah.
She
But
tight.
when you go look up quarterback numbers, yes, the stats are the wins and losses are a stat for quarterbacks. But I'm talking about me saying that it ain't that. Nobody else said that. I'm the one that said it ain't a
Got it.
quarterback stat.
Okay.
So I don't care none of this shit that people bring up about it. It's not a quarterback stat. Wins and losses are a team stat. Making it to the Super Bowl is a team statistic. It ain't about your quarterback. Yes, your quarterback has to play good, but teams can play
No,
above their quarterback sometimes.
Well,
for
you just
sure.
told
We've
me
seen that.
that Jaden Daniels is the reason why.
No, I didn't tell y'all that.
That was you.
No, I said it depends on how he plays in those games. I didn't say. I said they made it to where they are because the team. It's a winning. The team is
Lou
winning,
did say that.
not just him.
Yeah, Lou did say
I said it about Jaden Daniels too. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not.
no,
It's not
I agree with that.
perception.
I still agree with that perception for sure. Because I see where you coming from. I just feel like, as far as Jalen, like we're not going to say like the defense did do everything because he still
No, they
had
did.
to do some things for sure. Like it may not. That's why I said it might not be as pretty, but he still is like delivering in the times he need to deliver, even if it's not as pretty.
That's
So
how I
it's
do
like
feel
you
like
still.
quarterback
That's why I
wins.
give him the
It
win
depends
thing.
on the quarterback. Because like you
On
say,
2nd and 1 when they're doing the tush push.
like you say, if you look at the Jimmy Garoppolos of the world, if you look at certain quarterbacks, you'd be like, all right, wins is not a quarterback stat. But then when you get to quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, he's the reason why they win majority of their games. So you would look at his wins and be like, all right, I can respect Lamar Jackson's wins because he's majority of the reason why they win their games. You look at Josh Allen, he's majority of the reason why they win their
Especially
games.
this year,
You know what I'm saying? So like
where their defense played well too. But
it's a tough joint. You can have an argument for both sides when it comes to the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
wins.
you can have an argument for it, and like G said, there's certain quarterbacks where, like when you talking about the top dogs, then you can throw them in there because they are winning games.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you have top dogs like that too, they've most likely built teams around those top dogs to make everything flow properly. Because you're trying to, especially in the younger years, because you're trying to get those chips before they cash in.
That's true. That's true. That's
Okay.
true. Holly.
All right. Holy hell. A lot of Eagles talk.
Make my stomach hurt.
Man, headache.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Welcome to my world.
Get out of
That's the
here.
question.
Would y'all say since
Oh, brother.
so Miss Gina, you're new to the stage, just how it works. We're not gonna cut any people off. We're gonna let the host answer first. And then you guys answer. Philly, that goes for you. 'Cause you buddy every 2 minutes. I think I muted
He's
you.
excited.
You came off. He
Okay,
came
cool.
off
Thank
mute
you.
and said something. Okay. So would y'all say this is the greatest season in franchise history for the Commanders since 1991, even if they lose?
The only
Yes.
other season we be putting it up against is the RG3 season, right?
No, because
No.
since 1991 they won the Super Bowl,
They won
right?
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most wins they had since then.
Yeah, facts.
Oh yeah,
So I would
facts.
probably,
This
so
is the
probably
furthest
They
they
didn't
made it.
have
This
a
is
lot of wins.
no,
RG3s, yeah, they won like 10
No.
games that
they won
year,
like
huh?
9 games.
They
Yeah.
won like 9 games. Even with Kirk Cousins, they only won like 9 games.
This is the furthest they've made it since then.
Yeah. So I
This
would
is the
say
greatest
yes,
season
for
since
sure.
'91 for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Okay, I agree. Yeah.
Because they've been ass.
They've been bad. They've been bad.
What they say? Bouncing. They've been bouncing ass.
Yeah, for strip club, all ass. They've been
Megan Thee Stallion ass.
Hey, bruh.
That was an easy question. Can we?
Kenny, what do you think? If you're still there, Kenny.
I think Kenny got off the stage.
No, he's on here on my
Oh,
screen.
he's still
here.
here?
He's
Hey,
still
DG.
Yes, ma'am.
You got a nice smile, DG. I don't think I've seen you smile too much. You got a nice smile, bro.
You flirting?
Oh yeah, Kenny said he in the listen.
Why would I be flirting?
It's a joke, Eugene, please.
Appreciate that, LT.
Well, that's
Kenny was in
crazy.
here,
Hey,
right?
hey, look, hey, Hollywood, he all right.
Yeah, don't hate on my brother. You hear me? So let's say the Eagles go all the way.
That's atrocious, Hollywood.
They win, right? They win the Super Bowl. Does
Oh
this make
God,
Saquon Barkley a
that's
Hall of
effed up
Famer?
too.
What was the question?
Ooh.
Does it
If
make
the Eagles
Saquon
win it
Barkley?
all, win the
Mhm.
Super Bowl, does this make Saquon Barkley a Hall of Famer?
Damn.
I would say some close.
No.
I would
No,
say it starts to
he
build
gotta
the
do some
resume.
more. He gotta do some more.
Hey, with
Unfortunately,
it,
those
It
years
starts to build the
and
resume.
here's the thing. And unfortunately, those years in New York really effed him up.
It
hey,
did.
what they say, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Enough.
It's
What?
good, but it's not enough.
It does build a resume though. Like
It definitely
G
built,
For
like
sure.
DG
For
said,
said it.
sure.
it definitely built
DG
his
said it too.
resume.
Yeah,
I
He was
it
a
does
agree.
build a
I
star.
think
resume.
it starts to build the resume.
But
Yeah.
I don't think he's like a shoe-in for the
It's
Hall of Fame if he win the
it's
Super Bowl
it's
this year.
not
Like he
enough.
wasted a lot of time
Yeah, New York
in
wasted
New
a
Well,
York
no,
in
lot
I
of
terms
his
mean
of
time.
he didn't
building
waste
his
a lot of time
resume.
because he balled, especially his rookie year.
He was
His rookie
hurt
year, he balled.
But then the next year he got hurt. Years
Yeah,
2
after that he
years
got hurt.
for
yeah.
sure.
And
That's what I
so
mean. Like
yeah,
that's
nah,
what I mean by the wasted time. Like the
it's not a,
injuries.
it's not
He
enough.
hasn't. Yeah, he
I
hasn't built
think if
it
he
enough.
does, I think if he does another 2 or 3 more years of getting around this 2000 mark, I think it'll definitely put him in a strong conversation to me if he gets a few more years of getting around that 2000.
Well, like and G just said if he gets a Super Bowl MVP too,
That would help him out. That would
that
Do
help
would
they
him.
help him for
normally
sure.
give that to the running back? Do they normally give it to the
They get
QBs?
I've
I
seen
mean
them
Not
do other.
normally.
They've had other positions
They've
where
had
Super
they
other
Bowl
give.
positions with Super
MVP.
Bowl
Because didn't
MVP.
Cooper Cup get the
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
I
did.
mean, it's
Yeah.
not that common though. It's
No,
not
but
that
no, it
common.
is.
And that
It's
boy,
more
and that boy
common.
that picked
No,
off, that boy
it's
that picked
definitely
off
real common.
Russell Wilson,
Yeah,
that boy that picked off Russell Wilson got
I'm
MVP
about
that
to
year
say
too.
Malcolm Smith got it that year.
That's because
Von
Russell
Miller
That's not
got
Wilson
his
it.
didn't.
name. It's
Malcolm
Malcolm
Butler
somebody.
or
Yeah,
Butler.
Malcolm Smith,
It's
yeah.
Malcolm Smith.
But Smith or
Butler.
the line. No, I'm saying
Butler
Smith.
No,
was
The
with
Yeah,
line,
Malcolm
the
Patriots.
Smith,
linebacker. So there was
the
a
linebacker
linebacker,
for the Seahawks.
the Seahawks. Yeah, the linebacker for the Seahawks. He
Uh,
got MVP that year. That the
didn't
Seahawks.
Malcolm Butler get it though?
Yeah,
No,
Malcolm Butler
No,
got
Brady
That
got it
next year
one.
Brady got it.
Brady
Brady
got
got
it.
it that year.
Yeah, but yeah, that
Deion Branch
award,
got it 1 year too.
Super Bowl MVP, is more likely to go to another player than it is a quarterback.
For sure.
It's a lot more likely for that
you're
to go to
saying
somebody
more
else.
likely?
Yes,
Yes.
For
because
any
they don't
award to go to somebody else outside the QB,
Not
that's
with
more
Mahomes.
likely.
because it
Well, not with
depends
Mahomes.
And it shouldn't be
it
because Mahomes
depends
defense should have had the MVP last year.
it depends on it depends because Julian Edelman won it
I'm about
that
to say
year.
he won Super Bowl MVP.
He won Super Bowl MVP over Brady, and Brady was the one throwing him the ball.
Von
Didn't
Miller
Deion
won
Branch
Super
win
Bowl
it?
Who
MVP.
got it? Who
Deion
got
Branch
it the
won it.
year the Eagles won? Who got it that year?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles
Nick
got it.
Foles, but that's
Nick
because Nick
Foles
Foles
balled out
balled
in that
out.
game, though. He balled
Yeah,
out.
It
but
wasn't nobody
and
else.
so if Saquon
And
balls out,
so all the Super Bowls that Mahomes won, who got it?
Mahomes.
Mahomes got it all those Super Bowls.
I would say the first one he won, he probably didn't deserve it. It should have went to
Damian Williams for sure. He was
Who
cooking.
got the Buccaneers one? Who got the Buccaneers one
Dexter
with Brady?
Come on
Jackson.
now.
Brady won that one.
Come on now.
Which Buccaneers
So
won?
I'm trying to remember the Super Bowls prior because basically the quarterback has gotten the Super
But
Bowl.
Cooper
in
The
these
Kupp got
first
it.
Super Bowl that the
Okay,
Bucs
the
won.
Rams. Okay, right, the Rams. Cooper Cup got it.
Cooper Kupp
Yeah.
got it.
That's a recent one, but
So when you look back at the what was it, the past 3 or 4 or whatever, so you got Cooper Kupp, you got Tom Brady, you got Patrick Mahomes with the 3 that he'd have won.
Von Miller.
And then when you go back before that, Von Miller. Yep. You got because Peyton
Malcolm
played
Smith,
like
Von
shit.
Miller,
Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Smith.
So here it is. You got Patrick
And you got
Mahomes,
Dexter Jackson for the Bucks. The first one they
Patrick
won,
Mahomes.
Dexter Jackson.
That's what Lou read in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Ain't you reading
I'm not reading nothing. I was
That's his
going
own
off the top of my
memory.
head. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Julian Edelman had one.
what year did you start with Hollywood?
I'm starting from most recent all the way up. So Pat
way
Mahomes
back,
won
okay.
it back to back, and then Cooper Kupp, and then Brady, then Pat, then Julian Edelman, then Nick Foles, then Brady, then Von Miller, Brady, then Brady,
I know.
then Malcolm
That's
Smith,
sickening.
Joe Flacco, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees.
Yeah, quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's mostly been quarterbacks, but it's not. It's only like a little Like I
If you
think
have a
the
situation
older
where
era.
where a player is making a quarterback look better, then that player is getting it.
But
If
that's what
it's
I'm
a
saying.
situation
There's
where the
more.
quarterback is just gonna
So
ball
like
out, then
Emmitt
they're just
Smith
gonna give it to the quarterback.
wanted Ray Lewis. It's like a small
That's what I'm
margin.
saying. What I'm saying is that award is more likely to go to another player than the actual regular season MVP.
MVP award.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't disagree with that, but based off the name she just read, like it seemed like 90% or 85%
But also
of them went to the quarterback.
go back and look how those quarterbacks played in those games. That's what
They
what I'm
balled
saying.
out
If
in
they're
those
worthy to
games.
be MVP, then they can be MVP.
Like,
We're
Which I
saying
would
that.
think for you
Yeah,
to
but
win
we're
for
sa-
the Super Bowl, that the
But we're-
quarterbacks need to play well to win the Super Bowl. They would need to play well.
But that's the thing. Cooper Kupp
Minus
won
like
it.
Trent Dilfer. No, I'm saying minus like a Trent
Peyton
Dilfer
Manning. They
one.
told me Peyton Manning didn't have a good Super Bowl, but that defense
No, he
won him
didn't.
that Super Bowl.
Yeah, that Super
Here,
Bowl.
I
He
can
didn't play
pull
well
it
at
up.
all.
One
He
second.
played ass. He was ass
Yeah, yeah.
against
And that's why they gave it to Von Miller.
Yeah, that's why they gave it
Russell
to Von
Wilson
Miller.
was and that's why they gave it to Malcolm Smith,
a defensive linebacker.
a linebacker. Brad Johnson was
The point, and
that's
what
why they
he's
gave
saying,
it to Dexter
and what
Jackson.
he's saying, Miss Gina, is in the regular season you can like last year where they said that
You can
no
have players going
quarterback should have
crazy.
been.
No,
You know what
I
I'm
agree with
saying?
his point.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
agree with his point compared to the regular season MVP. That's 100% true.
Okay.
But
okay,
go
gotcha.
back and look how those quarterbacks played in the Super Bowl, the ones that won it. And that
They were
that's why they
good.
won it. Like Patrick Mahomes, that year he won it where they probably say he shouldn't have. His second half was insane.
I'm gonna pull
He
it up,
played
Lou,
crazy
because
the
I
second
think
half.
this one gives like the stats
Okay.
for what they did.
Aaron Rodgers balled out too. He had like 300 yards and like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
or something
Aaron Rodgers
like
went
that.
crazy.
He went crazy. Drew Brees went crazy.
Eli Manning should have won that.
Eli went
or that
crazy.
yeah, because Eli played Eli,
So who
especially
got it
those
when
last
Eli?
drives.
Which one? He didn't get
Eli,
either?
I think
Eli
Eli
got
got
both
both.
of them.
He got both.
Eli got
Oh,
both
he got
them
both.
Jones.
Okay.
But Eli played crazy in those games.
He balled in both them Jones.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. I don't know if
So
it's
like
gonna show.
but like with Cooper Kupp, when you look at Malcolm Butler or not, yeah, I guess it was Malcolm Butler. If you look at Malcolm Butler and them boys, like
Malcolm X. My bad.
Malcolm
So
Butler
Malcolm
won it.
Butler
What year was
did
that?
get it and not Smith. So
I
Malcolm
think it was
Butler
Malcolm
did get
Butler.
it.
Oh no,
Malcolm
my bad. That was the Tom Brady one. Tom Brady won that
You
one.
talking
'Cause
about
that was the
Malcolm
one.
Smith?
That
Yeah,
was
Malcolm
when
Butler
Butler.
didn't get it.
Yeah,
Tom Brady won
Malcolm
it.
Butler didn't get it. It was Malcolm Smith that got it. Yeah, because Tom Brady won it that year.
I
And
remember
Malcolm
that 'cause I
Butler
was
went
6
straight
or
downhill after that. He went straight downhill.
Oh yeah, he was ass after
Oh
that.
yeah, he was trash after that.
That's
He
all
made
he
a name
needed.
off that though.
He
So
made
was
a
Malcolm.
name off of that.
So was Malcolm Smith.
Yeah, Malcolm
That
Smith
next
wasn't
year
that
when
good for
when
him
Oakland
either.
went and got him, he was
He
terrible.
was terrible once he got to Oakland. Terrible. Because he was a part of the Legion of Boom. He was a part of one of the best defenses of all time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Okay, so
Cup
yeah,
is
it's got the
definitely
stats.
on a decline, bro. Y'all think he gonna get traded this offseason?
This ain't
I-
about that, Miss Gina. Hello.
That's
Somebody
because G
I was
said it in the
responding to them
comments.
below.
But they go to
So-
stats for
So Patrick
the ones
Mahomes
that got
had
like the
182 and three tutties.
Hey, sucker, don't be getting me in trouble, bro.
See, yeah, Julian Edelman went crazy. 10 catches, 141.
yeah, he was balling. That was the Falcons
Cooper
joint,
Kupp
right?
went crazy too. Yeah, that was the Falcons joint.
Yeah, he balled out.
Pat's first one's the only one I don't agree he shouldn't have.
Yeah, I think Damian Williams should have got that.
Williams
'Cause
should've
Damian
got
Williams
Yeah.
was cooking us. He was cooking us. No cap.
Yeah, Malcolm Smith went crazy that game, bro.
Yeah, Malcolm
Simba
balled
says
out.
50%, 56%.
See, Santonio Holmes.
MVPs go to Super Bowl MVPs go to quarterbacks. That's actually almost half.
That's almost half though. That's not
That's
bad.
only
That's not a
only
bad
half.
Not bad.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
you look at the regular season MVP, all them shits go to quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's probably like 95, 98%.
Yeah.
Antonio
It's
Holmes, he
not
balled
even
out that year.
Yeah, that was the one.
99%.
That was the one when he didn't catch it, but whatever.
Yeah, but with the league, I think that's accounting for a lot of the previous seasons. But we're looking back over the last 5-10 years, the percentage of it's been much higher. And I'm just wondering going forward, are you really going to see non QBs get these Super Bowl MVPs,
Well,
bro, based
even-
off of the
Even when you look at like because we said about Saquon winning the MVP.
I think
right?
Saquon would get it this
In
year.
order for the Eagles to win, I think Saquon has to go
I
crazy.
think Saquon has to wild out.
And I mean, if they win, then Saquon.
You got to give it to him.
Yeah.
Got to give it to him.
'Cause I don't
He's a huge reason why they're there.
Hey, and that's true, Kenny. If Odell would have stayed healthy, Odell would have been the MVP.
Yeah, because Odell came out. He came out on
bro.
fire.
Oh yeah, he was balling.
facts.
Odell came out
All
on
right,
fire.
we gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Oh
Cooking.
my gosh.
I think
This a
People's
show,
gonna
Miss
pass
Dennis is a
Hollywood.
special.
this my show. Hello, respect me. Okay,
I
no,
came
for
in.
real.
I came in late. I came in late.
Do
You
y'all
always late,
think
Miss Gina. Respect us.
with the way Jaden has played through these last few weeks, his rookie season, do you guys think Jaden is a flash in the pan, or will the league should the league be ready for him within the next couple years?
What was the question again, Hollywood?
Is he a flash in the pan, or should we look forward to him for the next
Is
couple
this a
of years?
one season thing where it's
Thing,
like,
yeah.
Nah, I think this he
I
gonna be
think we'll
around.
have to deal with him, but I do think that he runs into a sophomore slump like
They
CJ
all
did this
do.
year. No shade.
They all
Yeah.
do.
They
I
all
don't-
I
do.
think he'll go into a
Majority
sophomore
of them
slump.
do.
oh yeah, I'm
So,
on record
so
saying
I
he's
don't think
gonna
we
have
should
a
be.
slump.
I don't think we should be fooled by like next year for him, because he's gonna hit a wall. But he definitely gonna be a pain in my ass
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he
all
gonna
See,
be
I ain't
around.
in
gonna
the
lie.
NFC East.
Yeah, we
I am
want Dallas for
completely
sure.
I am completely on the
Won a
side
championship.
with nephew and CeeLo on this, because I've just been made out of a liar with these quarterbacks over the last like 3 or 4, since, because
I ain't
I'm
want
like,
to tell you
nah,
that you became a
they
liar,
gonna
but
come
it's
back
cool.
and do it. They've been doing good, but
You lied about that Ravens tweet
but I'm
earlier
still
too.
tempted.
I
I'm
know
still
you the last
tempted.
person that need to talk about lying.
But Gina, you
The
lied about
the
that Ravens tweet earlier
the
too, but I
Super
ain't gonna say
the
nothing.
Ravens are winning Super Bowl 60. Let's just go ahead and start with that one. I already
Oh
posted
my
that.
That's a
god.
lie too. The lie
So
detector determined.
but I'm saying, I'm tempted though. I'm tempted the way Jaden Daniels has been playing. Like, I'm tempted to slide a little bit back towards that. I don't know if he's going to have a slump next year type of thing, because I mean, clearly Jaden is playing even better than, I don't know that his stats are better than CJ's his rookie year. Jaden's stats might not be better.
No, they're not.
But I'm
They're
saying watching him play, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, man. Jaden might be
Yeah,
that
that's what they all said
exception,
about CJ
and he
last
may
year.
not slump. But I'm saying, I'm going to
There
stay
you go,
towards the
trying to be a
middle.
liar
I'm
again.
gonna stay towards the middle this year, and I'm on the wait and see. So I'm on the wait and see list, because we went through that with Ty Law, we went through that with CJ, we went through that with several quarterbacks, and I'm like, man, I'm firmly on the side of just let's wait and see what they do over the first 3
Well,
years.
Trevor
But
Lawrence was never good, but
I mean, Trevor had a good
he didn't
year,
have
I
a good
thought.
rookie
Miss
season.
Gina,
Well,
stop.
the rookie
His rookie
year
season was
not, but
terrible.
that's because he had what's his face as the coach.
And
Why
he
in the
been
world would you do
been
that?
asked ever since, and Urban Meyer ain't there no more.
Urban,
So
big Urban.
yeah, he just asked.
Somebody
But
said your voice fluctuated. You lying.
but I was gonna say that I don't think he's a flash in the pan, but that depends on Jaden. Like it depends wholly on him.
That's a
You
fact.
can't be content with the year that you had. You have to continue to be in the lab, continue to do what you got to do. Because I mean, a flash in the pan just means this is the only year, and it's downhill from here. No, that depends on Jaden. You gotta be consistent. So next year can be a slump, and that's cool. But from here on out, you got to show you on the up and up. You develop more. You to continue to grow and be a better quarterback. So I can't say yes or no. I just think it depends on him. It depends on what kind of work he's gonna put in or can continue to put in. But I think he could be a problem for the next 20 years. He just got to stay healthy.
Just got to stay healthy, man.
Yeah.
I'm praying. I do not want to see another RG3 2.0, man. I don't want to see that.
Like Kenny said, he got to
Kid's
continue to
good.
evolve.
But he
Like,
seems like he makes smarter decisions, though.
no, he
than
makes
does.
smarter. He makes smarter. He makes
He's
smarter
not really
decisions.
careless with the ball. Like
Yeah.
he
But see,
doesn't
that's the
throw a
thing.
lot
You
of
can't.
picks. He doesn't fumble a lot. But
But RG3 didn't either his first year.
no. But what I'm saying is, Lou, I do expect him to have a slump. I think teams will play him better. I think you may see him run a lot more.
But see, that's
next
the
year.
thing. He can't do that next year.
No,
So
but I'm not saying like just running out of control, right? But he's gonna be a careful runner.
no,
Yeah.
I mean that's
he
cool. That's
had
cool. I'm not
800 and
saying.
some
I'm
yards
not
this
saying.
season, which surprised me.
Oh man,
I'm not saying he can't run. I'm not saying he
Ass
can't
sick.
run.
she
And
always
Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah,
I'm
RG3
not
took some
saying.
bad hits too. He did.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying being a. Whose phone is that? Oh,
Miss
Oh,
I'm
Jean.
not.
y'all can hear that? No,
The
that was
trap,
I'm
my
not.
alarm. I don't know why
Yeah,
y'all can hear the alarm on
the
my
trap
phone.
calling,
That's crazy.
trap
I'm
calling.
not. I'm not saying like he can't run and like because he's a reckless runner. What I'm saying is that in those times when you run the ball, you got to be able to find the open man. It's not just I can't find the open man, so I'm taking off. Like
he has to be
that's
better
what
at
I'm
that, Luke, because he's
that's what
not
I'm
a good
saying.
corner. Yeah.
He has to progress as a
Stop
quarterback.
rolling your eyes.
He
I
Stop.
got
I
to
I,
he
I
got to
think he
progress as a
he
Please.
was.
quarterback in order for it to not be a flash in the pan. He has to continue to develop, continue to go through his progression because he did that throughout this year. But now again, you have tape on him now. You got almost 20 games on this
Who
man
the
now.
hell is Derek Carr in the comments?
Yo,
And listen, it got to be a dummy because you already the quarterback, stupid. You're already the quarterback, you
I'm coming
dummy.
back as the Saints next
I'm
QB,
coming back
man.
as the Saints.
You
Back,
we haven't
baby.
cut you yet, dummy.
I'm
Like
coming
duh.
back.
Okay,
yo.
DG and Have, did y'all answer that question?
Um,
Yeah, go ahead, Hev.
yeah,
Somebody
go
came to
ahead,
piss
DG.
off
Go
Hollywood
ahead,
for
bro.
sure.
They came to piss off Hollywood for
They
sure.
can't piss me off because I know he's ass. Go tell your wife I said you're trash. Go ahead.
Damn, the
Luke.
wife is
Damn.
crazy.
Heavy.
And the kids.
Damn.
Yeah, they know their father's a failure. Go ahead.
Oh hell
Damn.
no, that's crazy. Ooh.
Yo.
Get your peoples, DG. You
We gotta let y'all
responsible,
know our
sir.
ambassador, she has 0 chill button, bro.
I'm good. It's not
Yo.
That's disgusting.
The kids knowing he a failure is crazy.
Isn't it? That's crazy work. That's crazy
Disgusting.
work.
Said my daddy
Really
really
nasty.
sucks.
That's
I just
insane.
I think he'll be a problem for years to come. I just praying that he don't have no serious injuries. Because I think that's what hurt RG3. RG3 was never the same after he partially tore his ACL. He never came back as the same. You know, the confidence was there, but the play didn't add up with the confidence. So that's the only thing. I'm praying that Jaden Daniels, his injuries don't be like serious where, you know, it'll change how good he is as a player. If he can stay relatively healthy, yeah, I think the league we'll be talking about Jaden Daniels in MVP conversations.
See, I think the thing about Jaden, I think as far as his running ability, he's not Lamar, but I think his style is closer to Lamar than it is RG. Like to me, RG3 just tried to run. Jaden to me tries to be more elusive. He's not just trying to run you over, but he's trying to be more elusive. And I think a quarterback that runs like that, where you try to be, although Lamar, be tripping sometimes, but for the most part, if you just try to be more elusive and not get touched, I think that helps you more. That the few times, I haven't seen every game, but the games that I've seen Jaden run, he don't run like Josh Allen. He's not trying to knock anybody over. He's literally trying to get more yards, but get out the way, not get tackled. He's a little elusive. He is. I've seen him get through some things. I'm like, how did he get through there? So I think I think he protects himself more than some other. He's more closer to, I think, Lamar's style of when he runs.
DG.
Yeah, I don't think DG answered.
Hollywood arguing with fake Derek Carr is taking.
Derek Carr is crazy. I got a free ticket for you. It's crazy.
Why I wouldn't go to the game if your mama? Never mind. Go ahead.
Jay and I think every quarterback, especially when you're picked at a high level, such a high round or whatever, you kind of have to go through a maturation process. Pat went through it. You seen Josh Allen kind of go through it. Lamar as well too. All those guys. The second year to me is where you prove your worth, and if you can actually fight through those schemes that coaches are going to come up with for the next year. They're going to have a lot of tape on him next year, so they're going to know his flaws. They're going to know what he's good at, what he's not good at. And now it becomes, can you conquer and go past that? I can only speak for my quarterback, but when Pat kind of got into his second and third year, a lot of teams started playing cover 2 on him, and and basically telling him like, look, you're gonna have to take what's given to you, or you're not gonna win. and he had to kind of adapt to that and make himself a lot better quarterback from the pocket, as well as not having some of those explosive plays. And I think we've seen, the quarterback that he's become over these years to get to that point. So if Jaden, to me, in my opinion, if he can fight through that and know that now going into next year, teams are definitely going to be scheming against you and they're definitely going to know your weaknesses, and still have success through that, I think that proves where his career is going to go. And I think the sky's the limit for the kid.
Hey, AB, don't see Brian Schottenheimer in the comments?
It's fake Brian. Y'all are great.
They draw, man.
Y'all is wild, bro.
Are we going to talk about Josh Allen?
Yeah, listen.
I'm about to say, we
I'm
definitely got it.
segueing on that way.
All right,
We got Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen for what, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever time.
4th time in the playoffs.
4th time in the playoffs. Okay,
Yes.
It's not gonna get easier. Josh, go ahead and give us a little rundown about that game, DG, from both sides.
Before
from
we
your
do
perspective.
that, I just like to give an update on my list. It has grown in tremendous size.
That is
It was like 4 people on that list earlier.
Yeah.
Why is those on there?
What is the
Yeah.
list?
What did those
What is
do?
it?
Why am I on there?
Oh, I beat the list, y'all. I beat the list. Let's go.
And then
What
having
is
me
this
on there.
list for?
They have me on there.
It's
as
her.
Louis.
It's
Crazy.
her SIHT list.
Now,
For
why
what?
am I in it?
Because she just basically she don't
because
like
the boys
she-
that I
she
won't mention.
jealous. That's all.
I think Nose posted the Ibrahim thing, or maybe
Well,
that
how
was
Lou get
Peter.
on it?
How
Yeah,
did
what
I
Lou
Because
say?
because of what Lou just said.
Because I said Brian
I'm
Schottenheimer.
trying
Wait.
to figure out why I'm on it for what.
I didn't say Shotty
How
too
can
Because
he
you
get
made
on
that
it?
tweet about the Ravens.
What did
Peter-
Peter do?
Peter
I
said
made what
Shotty
tweet
too
about the
hotty.
Ravens?
That's how I was gonna win the Super Bowl. She's not feeling it.
Yeah, why is Peter on
Oh,
there?
I don't
Yeah,
Peter's a
care
nice
about that.
guy.
Because
If I
you
go
lied
back up,
about
I
that.
can
Okay, you
see
should have moved me to the top of the list and
Zach,
put
come
me
up
in
here and
number
get a
1,
mic,
sis. I'm gonna
Zach.
keep on saying that.
If I go back up to the tweets, I'd be able, or the chat here, I'd be able to see. Peter made the list for a reason. I have my reasons for the list. He probably put something reckless in there, probably about
So that
Dallas.
means she don't
and,
got a reason why Pete on the
The
list.
only thing I
Yeah.
said was that Brian Schottenheimer is in the.
and you got put on the list.
That's
I mean, where he come from? What
I
team
mean,
was
to
he
be
on?
fair, Lou tried to prepare
was-
you for what
he
was
was on the
coming
Clement made
down
the list as
road.
well.
You know, Lou
Yeah, I
tried to
tried to
prepare you.
He was
prepare
on the
her.
what?
And Lamar made the list too.
Lamar
Hey,
Jackson.
young.
No,
How many
Dab
days?
King NC.
Oh,
Yeah.
you about to
How
say
many
what Lamar
days ago did I
Jackson
say be prepared?
That's why I said this was
learn
about
Schottenheimer.
3-4 days ago when
Learn
Lou tried to
Schottenheimer.
prepare you what was coming down the pipe. He was trying
I
to
feel like
prepare
you should put him on the list twice.
Schottenheimer came from
Are
what
you taking
team?
somebody else's side in front of company?
No, what I'm saying is,
on the camera.
you know what, Lou?
Hey, yeah,
I'm about to sit this one out.
Yeah,
I'm
sit
about
this
to
one
sit
out,
this
yo.
one
Sit
out.
this one out, yo. Sit this one out, man. Sit this
You
one
right.
out, my nigga.
You're right. Can't see me. You're right.
Okay,
Now, if I had more space, DG be on my list a couple of times, but I got G on there twice.
Damn.
That's crazy. Go ahead, DG. Talk about the game.
Yeah. Obviously, 4th time around, so it's gonna be definitely tough. But I think the biggest thing for us, two keys. Can we win the turnover battle? As well as can we win with our front four? If our front four has a good game, I really feel like we'll have a lot of success in this game. It's not easy facing Josh Allen. I think, to me, in my opinion, I think he's the toughest quarterback to game plan for outside of Patrick Mahomes, just because of what he can do with his legs. And also that I think, to me, in my opinion, he's the only quarterback that I think can go throw for throw with Pat and really put up the numbers if necessary. So it's going to be definitely tough. We got our work cut out for us, but I think the Bills kind of not having – the big news out of the day was them losing Taylor Rapp for this game, now having to start Cole Bishop. So I think that's a matchup.
Who's Taylor Rapp? I'm not familiar.
He's a safety.
Just starting safety.
Starting safety for them.
Oh, my.
I think if we can be able to neutralize some of their dime packages with him being out, I think it can have a lot of success for Travis Kelce or DeAndre Hopkins, whoever really kind of plays that power slot over the middle
Nigga
for
Mazak
us.
giving up. It's crazy.
But yeah, we got to do that. We got to stop the run, stop James Cook. I think if we do those things, then we should come out victorious.
Do you really believe when you say to yourself, it's not going to be easy, it's going to be tough? Do you really believe that being a Chiefs fan?
How many games have we won by one possession this year?
All of them.
And then every game they
Ain't
played
been
against
easy.
Josh,
So,
every game
so
they
that was
played
a
against the
realistic
Bills,
answer. That was a
Ain't
realistic
been
answer.
easy.
Yeah.
every game they played against the Bills have been shootouts.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, a lot.
we
So like,
don't typically, this year we haven't been the team that typically blows teams out. So yeah, I do think it's gonna be a lot tougher,
Yeah, so that was a
especially in this
realistic
matchup
answer.
because we know each other very well. So we
yeah,
played each other earlier this season, and of course we play almost every season. We know this is a team that year in and year out, like we're gonna have to go through.
and every game y'all played in the playoffs against them have been good games.
It's
Like
been
it ain't
tight.
been like,
It's tight games.
yeah, it ain't been like they just been beating their ass.
Yeah.
One possession. The only
Yeah.
time we really got them was a COVID year.
I think it was the first year, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
we pretty much blew them out. But other than
Yeah.
that, it's been very close.
What questions you got, Holly?
You think y'all can stop the run game though? I mean, we saw y'all again last week against the run, and it wasn't really like.
Yeah, Joe Mixon had a pretty good day
Yeah,
against
Joe
y'all.
Mixon had a good day against y'all. You think
I
y'all
would
be able
say I think he had a fair day. I think he ended up with 88 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
But I really think we've been a good run defense for the majority of the year. We've been top 10 in the league for the majority of the year. There are times when we can get a little bit leaky, give up some runs, but I don't think we've given up a run from a running back over 20 yards this year. Let's
Look at the comments, DJ.
Yo, y'all are wild, dog. Y'all are wild. Y'all really gonna be early. Anyway, yeah, that's one big emphasis that Chris Jones kind of when he had his presser earlier that he talked about that Chiefs are gonna have to, especially our defensive line is gonna have to be really adamant about stopping the run, not only stopping James Cook but stopping Josh Allen as well too. So we got a tough task. Bills like to run up with the extra linemen, and they'll throw out of those sets as well too. So yeah, we got work cut out for us, especially with that having that heavy personnel and kind of takes away from what we like to kind of do best, and having a lot more of our corners and our safeties out there. So it's definitely gonna be an uphill battle for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead, Holly.
All right, y'all. Wow.
I'm not paying attention to the chat anymore.
They are wilding.
I muted the chat.
You don't play is crazy.
So if Josh Allen loses, right? Honestly, I don't know what legacy he has right now, but will it taint any legacy that he has if he loses to Patrick Mahomes again?
I guess he has a legacy within Bills Mafia.
But we just beat Lamar Jackson. What are you talking about? We just beat Lamar Jackson. That's a win.
Mazak, what you got to learn up here, brother? The panel act first.
I told you don't come up here trolling, bro.
I'm not trolling, bro.
I'm not trolling.
Come up here and
I
talk.
apologize. My bad.
You about to get Miss Gina started.
So Josh Allen loses, will this taint his legacy? Go ahead and answer the question for me, Ash.
I think taint his legacy. So I don't know what this loss would do. I think that it would shamble the Bills fans for sure. But I don't know. I'm gonna go based off of what I've been saying all year. It's been the Josh Allen show all year. He has had help, but he hasn't had the kind of help that other quarterbacks at this point has had. I mean, when you think about the quarterbacks remaining, they have had some nice bit of help. And he's the one quarterback that it's been all on him. So I think no, I don't think that this is a taint to his legacy. I think he had a hell of a year. Again, we came into the year not really knowing what the Bills were going to be. The majority of people came into the year not knowing what the Bills were going to be. And for them to have even made it to an AFC championship game, I think that no, I think this probably strengthens his legacy. I don't think that it taints it.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you because I think, especially if he wins MVP this year, if he wins
Mm.
MVP this year and he adds that to his trophy case, I mean, granted, it's again you lost to Patrick Mahomes, but that's been the story of his legacy. Like you get to the playoffs and you lose to Patrick Mahomes. So, like, I don't think
That's
that
crazy.
really, I don't really think it hurts his legacy. It's just, I mean, that's what his legacy has been so far. And then if you
Nephew.
win the MVP, I think that helps him. If he wins the MVP this year, I think that helps his legacy. But losing to Patrick Mahomes, I don't think does anything to his legacy. Patrick Mahomes been in the Super Bowl 3 out of the last 4 years?
Probably
It's just
longer
like
than that.
once you start
Can I ask
once
a
folks start
question?
losing the
I tell you, you gotta let us answer
once
this question first.
once folks start losing to like Brady, it just was like F it is Brady.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. That's kind of how
nobody
it
looks
started
at
to get.
Peyton. Nobody looks at Peyton for losing to Brady. They look at other stuff
Damn.
Peyton did in the playoffs on why Peyton can't be the GOAT. It's not because you lost to Brady. It's because you went and lost to the Jets. You went to lost to the Chargers. Like it's those things. It's not because you got in the playoffs and lost to Brady. It ain't that.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. Who's the quarterback that played for the Bills?
Jim Kelly.
Talking about Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
His career was tainted. You know why? He went to 4 straight Super Bowls. Didn't win any of them. What's Josh Allen's record against Mahomes in the playoffs? He's 0-3.
0-3.
0-3. So if he
He
loses
just
this
looked at his
one,
phone while he said that. He ain't even got to look up.
so if he loses this one, he'll be 0-4. I'm not trying to hear what he didn't have, because when he did have weapons, he still lost to him. Whether if it was 13 seconds, 40 seconds, a million seconds, he still lost to him. Doesn't matter if you win MVP. I mean, I think they're giving him MVP because it's like all right, we want to give it to you because we don't want to have fatigue and give it to Lamar Jackson. Because, I mean, if you go off statistics, Lamar definitely had the better year. Regardless if he had Derrick Henry, Lamar had a crazy year. I think it does taint his career. You can't beat him. You 0-4 against him. You can't beat him. The big thing gonna be is you can't beat Patrick Mahomes. I think he needs this win more than Mahomes does. He does.
I
Because
agree with that.
Josh Allen gets put on a pedestal by a lot of people, by the media, a whole lot. They look at, some people feel like Josh Allen is the second best quarterback in the league behind Patrick Mahomes. So I think it does taint his career if he doesn't. It taints his legacy if you can't beat Mahomes. Because I feel like if you don't beat Mahomes this year, you ain't ever going to beat him.
So, but what I'll say to you, because you said about the 13 seconds thing, right?
Don't forget me, y'all.
We're not Miss Jenna. You said about the 13 seconds thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Josh put them boys in position to win.
He did.
They won that game because of Josh Allen. And then he never saw the ball again.
I'll just say that, you know.
And then they changed the rules.
And then they changed the rules for Josh Allen.
Yeah, for sure. But this is where it go back to me on wins and losses and a quarterback stat. Because Josh put them boys, he put them up, 3 points?
Who is doing this, man?
He put them up 3 points. Somebody said that Robert Saleh came in the chat. He said, "I'm back home, bitches."
Oh, brother.
Bro, somebody tell ass jump off if you want to.
Yeah, Dak being in the chat is crazy.
But I'm just saying, like I get what you're saying about him, him continuing to lose to Mahomes or whatever. But there's been games where he's put them in position to win. He'd have got them right there. Right there. All you gotta do is hold. Hold the line, defense. Hold the line. And defense give up the ass like Larsa Pippen.
Yeah.
So can I ask this question now?
DG didn't answer yet, Auntie.
Oh,
you gotta let the
my
whole
bad.
panel go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think it taints his legacy. Definitely doesn't add to it, but I do think he's gonna win MVP this year. So I think that ultimately, what I would say has been a successful season for him. But yeah, I guess it will come to a point where it does come down to he just can't get past Pat, and that'll be looked at as as a negative. But I don't think that. I think that he'll have other chances as well too, because they're still very young in their careers. So I think there'll be other times where if Pat wins this one, that Josh eventually at some point win a playoff game against Patrick Mahomes.
I've told y'all before, this is the modern day Brady and Peyton. And when I said that on Twitter before, and people act like I was crazy, but that's what this is. It's the modern day Brady and Peyton.
To piggyback Lou, I've been saying for years that Patrick Mahomes has reached the tier of Brady. You got to get through him to get to get to the Super Bowl. You got to get through him. Hell, you got to get through him to even win one now. That's the tier he's on.
And with, like Kenny said,
kind of crazy.
It took Peyton 9 to 10 years to get to win a Super Bowl. It literally took Peyton that long. And Brady was winning. Brady was winning
for years, dog. And Peyton finally got through the cracks. But how long did it take Peyton to get through the cracks, though?
9 years, 10 years.
It took Peyton 5 years.
Yeah.
So we going. That's a long ass time, bro.
Heavy. He 28. He got a lot of time though. He's 28 years old. He got a lot of time to beat him.
That never taken Peyton's legacy.
It didn't, but for a while it was like, damn, Peyton can't. What's up? Like, Peyton beat Brady? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. But what's up, Miss Gina?
So she's off of here now, but hopefully y'all remember what she said. So the statement when the question was posed about tainting their legacy, and this is the second time I've actually heard this. It happened back in the last time Josh played Mahomes, 2 years ago or something in that AFC Championship. And now I'm hearing it again. She specifically said it. See, Lou, you said you agree with her. So I don't know if you just agree with the whole thing, every single thing, or just like the main point. So my question is around this. This is the second time I've heard it said that a quarterback that loses it helps there, because I believe that's what she said. It helps their situation. They're not only is it not going to be tainted, but it kind of helps where they are for losing the game. And I remember 2 or 3 years ago, whenever that was, it was more fuss around Josh Allen losing the game. He was like celebrated more for losing than it was for Patrick Mahomes for winning. And that was like crazy to me. But I literally saw that on all, they were literally talking about Josh, and pumping him up. And you would have thought that Josh won the game instead of Patrick Mahomes. So that was crazy to me like 2-3 years ago. And then now the comment that Ash made, how is it for only one quarterback in the league losing lifts you up? Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't care who the person is you're losing to, but how is losing lifting you up or not tainting or not hurting what you're doing when you actually lose? Because so far, all the AFC, other than Joe Burrow, all the other quarterbacks in the AFC are losing to Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow's the only one that broke through so far, and we got to see what happens on Sunday. So, but I'm just trying to understand, how does losing pumps you up or helps your situation or your whatever when you lost? I don't get that. And she specifically said that.
I'm with you. I don't know. I don't know how you go 0-4 against Mahomes and because you won regular season MVP, that helps out your life.
Shut up, Peter.
So the thing is that I think the 2 years ago thing, the reason Josh Allen got pumped up because of that, because Josh Allen outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Like, Josh Allen played his ass off in that game, just like Gabe Davis. Because I think Gabe Davis had 4.
If they went score for score,
yes, he did. Because Gabe Davis, I think, had 4 touchdowns in that game too. Josh Allen went insane in that game, and again, he gave them the chance to win, and the defense gave up the ass. Like, it was that simple in 13 seconds, and then he never saw the ball again. Like, but he was going, like you said, he was going score for score. So I think that's why people prop up Josh Allen from that game. As far as I'm not saying what I'm saying with the regular season MVP, because he gets the regular season MVP this year. And okay, yes, he loses to Mahomes. It helps his leg. Not saying it helps and like props him up, but like it keeps him from losing anything with his legacy. His legacy is losing to Josh Allen or losing to Patrick Mahomes. That's his legacy. Balling out and losing to Patrick Mahomes. And to say every other quarterback besides Joe Burrow loses to Mahomes, like, I mean, I get that, but and it's no shade to Lamar, but Lamar doesn't only lose to Patrick Mahomes; he just loses in the playoffs. Like, that's. And so, like, the only people with like Joe Burrow, and when you look at Josh Allen, that's who they lose to is Patrick Mahomes. That's legit who they lose to. They lose to Patrick. Well, Joe Burrow, he loses to injuries too, but Josh Allen only loses to Patrick Mahomes. He gets into the playoffs and he only loses to Patrick Mahomes. He don't lose to nobody else besides that nigga. That's it.
Josh, no, a lot of people say
that's not
13-second game. He outplayed him.
But and that's what I'm saying. The 2 years ago, the 13-second game, Josh Allen played his ass off in that game.
He did.
Like that's why people prop him up from that game, because Josh Allen played a flawless game.
Yeah, it was about the performance.
Right, but doesn't that mean if they were going score for score, would that not mean that they both played like that? I mean, the only reason Josh had to go score another touchdown is because Patrick Mahomes got a touchdown. Or the reason Patrick Mahomes had to go score another one is because Josh, and I remember that was one of the best playoff games ever. I remember, and I give credit to both of those guys. For me, it was the best playoff game I had ever seen, ever. I don't know if we're going to see another one like that. That was a fantastic. So I give them both credit. But it just struck me again specifically because of what Ash said. And nobody commented when she made a comment. So I guess we were just listening. And I was like, but did y'all not hear her say that him losing would basically, she was saying, enhance? It wouldn't make it worse. It would actually make it better. And I'm like, how is losing makes it better?
I don't think it enhances
at all. Enhances
your
legacy.
But that's why I added in that regular season MVP, because you win the regular season MVP and then you lose to Mahomes. To me, it don't hurt or better your legacy.
It's actually
I thought winning enhances your legacy. I don't think losing could ever.
But that's why I say it don't help or hurt his legacy. I think his legacy is losing to Mahomes. Like,
because Jim Kelly lost 4 Super Bowls and it didn't enhance his legacy at all.
Well, Jim Kelly wasn't like.
Yeah, he wasn't performing as good though. I think it's about the performance. It's how you perform.
Yeah,
are you talking? No, I can't hear you, Ashley.
No,
we can't hear her at all.
No, I can't hear you.
But if he plays Mahomes Sunday and he doesn't perform well, then I think it's going to tear it down. But if he performs good, I think it's about the performance. That depends on your legacy. Like, let's say we lose, but he goes crazy and has another amazing game like 21. Like, of course his legacy is going to go up because it's about how he performed that game. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to blame it on the defense or something. But
how many times have we said Josh Allen is a playoff riser?
Yeah, we've been saying that.
So if we've said that multiple times and he gets into the playoffs and he rises to the occasion, but they still lose, that hurts him.
Yeah, how?
I don't think how it gains it either. What does it?
No, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't say it gains his legacy. I'm saying it don't hurt or.
No, I agree with you saying it would be neutral. I'm fine with your answer.
It'll be the same where he was.
I'm stuck on Ms. Zach's answer saying, like, how would that help his career out because he balled
That
out against
he'll
Jim
just be
Hall.
number 2. It'll just he'll be the unanimous number 2 best quarterback in the league. That's it. There's no
Him
debate now.
getting to the AFC Championship and losing again does not enhances his legacy. He'll
Well,
be
he just
0-2
plays
in the
good.
AFC
He
Championship.
just
If he
saying he'll just
performs
be
well,
number 2.
he'll be number 2.
to
He'll
Patrick
be the
Mahomes.
second best quarterback in the league. So if he performs really well and he loses like he did 2021 and he balls out again, he's going to be unanimous number 2.
I don't understand how being
No, you
0-2
didn't
in the
use the
AFC
word
Championship.
enhance, Ashley. You said improve or something like that. It would help or helps. But
Like
you
Kevin,
said
if he
some
plays
positive
really well-
thing, him losing helps. That's what my ears honed in on. I was like, huh?
Yeah, but even still though, him getting to the AFC Championship and being 0-2, what does that does for his legacy? You didn't win nothing.
Well, he lost to
I
Mahomes.
thought
though. He lost
legacy
to the
was
best.
created on winning.
Yeah, but he lost to the best. He lost to the best footballer in his era. He lost to the best quarterback in his era. So he's just going to lose to Mahomes again. He's going to play amazing. He's just going to be named number 2. That's
Well, thank
all
you
it
for
is.
saying that. You just said it. He's just going to
No.
lose to Mahomes again. He already called his team loser.
I just don't understand how
I guess
losing
that's
helps
what-
you.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. If that's the
Ashford-
scenario, we're talking about.
Ashford-
No, don't
looking
take
at
it back
it.
now. Don't
If
take
we
it
look
back
at-
now.
we're
That's what
If
you
we
said.
look at all the quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame, their legacies got enhanced by winning, not by losing.
Ash was saying because nobody had them and nobody pegged them to be in the AFC Championship, and Josh Allen is the one. She's saying he carried them there.
That
It's
is true,
true.
Lou. But guess what? Let me give you a perfect quarterback. Nobody had Eli Manning going to the Giants going to the Super Bowl either when they was 9-7.
But that's why niggas saying he should be in the Hall of Fame.
But what enhanced Eli's Manning career, Lou?
No, but that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
he
But
got
that's
2
what
Super Bowls. How does he
got
not
2
be in the
Super
Hall of
Bowls.
Fame?
Yeah, but no. In the beginning of the year, nobody had the Giants going to the Super Bowl. Nobody had them even going at 9-7. But what enhanced his legacy? Because he won.
But but the thing is, on that end, we don't know if him making it to the AFC or NFC Championship game would have enhanced his legacy or not. Like we don't
Hell no,
know.
it wouldn't have.
But I'm saying from everybody else's standpoint, because the way he also played in those playoffs
And
again,
Eli's a playoff riser.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
also gotta
Again, he was a
remember, Eli
playoff
didn't run
riser.
into a Patrick.
Yeah, he
You know what
didn't.
I'm saying?
bro.
Like
The combo-
Eli
For sure.
legacy got what it was because he rose and he won. He didn't ball out and lose.
But you got to
He won.
remember the convo. The convo isn't about him being better than the Pat. Before the season, he was in convos with Lamar, with Joe Burrow, the second and third best quarterback. If he goes and balls out and loses, he already beat Lamar. He's going to be stamped number 2.
No,
after
he
the
wouldn't
season
be.
is over.
You know
wouldn't he
why?
be?
You
Why
know
wouldn't
why?
he be?
Because Joe Burrow was able to beat Patrick Mahomes and go to the Super Bowl.
That's fair. Okay, fair. Well,
So he wouldn't be over Joe Burrow.
if he wins the MVP, if he wins the MVP, he wouldn't get it. See, Lou,
No.
even if he gets the MVP.
You haven't seen quarterbacks win MVP and not be better than another quarterback?
That's true.
Okay. You got a good point. There you go. All right, you got that. That's it. Joe
I
Burrow's
mean,
a fair point.
with the Joe Burrow conversation, we also talk about how that defense stood up in the second half, and
Oh yeah, that defense
had
was
very
nasty on that play.
Yeah,
That
he
defense stood up. They did. But once again, they were down 21-3. Burrow had to do his part.
I mean,
No,
he
he
did,
did.
but getting stops is a big part of
That
that.
defense.
I
showed up
agree.
for that playoffs.
You got to get stops. But the same
and
thing,
that's-
Lou. Andrew Luck threw
I
4
think-
interceptions
They didn't
against the
stop
Chiefs.
them before they got
The
21
defense had to
points.
start
Hey,
getting stops.
but I
And
got
Luck had to
a
start putting
question.
points on the
If-
board for y'all to get back in that game.
If the Buffalo Bills had the Joe Burrow defense, Josh Allen wins
Right.
that game.
He would have had a Super Bowl already. We already know that.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
if he had a
if it was
Super Bowl. He
fifth,
would have
bro,
been
we all
there.
be drunk.
He would have been
would've
there.
lost
Wait,
to the
I
Rams.
thought y'all was the no.
I don't think y'all beat
Y'all
that
was
Rams
slated
team,
as the
brother.
number one. The Bills defense was slated as the number one
saying that we
defense
saw
that
how
I
year.
they
say, yeah, their
played in the
defense was really
playoffs.
good that year.
We saw how they played in the playoffs against Patrick
Yeah,
Mahomes.
'cause they
Let's
weren't that
not
good
do
in the
But their
playoffs.
defense was
Wait,
really
hold
good
on,
that
hold
year.
I
on.
don't
Lou.
give
What
a
I'm
damn.
saying
I don't
is
give
they
a
were
damn
slated
about
as the
that.
number one
Them
defense.
niggas sucked against the Chiefs.
See, that
Bro, our
13
defense
game-
is really
hold on.
good.
But yeah,
And how many
Kevin-
Super Bowl losses we got against
Bro,
the Chiefs?
them being
Them
ranked
niggas
doesn't mean
ass
anything.
out against the
Was
Chiefs.
Bro,
that
the
13
Ravens
second
had the
game
number
last
one
year or
run
the year
defense. Wait,
before?
listen, Silu, the Ravens had the number one run defense going into the playoffs. They couldn't stop the run against us. That doesn't matter in the playoffs, you being ranked. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you perform.
Real
Like, our
quick,
defense was really good both
Hey,
times we
was
played
that
the
13
Chiefs. And we
second
lost to
game?
the
Was that
Ravens.
13
Yeah, that was the
second
13
game
second
last
game.
year?
Yeah. No,
Was
it
last
was
year?
a few
No.
Or
years
was the year
ago.
before?
And that was
2021.
That's when y'all played us. The year y'all played us, right?
No.
What? No.
Oh, the year you
that
played
was
the
they played
49ers.
That was
the
the year
Rams.
the Bengals went to the Super Bowl
Yeah,
against
that
the
was the year
Rams.
they
That was
lost
the
to
year
the
No,
Bengals.
no. The 13. Oh,
No,
the 13
the
second game wasn't the
the
AFC
13
Championship
second
game.
game was no, the 13 second game was when they played the
They
Buccaneers.
was-
Oh, when they
Oh
played the
yeah, that
Bucks.
was the year they
Okay.
played the Bucks in
Yeah.
the Super Bowl. Yeah.
I
No,
don't think you beat the Bucks.
Wait,
it was
that wasn't
not.
the year they played the Bengals?
No,
No, they
they,
played the Bengals in the
In the
championship
we
Super
game and
played
Bowl.
the
lost. Yeah,
Bengals in the
they
AFC
played the
title game and
Bengals.
we
Oh
lost.
yeah,
Yeah,
and the
Okay, so that
Bengals beat
wasn't.
yeah,
beat them.
yeah. We
Okay.
that
Oh,
wasn't a title game.
okay.
I'm tripping. I thought that was the AFC
That's why I
Championship game.
always kind of get disgusted by the 13-second game because it was all
Because
for
it didn't
nothing.
really matter. I see what you're
Can y'all
saying
hear
now.
me?
I
DG, it
see
was
what
a
you're
great
saying
game though.
now.
DG,
Yeah,
it
it was
was
a
an
great
amazing
game.
game.
Yeah,
It
we
was
can hear
great.
you. We can hear
Yeah, we
you.
can hear you.
Neither one of us got to the
Now we
ball.
can hear you, Ash. We can hear you, AB.
Joe Burrow got
Do
carried by his
you
defense. Don't worry.
want to answer the question, Ash? Or you already answered it?
I answered it. Yeah, y'all. You know,
Okay.
y'all. That was 20 minutes ago, and y'all still talking about it.
Okay. Well, we want
Sorry.
to wait on you.
She's saying,
I was joking. I
oh,
was
so
joking.
you just saying move
Appreciate
on.
y'all.
Okay, we got you.
No, no, no,
So
no, no. I'm good. We good. That was good.
will the
Jackson
Bills need a
Mahomes.
superhero
Jackson Mahomes in the
performance
comments.
from Josh Allen to win this game on Sunday?
Can you answer that one
Yes.
more time? I missed it.
Will the Bills need a superhero performance from Josh Allen to win this game on Sunday? I need the panel to ask first, and then we'll call you, by your name. Answer that for me, Lou. You started off.
I don't think they need a Superman performance from him. I think they need their defense to show up as they've been so far. And I think Josh Allen just needs to be Josh Allen. I don't think it needs to be a Superman performance. I just think that you play complementary football, and you can be. But that's what we've been saying all year about beating the Chiefs. You got to be able to play complementary football against them. If you can't, GG's. They going back to another Super Bowl. But so I think that's what the Bills have to do. I don't think Josh Allen has to be Superman. I think he has to be what he's been all season. Not turn over the ball. James Cook has to do what he's been doing all season. And I think that's a recipe for them to win, but the defense has to show up as well, which they showed up last game against the Ravens. And they just got to continue to put that on film.
I'll say yes, he does. Because if we want to be honest, they was a Mark Andrews drop away from going into overtime with that same defense. And they were dominating the Ravens for majority of that game. And it came down from a Mark Andrews drop. And that game would have been in overtime, and we wouldn't have known how that game would have went. They might would have been playing the Ravens because Lamar did get hot in that second half. I think he does. Because if you look at how he played against the Ravens, they won. But if you look at Josh Allen numbers, we all agreed last week he wasn't good. He was all right, and they ended up winning the game. If he is all right against the Chiefs, they going home. Even if James Cook does have a good game, he can't be all right against the Chiefs and think they're going to beat them. I think he has to be superhuman again. I think he has to be superhuman against them to beat them. The Chiefs' defense is really good. It's really good. And they got some weapons on offense. They got more weapons on offense than the Ravens do. And they got one of the greatest coaches of all time, greatest head coaches of all time. And they got, if he win this one, he might be the greatest quarterback of all time if he wins.
He's not.
Come on, Heavy, don't do that. Heavy, don't do that.
I'm just
Don't
calling
do
the
that.
spade. Look, listen. Y'all told me not to do this years ago when I said he entered the Brady tier of you got to go through him. If he wins 3 Super Bowls in a row, that's something that Brady has never done. He's going to be in the conversation of being the greatest quarterback of all time. No matter how much y'all don't like it, it is what it is.
That'll be a dark day in football.
No matter how you don't like it, he won 3 in a row. It is what it is. But I think he does. He has to be superhero to beat them. These are the defending back-to-back champs. He can't play how he played last week and expect to beat them.
The disgust. Go ahead, AB.
Nah, you good.
No, you got it.
Nah, you good.
And
like you got a lot
I
to
said he will be in the conversation of
like
the
you got a
greatest
lot to
quarterback
say.
of all time. Because y'all like to run the sport, y'all like to run the
Go ahead,
Twitter
bro.
and mix up what the hell I be saying.
So
But let me clarify that.
do I think he needs to a little bit, yeah. I think he's gonna have to put on the cape. And I only say that just because I think if we get a locked in Patrick Mahomes on Sunday night, he's definitely gonna have to put on that cape. So he's definitely gonna have to match what Pat does on our end if that's the case. So yeah, he's gonna have to be Superman.
is Janaya doing out there?
I don't know.
Can't hear it. I can't look
Yeah,
at it.
yeah.
Uh, 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 I don't. I'm kind of in agreement with Lou actually. Um, y'all have talked about all season how well DG has alluded to how all season it's been tight, right? And we kind of this is how they play. They play like that in general, right? The Bills and the Chiefs, they play tight games. And I have seen them play tight games without Josh Allen having to be Superman. So I'm gonna agree with Lou in terms of just some type of complementary football. Um, limiting any turnovers. Do not give y'all any kind of extra possessions under any circumstances. And most importantly, do not allow that light skinned number 15 to have the ball last. And it cannot be, he can have the ball last if they down 14 points with 1 minute left. Cool, sure. But within any kind of striking distance,
We definitely
allowing
gonna be
him
down
to have the
14.
ball last is a fatal move. You just can't, that just cannot happen. It just cannot happen. It just God, I'm just having the flashbacks right now. It just cannot happen. It just can't. So complimentary football, I would love for them to find a way to another way to keep Mahomes off the field is to control the time of possession. They got to find a way to create long drives, piece together some long drives, get the run game going, so Mahomes and them can be sitting put. That's going to be a hostile environment, as it always is. And again, it's the AFC Championship. You're going to have a locked in Kelsey. You're going to have a locked in DeAndre Hopkins, who's going to be one game away from DeAndre Hopkins. Going to show up. That's going to be a thing. He's one game away from a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys is hungry, and they're at home. Damn, again, DG, again.
What you mean again?
Whatever.
We had to go on the road last year.
Don't talk to me.
Y'all look. Y'all told us
dropped the phone.
It was people who told us we couldn't do that. We did that, and now
y'all did.
And now we get home field advantage, and we home.
DG, y'all were the favorites. Our defense was really injured that year. I was surprised.
I have a question for you, honey. Looking at what he did last week, the run game was working. He didn't turn the ball over, but you agreed that he was okay last week. So you think that he could play like he played last week and beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead with all that you said and all the players you just named? He could play like he played last week and beat Kansas City in Kansas City?
I didn't agree that he was anything last week because remember, I didn't really watch that game.
Okay, so
I was just going based off what y'all said. Y'all said that he was decent.
Okay, so if you didn't see what he saw, but his numbers what was his numbers last week?
It was like 16 of 20 something, 170.
Yeah, like 100-something yards, 0 turnovers, 2 rushing touchdowns.
127
so
yards.
Based off those
he only
numbers,
threw for 127 yards.
Yeah, not special.
So based off those numbers you heard, and they had a run game going. They didn't turn the ball over. You think he could beat Kansas City up in Kansas City with that? And Arrowhead?
I would say he. Can I answer that?
If you want anybody, if you want to,
I would say he can. If
depends on how Kansas City playing.
Yeah, if the Chiefs turn the ball over, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like we that's why I started off saying all year I have been told that every game has been tight, and we've seen it. We've seen them be in these one possession games. You know what I'm saying? We saw it be a tight game for them. And again, it's playoffs. They in Arrowhead. Yes, they're gonna turn it up a notch. But again, if they can find a way, I just think dominating time of possession is gonna be a big thing.
Any pep talks from Chiefs.
Time of possession is gonna be a big thing. Find a way to keep Mahomes and that offense off the field. If they can do that, they got a chance.
And that's why I say
he doesn't need to be Superman.
That's why I brought up James Cook. Like if James Cook can run the ball like he ran the ball, or can run the ball even so, like Joe Mixon had 88 yards or whatever, but Joe Mixon was having his way.
I believe he was having.
Joe Mixon was having his way, and I think the Bills' offensive line is a lot better than the Texans' offensive line. And I'm not saying James Cook, I don't think is better than Joe Mixon, but I think James Cook is a very good running back.
Y'all run defense was that bad, DG?
It's been good for most of the
I don't know
season.
if it's bad.
Yeah,
Joe
it's been
Mixon
It was just
had
bad because
86
it was
yards.
Joe
That mean it was
Mixon.
bad.
Yeah, it's been good for most of the
It was
season.
just a Joe Mixon
But
thing.
Silu, is their run defense better than the
You go, a
Ravens?
running back can have a good day, and you can
No.
have
Joe
a good
Mixon.
run defense.
Okay.
That don't mean
So the
it's bad.
Ravens have a better run defense than James Cook had a good game against them.
Joe Mixon last week, most of his yards came on that third quarter possession.
Okay.
Outside of that, he really didn't do that much, bro. Like
Cook
we really
only ran for
contained him.
66 yards.
Yeah, we really contained him we had a lot of times where we was getting him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
You know?
but I would say also with that too, they threw the ball that like not a lot, but like because there was times where I was like, okay, y'all are running the ball well. Why are y'all throwing the ball so much?
I thought the Texans passed the ball too much too, Silu.
Because there were times in that first half and everything that Joe Mixon, y'all had some stops in the backfield, but Joe Mixon was getting through that initial line and getting up some positive yards. But then they just start throwing the ball back, It's like, why y'all throwing the ball? Like
their O-line's not even that good.
Time of possession needs to be a big thing against the Chiefs. Because again, 1-score games, you got to possess the ball last. I'm sorry. Like against the Chiefs, you got to possess the ball last. If
Don't
you don't
let them get the ball at the end of the game. That's how you beat
see you
them.
next season,
Keep
my
away.
nigga. Like
Keep away.
Isn't that a little bit
Keep
crazy?
away.
Like, come on, don't be like that. You act like Mahomes is like the boogeyman that he can't have the ball last possession.
He's showing us that he's the boogeyman every single time.
It's very Tom Brady-ish when Tom Brady has the last possession of the game.
I was going to say, have you not watched the last couple Super Bowls, my brother?
No, he hasn't.
I have.
I don't want to watch
like,
I know Aaron don't want. I definitely know Aaron don't want.
Because those last possessions,
bro, that overtime drive from last year made me sick to my fucking.
It ain't even got to be the last Super
language.
Bowl. Did you watch the 13-second game, Mazak?
Well, our defense wasn't good that game.
That
our
overtime drive made me
game.
sick to my stomach.
See, our defense was horrible that game. Let's be honest.
I mean, I get that. I get that, but that's.
But there are other examples to back that.
Look at the Ravens. Look at the Ravens defense. The AFC Championship game. It was great on Mahomes. It's just their offense couldn't score. They stopped the Chiefs' offense the whole second half. They just couldn't get. They just couldn't score the ball.
Yeah, they couldn't score, and they turned.
Yeah, like that.
But and the thing is too, because I heard y'all talk about what Mahomes turning over the ball or the Chiefs turning over the ball, and can Josh Allen play a certain way if Mahomes. And DG said, yeah, if we turn over the ball yet. And we know Mahomes is likely, as great as Mahomes is, he's likely to give you a couple that hit your hands and you better catch them.
That's true.
We've seen it every single week.
Exactly.
Mahomes is great.
In the playoffs?
Yes.
He gave us a few in the Super Bowl.
Not against the Bills, though.
Not against the Bills, though. But he gave us a few interceptions and we didn't count.
I don't know what it is about the Bills in the playoffs. He don't like to turn the ball over against them.
Well, no, I'm not necessarily saying turn the ball over, but I'm saying he'll give you a couple that should be turnovers, and it's up to you if you catch them or not.
I forgot we don't have Taylor Rapp, so yeah.
I just don't see 127. That same performance, I just don't see. I can't. Not Narrowhead. It was cool.
What was it? 127 passing yards.
Yeah, and 2 rushing touchdowns.
But that's what I'm saying. You got it. So like, just because he threw for 127 passes, but that shows controlling the clock though.
And how many of those possessions?
And that's what you got to do.
Were short fields.
They were definitely short fields.
They were short fields for sure.
Mark Andrews gave him short field. Lamar gave him short field.
But that's why. But again, that goes back to the defense showing up, turning over the ball, and Josh Allen don't have to play like Superman. Because if your defense does that, then you ain't got to be Superman to go. It's complimentary football, and that's why his numbers. That's why his numbers weren't like that because they got short fields.
Now, will his defense show up?
That's the question.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. The Chiefs ain't giving them that many turnovers as the Ravens did.
Their defense also isn't as good as the Ravens.
The Chiefs take care of the ball.
Not as good as the Ravens.
The Chiefs defense is as good as the Ravens.
The Chiefs take care of the ball as a whole in the playoffs.
I'm gonna
better
head out.
than a whole lot of teams.
Come on now,
Yeah.
DG. You believe
Hey
that? DG,
DJ,
wait.
hey DJ, why is it?
Hey, listen, man.
DG, you don't believe that.
The Chiefs defense is
Believe
good.
what?
The Chiefs
The
defense is
your guys'
elite.
defense is as good as the
Now,
Baltimore
Miss
Ravens.
Zach, you're talking out both sides of your mouth, bro.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm
what I'm
just
saying.
saying the
The
Ravens
Ravens
defense
tough
is
ball.
On the
as
one
good.
Like, we not.
sentence, what y'all did against our defense, and on another sentence, yeah, the Ravens defense is better. So which one is it, Miss Zach?
Well, it is good. I'm just saying that makes our thing impressive.
But
That we did it
he's
against your
arguing
defense.
that that's what he's arguing that they did that against y'all defense. They could do it to the Chiefs defense because
I just don't see the Chiefs giving up 4 turnovers.
No, they didn't do
Okay,
nothing
I
against
agree.
our
Their
defense
offense
in
is
the
better.
second
I just
half.
don't see it. They're not a team that
Okay.
turn over the ball heavy in the playoffs. Like you
Yeah, I
might
agree.
get
I
one
agree.
from
Their
Mahomes.
offense is a lot better.
You
I
might
agree.
get
Their
a
offense is a lot better.
fumble, you might get an interception, or you might get somebody like Kelsey might have a fumble, but they're not a team that they give you multiple turnovers in a playoff game. They're not that
Fair.
team that gives
Not in the playoff game. No,
Not in the
Patrick
playoff
Mahomes
game.
will throw some interceptions or interceptable balls in the
Good
regular
job cleaning
season,
that up, Miss Jana. Good
but
job
in
cleaning
the
it up. I
in
saw
the
you clean that up, Miss Jana.
postseason, he don't really do
Yeah,
that.
Mahomes
I saw
don't
you clean that up, Miss
Mahomes don't
Jana.
really get a ball away like that in
Yeah.
the postseason.
Josh Allen doesn't give the ball away either in the postseason as well.
Clean what up?
So,
What you talking about?
so it's the same shit. I don't know.
It's okay.
Move.
DG, I think
Fight
we
it,
both
fight it,
agree.
fight it.
Next question.
Fight it.
Yeah. Next question.
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
just
You
proud
said
of
you're
you.
gonna ask
I'm
the
proud of
panel.
you.
I'm sorry.
You did something and you don't even know you did it. That's
Oh,
growth.
man. But yeah, if you think our defense isn't as good as the Ravens, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's an anything
Well, I
statement.
don't know. Their defense was ranked higher coming. I just thought everyone agreed the Ravens had the best defense in the league coming into
No,
the
we
game.
talked
'cause
about how their defense was different. That was
like
last
except
year.
like the Eagles, of course. I'm not
That
saying
was
that.
last
Wait, hold
year.
on.
Miss Zach.
Until maybe Miss Gina, until about midway through the season, the Ravens
Week 12,
secondary
bro.
was cheeks.
Yeah, their pass defense was
100%.
cheap. I agree, but it got better. It got better after week 12, and then going into the
You
playoffs.
you know why it got better? They put Kyle
put him in the box,
Hamilton
in the
at
box.
safety and actually played him at safety instead of trying to play him up in the box.
Yeah, but my
And
point
it
is
eliminated a lot of explosive plays.
And I'll add that their defense was not a narrative going into this playoffs. It was all about Lamar Jackson and the offense.
No, well, it was also their defense as well.
And no shade, the Bills' defense ain't that good either.
Yeah, I never said it was. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, well, we know that.
We know our defense not good, but we just
Our
our
defense,
offense is the best. We
Let's
all
just
agree
say
our
it. If
offense
the
is the best.
Ravens
offense.
don't turn that ball over, we win in that game.
Look,
I don't,
please.
I don't know.
We destroyed ourselves.
That's true, Mr. You know.
I don't know what defense y'all watch, but if you doubt the Chiefs defense, then you didn't watch us.
I'm not doubting the Chiefs defense.
I didn't say you. I'm talking about in the chat.
I know you're talking in general, but
DG, will you say this though? I want to say your defense did not start off as you kind of did what you guys did, except for last year because y'all was balling all the way through. I think this year your defense did not start off very strong, but again, heading into the playoffs or heading towards the end of the season, that defense really, really like came together and got better and better and better. Would you not agree with that? Do you think you guys started off as strong as you ended up this season?
This year, starting off the year, the defense was carrying this team.
Yeah, the offense was an issue.
The offense was an issue.
Oh, bro, you know
And
what?
then
You're right. You ain't even lying about that. Right. You're
midpoint-
absolutely right.
Midpoint through the season, when Jalen Watson went down, our defense took a little bit of a decline. And then once we got Charles Omenihu back on the back half of our season, our defense and getting Jalen Watson.
Yeah, no, you're right. Your defense was carrying in the beginning for sure. Yeah, that's right. My bad. You completely
And to a point, Auntie, that you just said, the Chiefs they're a team that don't really shoot themselves in the foot. They're not, they don't
beat themselves.
They don't beat themselves.
Right.
So like
in the playoffs, right.
In the playoffs.
They can look like crap in the regular season.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
They wing it
difference.
in the regular
playoff
season, but in the
gear kicks
playoffs-
in and they go play solid. Like they
They
play
don't beat
solid
themselves
football.
in the
But what I'm
playoffs.
saying is they don't do nothing. That's the thing. They don't do nothing fancy. He don't try to be Superman. I think he learned you don't have to be Superman, much like kind of what Josh did. None of that. You just play solid football, execute on the important details, and just move on. And usually the other team will start to beat themselves.
It's just the Texans O line was so
That's
bad.
how we
didn't
lost
we
to
didn't
'em.
We didn't see a
Both
real
Super
test
Bowls
this
we
year.
beat
So
ourselves both times when we lost to them. You just gotta beat them at all phases of the game, man. Offense, defense, and special teams. If you
man, when
think
we
you're gonna
lost
do
to them,
that.
it was just
I'll
we
let
just
us
were
Holly
we were
Hood
just
for the next
unlucky that the
question.
rules weren't changed, the overtime rules, and we just got unlucky with the league and shit. But yeah, I do agree with you.
My God, bro, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, hold on, dog, because I don't want to hear it. When we lost to Brady in 2018, we tried to change the rules. The league told us no.
That's fair.
Then it happens to y'all, and now all of a sudden they want to change the rules the next year.
No, DG. No, actually, the Ravens had actually put in to change that rule too.
Yeah, I know.
Around that time. Before then,
Yes.
the Ravens actually tried to get the overtime rules changed in the postseason, and they told us no.
And
Right.
it didn't change until everybody was crying about Josh Allen not getting the ball in the 13-second game.
Now that is absolutely true because my
And
coach
the thing
commented
is,
on how he tried to get it changed.
and the thing is this, is they absolutely should have changed the rule.
Yeah,
Because that was too good of a game
Yeah.
for it to end
That was
like
such
that,
a sad
dog.
way to end the game. That
Like
was my
for
point.
that to
What a
end
sad
like that, like he don't touch, like they was rolling. But again, that defense, you got to find a way to stop a nigga at 13 seconds.
That's
That's true.
fact.
Our defense should have stopped him.
I agree both ways.
Like it was
Well,
an
the thing
effed up
about
way
it was,
to end, but also you got. But
AB,
their
that was
defense
to
was
tie the game.
gas too. Like their defense was gas. They had just.
That wasn't even
their
to win
defense
the
was gas.
game. That was to tie the game.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
13
saying.
seconds was to
Your
tie the
defense.
game.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The defense, you got to show up and from the jump. Like we hate that it ended it the way it did with them not getting the ball back at all, Josh Allen. But at the end of the day, you got to stop them at 13.
Defense got to listen, dog. We
shouldn't even been in overtime. We shouldn't even been in overtime.
They changed the rules and it screwed Heaven them out of the title last year.
It did. If we being
It's
honest,
a domino effect. That's crazy.
Nah, you guys not having an elite.
But once again, in that moment, no excuses.
Who out of a title
I think
last
Kyle
year?
should have went for it. He shouldn't have kicked
the
field goal. He
Niners
shoulda went
because
for the touchdown.
they took with the rules now.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember now.
It's best for you to kick off and play defense first.
Play defense so you see what happens.
And that's why I was mad at Kyle. Why would you accept the kick and kick a field goal?
Exactly.
If
I
you
had no idea why
accept the
Kyle
kick,
did
bro,
You
might
gotta
as
go
well
for a
go for
touchdown.
7.
Yeah, that's a fireball
You might
offense.
as well go
For
for
being
it for all
honest, I don't
that.
know what Kyle was thinking.
You don't kick
I'll
the
never-
field goal.
He was on the yum sauce.
I'll
Hollywood.
never forget Pat's eyes when y'all said we'll receive. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Hollywood.
I was like,
Kyle
Kyle
was
did
on
the
that
fourth
yum
down
sauce.
come. I said, Kyle, go for it. I said, this nigga gonna kick the field goal.
Kyle just probably wanted the game to finish, bro. He probably wanted to go home.
He pissed me off with that, bro. But that's my dog, though. That's my dog.
All right, Hollywood. We rapping? Where we at?
Can I ask one question though?
Hell no.
No, I'm being serious. Just one serious question though.
Go ahead. I'll be forgetting y'all can see my face.
Can we all agree though that like even the winner of this game is really going to win the Super Bowl? We all agree that the NFC, they don't stand no chance, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? These are the two best teams in the league.
I
No,
agree.
we cannot all agree to that.
I can agree with you,
We cannot all
Mazak.
agree to that.
I can agree with you, Mazak.
I can agree with you on that, Mazak. I think the winner of this game wins the Super Bowl.
I agree.
That's because I remember when the Lions won the first seed, we were all in here. The Lions fans were all gassing the NFC North division, acting like it was some crazy division, saying it was one of the toughest divisions. And then none of those guys made it to the conference game or even made it past the division.
They all got waxed. They all was one and done.
Exactly. We could all agree that the NFC, really, except like the Eagles and like maybe the Niners, are like the two only elite teams that really are
Like
on
that's
that, on that
crazy,
side.
Vinny. Like no,
Hello?
I ain't agreeing to that. I don't know
What you
who's
mean?
going to win the NFC. And
All I'm saying is these teams. All I'm saying is that these teams that's at the NFC Championship game right now got lucky that two teams, one that I don't even want to include in this conversation, but two teams
AB
just wasn't on their game this year.
AB only saying that because she hating.
How you don't want to include us when y'all?
Hey, but
you know what? I'm gonna let. You know.
I will tell you this, Mazak. If y'all make it to the,
all right.
I will tell you this, Mazak. If you all make it to the Super Bowl and you lose to an NFC East team,
that would be terrible.
Again,
somebody locked up.
Fingers crossed that happens.
Good night. Heading back to my cell before lights out. What?
Yeah, Chiefs of Holland.
Oh, he locked up.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
damn.
if y'all lose to another NFC East team, well, I guess not another. Well, yeah, the Eagles. Because if the Eagles make it and y'all lose to them, the NFC East
Is
would
he
have
really
swept
locked
y'all.
up?
Yes, the
Yes.
NFC East
Oh,
would have
no,
swept
No,
y'all
I'm
it's
so
in the Super Bowl.
sorry.
it's a parody.
Nah, but you see, let's be honest. Even DG agrees. We're licking
So
our
he's not
chops.
really in jail.
Like if let's say one of us wins, whatever, and it's the Commanders at the Bowl, we're licking our chops. That'll probably be our easiest game of the playoffs. That'll probably be easier than the Broncos, especially for
Yeah,
me.
I
You
don't
know what I'm saying?
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
if y'all
yeah.
win and make it to the Super Bowl, I'm not guaranteeing that a win
What?
for the
That'll
AFC.
probably be our easiest matchup, though. That's you know what I'm saying.
If
I
it's
don't
the
see the
Eagles,
I don't see
if
the
it's the
Commanders
Eagles,
beating the Chiefs. I
if
don't see that.
it's the
Yeah,
Eagles,
the Eagles.
I
That's
can't
fair.
guarantee that.
The Eagles got a
The
chance.
Eagles are a good team. Eagles
The
are a
I
Eagles
good
don't
got
team.
think
a chance.
now hold on. I don't think the Eagles beating the Chiefs. I'm talking about if the Bills make it.
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles beat the Chiefs
If
either.
Josh Allen and them boys finally get past Patrick Mahomes, you can cancel Christmas. You talking about a shark smelling
I
blood?
mean, shit.
I
I
don't
wish you
care
could
who
cancel
coming out
Christmas.
the
That's
NFC.
why I said what I
I don't
said.
care
If
who
they
coming
beat
out the
if
NFC.
Mahomes and
If he called him Gogeta, whatever, he turning into he turning into the Super Saiyan of all Saiyans.
So
Ain't
we go
no
agree
way
that he's
he
the best
walking
then?
into
yeah,
Shut
I
up, Zach.
agree. I
Ain't no
agree.
way he get past Patrick Mahomes and he only go that
And you
far
go
just
to
to
the
get that
bowl and
far.
lose?
Hell nah.
Yeah,
No.
I'm with the
Ain't
wife
no
on
way.
this.
Ain't
They
no
beat
way. That nigga
Mahomes and them.
he will carry that
They
whole
Wait,
win a Super
stadium on
Bowl.
his
did the
back.
Bills play the Eagles this season?
Nah,
No, they haven't.
we played the
Okay.
Lions. We didn't get lucky enough to
But
play the
I
Eagles.
agree with
Right,
her.
but you ain't
They
played
beat
the
Mahomes
Eagles.
and them. I think
So we saw
Buffalo
y'all.
get it done.
We saw y'all get embarrassed by them, and we were like, "Nah, we're good." We played the Lions instead, though. That's a good. The Lions are just.
No,
as
we
good,
lost. We didn't
respectfully.
get embarrassed by them. But Zach, if you had any kind of sense, you'll keep putting your energy towards y'all playing y'all game Sunday and stop and keep the Ravens out of your
Nah,
mouth,
we're missing
bro.
Taylor.
You
We're missing Taylor
already
Rapp.
went past us. You
Okay.
already went
All
past
right, we
us. So you
done.
don't have any reason to bring us
All
up,
right.
bro. Concentrate on your game on Sunday.
I
Relax. Act
will.
like
I
you've
will.
been there before.
Okay, fair. My bad. My
real
bad. I
quick,
apologize.
because I
apologize.
think Holly might be asleep. Holly,
No, I just want one more question. If he
she
beats
sleep.
Mahomes and he wins the Super Bowl, is he the best QB going
No.
forward, or he has to do it
Zach,
again?
no.
He has to win again. He has to win the next
Why
game.
y'all listen to this man
What do you mean,
question?
no, I'm
Let's
saying
call these games real quick because we
currently
about to
heavy.
wrap.
I'm saying if
Go
he
to
wins,
bed, Zach. Go to bed,
I know.
please.
If he wins, he has to do it again next year. Like how much more times does he need to win?
We'll
to
figure
be
that.
over
We'll
Mahomes?
cross that bridge when we get there, Zach.
All right, man. Fair enough. All right, you got it.
If he wins MVP and he wins the Super Bowl and he wins Super Bowl MVP, Josh Allen, let's say he does all of that.
Yeah.
Then going into next season, you have to say he's the best quarterback.
No.
Because we would say that about anybody else. If
No,
he
you
wins
don't.
all
You
three
would
of
say
those
he's
things.
number 2.
No, we wouldn't.
No, you don't.
How does he
No,
jump
we
in front of
wouldn't.
Patrick Mahomes?
No, we
say
wouldn't.
Lamar.
Because he beat him.
Still
What?
say
Going
Patrick is
into
the best
next
quarterback.
season, based off of what we saw all this year, and if he wins Super Bowl MVP, and wins a Super Bowl going into next year, he is number 1.
Okay.
Hey,
No, he's
Because
not.
we would do that
Because
for any other goddamn quarterback.
No,
hold
you
on.
would
When
do
Patrick
that. Don't put
lost
us
to
in your madness.
when
You would
Patrick
do
lost
that.
to Tom Brady, who did we say was the best quarterback in the NFL that next year? Patrick Mahomes, right?
No.
Yes, we did.
No,
Listen.
don't say yes, we did. People were still saying that Tom Brady was the GOAT because he beat the baby GOAT and he was the best in the going into the season.
Being
Stop.
the GOAT, and being the
Niggas was
best.
still putting Tom Brady at
being the
number
GOAT,
1.
Being
No,
the
they
GOAT,
wasn't.
and then being the best quarterback the next
Because
season.
I still had Mahomes over Brady.
Can
even
I
when Brady
can
beat
I
him.
say something?
Go ahead,
Oh,
DJ.
how is that possible when Mahomes has already done that?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Been there,
Mahomes
done that.
is a 3-time Super Bowl champ. He got 3 league MVPs, 3 Super Bowl MVPs.
2022, he won the regular season MVP. He also won Super Bowl MVP the same year. He's the only quarterback to do that since Kurt Warner.
Yeah, because
did it in
usually when you win the
99.
MVP, you typically lose the Super Bowl.
You typically lose the Super
That's
Bowl.
what- that's-
Super Bowl.
that
When
was the
we're
narrative,
talking
yeah.
about, I don't like how my panel's acting a little slow. So
No,
I'm
you
gonna
saying
slow
we.
this
You
down.
kind of correlating us in your
No.
madness.
I don't
Stand
like
on
how
that
y'all
shit by
acting
yourself.
slow. So I'm gonna slow this down for y'all.
Mhm.
When we talk about
You.
players going into the next season, we are not talking about their career as a whole. Do we not have those conversations? Do we talk about what they accomplished the year before and what they are going into next year? Do we
Okay.
not have those conversations?
That's fine.
Yes, but guess what? But
I'm
guess
not
who's
done.
not doing all of that?
I'm not done. Because again, so let
But
me finish.
again,
I'm saying based off of this season, and if he does those three things, only if he does those three things. I mean, goddamn, if he don't do all three things, I'm not saying that he's the best person or he's the best quarterback. I'm saying that if he does those three things in addition to the season that he had, compared to the season Mahomes just had, going into the next season, I would say that Josh Allen is the best quarterback
There
going
you
to the
go.
next season.
So there you
And
go.
I'm
Say
saying,
you,
I say
you, I. You just said I would
say
say. That's you.
y'all would say y'all
We
do
would
it
not
every
say
other
that.
year. That's
I.
fine. Y'all do
We
it every
don't do
other
that
year, but it's
every
cool.
other
It's
year.
fine. It's
I.
cool.
We
It's
don't do
cool.
that every other year
All
Here
because
we
I'm
go.
saying
I.
is
because when
all
Tom
I'm
Brady
saying
beat
is
Patrick
we're not
Mahomes,
Here we
having
I
go.
still had Mahomes as the best
Not
a
quarterback.
we.
conversation about the career. We're having about the
Not
year.
we.
Y'all don't want to do it this
I.
time, but any other time we do it. But
Not
okay.
we. I.
But
But
it's
that's what
cool.
we
I
talking
got
about,
y'all.
Vinny.
I
We're
got
not
y'all.
talking about. We
We
talking.
not. Don't
He
drag
said
nobody
we.
else in your
He said
opinion.
we. No, we
There's
wasn't
no
doing that.
we.
It
Y'all
wasn't
like to
Okay.
we.
say
If
y'all
you were
Okay.
like
doing
to
it, then
say
you were
we.
doing it, not
Everybody
we.
All
don't
right.
think the same.
I'm
Everybody
not
don't
doing
answer the
it.
same.
That's for
Okay.
sure.
So only you.
I'm
Mazak,
definitely not doing
Mazak, that
Oh,
would be
Ashley.
typically what folks do, but
No,
they're
so
not
yeah,
doing it
but
this
so
time.
basically,
No,
Okay.
all that means is no. Actually, all that
It's
means
fine.
is when people start making the tiers, they're going to put Josh Allen on the tier or Mahomes with the tier. Mahomes is still going to be first, and then they'll put Josh Allen
Exactly.
there on the same tier on the mountain,
Exactly.
and then the rest of the quarterbacks will be the next. Will be the
no,
Exactly.
he
I
goes
the
stay
think
ones
number
down
two.
it's simple.
on the second row.
Heavy.
It's
So you
But
simple.
I
basically
still
saying
don't.
he goes stay
It
where
takes
he is.
more. I think it takes more. He's not up there. Yo, Mahomes sitting up there by himself, Mazak. What do you? Why am I talking to
Hey, I
this
got a
child? It is
question.
past your
I'm saying
bedtime.
he's number two.
When
I'm
But
saying
at the
most
end of the
people think he's
day,
number two.
at the end of
Matthew
the day,
Stafford won the
it's going to take a little bit more to surpass Patrick Mahomes. It is what it is.
And that's
It's
how I
going to
feel,
take
RP.
more.
That's
when Matthew
how I
Stafford
feel.
won the Super Bowl, who was the best quarterback going into the league the next year?
When who won the Super Bowl?
When Matthew Stafford won it, who was everybody saying was the best
If
quarterback?
the
in the
answer
league?
wasn't Matthew Stafford, Lou, who was we saying,
It was
Lou?
Yours
Mahomes,
fuck was
but
not him.
Who was we
it was
saying, Lou?
it was
Because the answer
Mahomes.
wasn't Matthew Stafford. Because
Nah,
I
it was
still say
Mahomes, but
Patrick Mahomes.
Stafford won an MVP. If Stafford
Matthew
won an
Stafford didn't
MVP,
even
and what?
win Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford was the Super Bowl
Yeah,
running back.
Right? Can
Again.
we
if he
move
did,
But
on?
hold
I
on,
don't
Lou,
feel
hold on,
like
Lou.
keep caping for
Excuse
Mahomes right
me.
now. Like this
Further
is
back,
Again,
crazy.
Lou.
I
Let's go
literally
further
just
back,
gave
Lou.
y'all.
Let's
I
let's
literally just gave
let's
y'all
go further back,
three
Lou. Let's go
things
further
that
back, Lou.
even has to happen
Hold
for
on,
that
Lou.
to be for me to consider
We
him
still
or for
not.
him to be
Hold
considered the
on, Lou.
best.
I'll give you
That is what
that.
I'm saying.
I'll give
I
you the
literally just
same
gave
thing.
y'all three things.
I'll give you the
I
same
just
thing,
said he
Lou.
had to win MVP, win a Super Bowl, and on top of that, win Super Bowl MVP. I
That nigga
literally gave
still ain't
y'all
gonna be the
three
best
of the
quarterback
things
next year.
that were that likely, in all likelihood, probably. I actually don't know. I'm not gonna say it probably won't happen. I
She
don't know.
said
I don't
likely.
think he's winning. I'm not gonna say that he going. I don't know if he win the Super Bowl. I don't know all that. But I literally just gave y'all three things that would propel him in terms of now Mazak ain't putting me in no trick bag because I'm not talking about for the whole fucking career. That is clear. While we're having that conversation, that's not the conversation I'm having. So Mazak put somebody in a trick bag because I'm talking about if he accomplishes those three things, he's the best quarterback going into next season. If Mazak is
That's
talking
my
about
question.
All
career,
right, that's your
duh.
I'm talking
opinion.
about going
No,
into next
Mazak,
season.
but I
That's
think
your
that you were
opinion.
talking about career
No,
overall,
I was
Mazak.
going into
I
next
think
season. I
that
said who's going to
I
be
don't
number
know.
one
He
going
definitely said
forward.
going into next season.
I
He
said
did
going
say
into
Oh,
that.
next
okay.
year.
All right.
No,
Well,
All
but
right,
Heavy,
so
my
that's
point
okay.
is,
that's her opinion. She going with. We can
we
move
got
on.
you
And
Heavy.
Okay.
So
I
basically for
still say
y'all,
no.
And that's
And
Heavy
still
for
that's
say no
y'all.
fine.
too, Lou.
That's
Because
fine.
you're Chris Lewis. I'm David Butler. That's
Okay, cool.
DG.
But
Everybody got their own opinion.
but Heavy,
That's
You in that
cool.
my
boat by
point is, my
yourself.
one pushback for y'all is if let's say he's
Don't
number,
push
let's
back,
say
Mazak.
yeah. No, I'm just saying
Yeah, because
if
I'm
he
ready.
if he
You
wins,
know
Don't
what I mean? My
don't
phone
push
is dying.
don't push back, Mazak.
My
no.
phone
I'm
is
Don't do
saying
it.
dying, bro.
if he wins, he's number two. If he loses, he's number two. He's
That's
staying in the same
cool.
place.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
What?
he's to
Tomato,
me he's
So
number
he
tomato.
two
just
no
go
matter
stay in the
what.
same place?
Tomato, tomato. Let's cut the whole thing off.
Fuck that, man. Like
One of
that's
him must be
I
asleep.
guess. Like
Okay,
what?
wait a
Yeah,
minute.
he's
So
sleep
y'all
for sure.
saying if he lose the game Sunday, so he loses in the AFC
He's the
Championship,
second best
and he
quarterback in
does
the league.
not win, a MVP either, right? I'm saying potentially that
Mhm.
going into next season, he's still number two.
No.
Who would be
I
over
said
him?
earlier.
I
I
ain't
said
saying.
no.
I don't know about that.
I said
Joe
no. I said
Burrow, the
because
dude who
Joe
didn't
Burrow
make
was
the
able to
playoffs,
beat Mahomes to go
the
to
guy
Super
who
Bowl.
didn't make the playoffs is
happen.
going to be over him. Come on, Heavy, the guy who couldn't make the
I
playoffs.
said Joe Burrow beat him and went to a Super Bowl. So no, Josh Allen would not be
Come
over
on,
Joe
Heavy,
Burrow.
that is not a real win. That DeMar Hamlin was injured, everyone was still
Well, I
over that
mean,
loss,
listen,
man.
bro.
You can't count
You
that.
asking for my opinion? I'm giving you my answer to my
You
opinion.
can't count that. You can't count that win. Come on, don't be like that, Heavy.
That's my opinion, brother. and I'm
I know
sticking
we're
to
not
it.
talking about DeMar
That's
Hamlin.
fair. That's
You know
fair.
what I'm
I'm just
saying?
saying, like, bro,
We didn't
most
have
people,
DeMar
I'm saying the
Hamlin.
majority.
He's
One
eligible
thing
for
you know
comeback
about him,
player of the
he gonna
year. He's
stand. He
eligible
gonna
for
That was
stand
comeback
on
last
player of the
year,
year this
wasn't
year.
it?
That was last year,
No,
Virginia.
That's
this
one
year.
thing you. That's one thing you know,
I
Mizak.
actually saw it.
How he
He's
eligible and he came back last
he
year?
was eligible for, I think, because of the way that he played this year. Like last year, yes, he was on the field, but he did not really play, and we all
Yeah,
knew
he
that
didn't
and
play much
said
last year.
no. But this season, he actually played a significant role on the team in his position. So I saw the they put out the vote things for something, and he was one of the candidates on there for comeback player of the year.
Who?
DeMar Hamlin.
DeMar Hamlin.
DeMar
But I
Hamlin.
think I'm not asking. I think majority of NFL fans. I think majority of the fans, just NFL fans in general, have Josh Allen number 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think
Well,
most of them have
that's
number 2.
majority, but that ain't
Yeah,
everybody.
that's fair. I'm just saying
Most people got
majority.
Lamar Jackson
It,
though.
okay,
If you're talking about
I
career
think I think
wise,
the lot. I
since
think the
that's what
lot.
we talking about.
That's
Yeah.
what makes
Yeah,
sports
fair.
what it is, because everybody have an opinion, and everybody gonna stand on their opinion.
That's a fair point.
That's what makes sports talk. That's why we talking now, because everybody up here got a different opinion.
That's fair.
Did
You know what this
sleep?
reminds me of? This was like when that's like you saying when Kawhi won the championship 2019, he wasn't better than LeBron the year after.
And I was one of those people that agreed that he wasn't better than LeBron.
Okay.
And I'm not even a LeBron fan.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, before we get off of here, I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all saw this. JT Barrett is going to be the Bears quarterback coach.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who?
JT Barrett.
He was the Lion. He was with the Lions. The Lions grabbed the Bears. Grabbed
Yeah,
a lot of
and he
people
was
over there.
he was also he was a former quarterback.
Ain't
for
that
Chicago
wild?
Lions is crazy.
So,
By
That's
the way,
crazy
he
the
was
way
mid
they
as a
went over
quarterback
to
in
the
college, but
division.
that's another story.
Hollywood must
So
be
did
sleep.
y'all
All right,
talk
we about to
about
wrap
all
y'all.
the did y'all talk about the head coaching positions filled so far?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to
So
talk
the
about
Saints
it
and the
anymore,
Cowboys
DG.
next. I don't like the way you said that, C.
Oh,
I
Luke.
don't like it. First of
So the
all,
Cowboys and the Saints.
you didn't.
You
The
missed the
Cowboys have a
Cowboys.
head coach.
The Cowboys have a head coach.
Oh,
Brian
that's right.
Brian Schottenheimer.
Schottenheimer. Yeah. Good lord.
Shoddy too hotty.
I had that name all messed up.
That's what we call him. His name is Shoddy Too Hotty.
Brottenheimer is insane.
Oh yeah,
Who
no.
the
I
hell?
was asking y'all. So what
Right
team
now.
did he just come from? What team did he just come from?
The Cowboys.
The same team he on now.
Oh, look, what position was he?
Nothing.
The
The
offensive
offensive
He was
coordinator.
nothing. He was nothing, Miss
He was the
Gina.
OC,
Nothing.
Auntie.
Nothing. You
I'm
don't
sorry,
even know
Ashley.
him. You're
I'm
not even
sorry.
familiar with him.
He was
You
already
don't
on
even
staff,
know
Miss
his
Gina.
name. You didn't even know he was our
Yeah, he
offensive
was already on the
coordinator
staff.
because he was so far Mike's.
Brian
All right, I
Schottenheimer.
just
We
need the
appreciate y'all
Saints.
for tapping in.
Go ahead and get there so I can be officially official with my OC. I just need the Saints to go ahead and do theirs then. Oh yeah, because my
Oh
people
yeah,
trying
the
to come
Saints. I
after
think the
Monkey.
Saints end up getting Mike McCarthy though. I think he low key go there.
Lamar. I was already on the list, Lamar. I didn't even know why I was on there. I'm already on there.
Are we done
they
here?
end up getting him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should wrap. I can
We've
see
been on here for a
things
minute. Yeah.
kind of getting
Please.
tense over there for you.
Yeah,
so.
we'd
Yeah.
have been here for almost 3.5 hours.
We appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? This was cool. I'm happy y'all was able to get us on camera.
This was fun.
Again, championship weekend. This is. Oh wait! So before we go, who's in the Super Bowl? Who we got? Panel first.
No comment.
You ain't getting me.
Y'all don't
Bills.
want to. Y'all gotta give a
Nope.
prediction. Like what?
Listen. I'm about to give you one.
I ain't getting you.
Bills, Eagles.
Ugh.
And the Eagles win. The Bills get swept by the NFC East. Actually, not to be honest with you. I said it earlier. We getting the Commander-in-Chief Super Bowl. You know, got a new president this year, unfortunately.
That's effed up
Yeah.
too.
Commander-in-Chief.
Us and whoever.
Chiefs and whoever.
Us and whoever.
Man, I wish the Colts was playing you niggas in the championship game. Y'all would not make it.
I cannot wait to play y'all next year. Oh my god, bro! I hope we dog walk them. I really hope we dog walk the Colts.
Y'all
I'm
suck
about
in the
to
regular
lose.
season for
I
real,
can't
DG.
wait
I
to
don't know about
bust
that.
y'all.
I'm about to lose my
Okay.
voice. I'm about to lose my voice at Arrowhead next year. It's gonna be crazy.
I think
I hope you come here and lose. I'm talking.
I think I hate to say it. I gotta see it to believe it. I think the Chiefs make it out of the AFC.
Go ahead and say it, AB.
she don't. That other game, she don't care about.
She don't care about it at all.
I'm gonna go with experience
So you go out with the Eagles.
over
She
non-experience.
going with Dan Quinn.
So I'm
So
gonna
you're
go. I'm gonna go Chiefs Eagles. Chiefs win. Because I'm gonna have to root for y'all.
3 feet, baby.
That would be
Briscoe said,
disgusting.
"Well,
That's gonna be
Commanders winning."
disgusting. That's gonna be disgusting. That's actually gonna be really
It's
disgusting.
history.
That's gonna
History
be
on the
What's gonna be
disgusting.
history?
3 feet. It's
Well, Briscoe, the thing is, I don't. Both of these teams can go to hell. Honestly, I don't care. I'm tapped out. I'm emotionally tapped out of that. So, okay, so I got Chiefs, Eagles. You got Chiefs and whoever. DG, Lou, you got
Chiefs Commanders.
Chiefs, Commanders, and Heb. You said no comment.
Actually, I got Commander in Chief. You know,
Com-
you gotta say it like that.
I'm gonna just watch some good football. This is gonna be the
Commander
time.
and Chiefs is crazy.
This is the time I don't want to give a pick. You know what I mean? Maybe you know what I mean. I'm done giving out picks. Y'all gotta eventually finally beat me. I'm on a 2-year streak.
oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You're on 2-year streak for what?
Winning the pick'ems.
Uh,
Yeah. If y'all knew better, y'all do better. You know what I'm saying?
So can I say mine?
out of there.
That
Mine is
hurts.
just based on pure haterade. So it's not based off of football, nothing. I'm just being upfront. It's based off of pure haterade. So
We don't want to hear it, Miss Gina, if it's hate.
what? How
Yeah,
Because
Peter, I
we
just
want
want
to
to watch
hear.
some
We
good
want to.
football, man.
We
I
want to
ain't-
hear the logical Miss Gina, the non-biased Miss Gina.
why? The way you
Because
been
I
hating
had
at
to
me
be
the whole
non-biased
time,
just now.
that is the pot calling the kettle black.
I had to be
Bruh.
non-biased just
She had
now.
to be unbiased, even though she picked
No.
the Chiefs because she
I'm
said
saying so for me, for my haterade watch, I need the Bills to beat the Chiefs because
Haterade watch
sending the
is
Chiefs
crazy.
to the Super Bowl is just like you might as well. They except for Brady but the year they lost to them, the O line was trash.
See, that's why you don't give
Mahomes
Miss
was
Gina the
hurt.
mic, because it's
Yada yada
just.
yada. No, I'm saying.
I mean,
So
the
So
Chiefs O-line trash
the
is
Bills
ridiculous.
beat the Chiefs, but then the Bills go to and lose to the Eagles. That would for me that would be my best case scenario for like the haterade parade. But
So
honestly,
you're okay with
my
Josh
thing is
Allen making another Super Bowl or Super Bowl before Lamar
I'm going to
did?
say he's never been there.
Yeah, but I
So
said you're
going
okay
there
with
to
him
me,
making a
going
Super
there and
Bowl.
losing is worse than not making it, in my opinion. In my personal opinion, if you're gonna go, you need to win. Because to go and lose
You
to
don't
me
want to
is
lose.
worse pain than losing in the AFC
You never
I
or
think
want
it
the
to
depends on who
NFC
you are.
or the whatever.
Trust me,
In
I
my
I think
know.
it
personal
depends on
opinion.
who you. I think it depends on the team who you are. I
I've
would
seen
give. I would
I've seen
I
give.
three
just
of
I
them.
rather
would
I've seen
not
3
go.
give.
losses
I'd
in the
rather
last
not
10
go.
years.
I would give my left toe just a sniff.
I've
Just a
seen 3
sniff
losses in the last
beer
12
in
years.
a
Trust
Super
me,
Listen,
Bowl
I know.
city. Just a sniff
hell,
beer in a Super Bowl city.
ain't nothing worse than a Super Bowl L.
I've seen 3 losses in the last 12 years. Trust
Oh,
me,
Nothing
I
man,
know.
shit. Our last Super Bowl to the Saints. It's
getting
still haunts me
smacked
to
by
this day.
Brady in his crib.
A
Oh yeah.
participation
I don't want to
trophy
go
for
to that.
losing at the
Peyton
Super
Peyton
Bowl
throwing
But see,
that.
y'all
is
made
not
up for
it.
that though,
That's
DG.
just
You
not
Yeah,
feel
we
it.
me?
It's
did.
You
not
But
made up for that.
that shit hurt.
I've
Game.
seen 3 losses
Hey,
straight, brother.
Well, I can
3
say that I
losses.
don't.
yeah, you
I
can't
don't know
relate.
what it's like. I can relate because I don't know what it's like to see a
You
Super
don't know what
Bowl
it's
and
like to
not
get
win
there.
it. Oh, baby, I know what it's like to get there.
You was like
Stink-a-dink.
2.
Though
Yeah,
I
the
wasn't.
Cowboys don't.
I
Yeah,
was 12.
yeah. She talking about Brady though, because the Cowboys ain't
Respect
been
me.
there.
I was
You know what
12.
I'm saying?
You was like 2.
Yeah,
I was
Like
12.
you don't know what it feels like to
So
make the
I
Super
know
Bowl.
I don't know. I can't relate of like getting there consecutive years and not winning because we won, 3 out of 4.
The Cowboys
Anyway,
won 3 out of 4.
Back in the 90s, right?
You wasn't watching none of that.
Yes,
that's what I'm
No, you
saying,
wasn't.
young.
No,
I
you
She
was
was
wasn't.
like
12.
2, bro.
You don't remember that Leon Let?
Send me you on my
You
list
don't remember
again.
that Leon
You
Let?
didn't
You
even
don't
know what
remember
was
that.
going on.
You
I
ain't
knew
know
Big
what was
Leon
going on.
let.
You didn't even know what was going on.
I
I
still
knew Big
remember that
Leon
Super
let.
Bowl party. I still
Wait,
remember that Super Bowl party my
AB,
folks
how
had
old
when
are
y'all
you?
played the
How old?
Steelers in the
You
Super
was
Bowl. I
12.
remember that Super Bowl y'all won.
Mhm.
In 93 and 94, you was 12.
Hell no, she wasn't.
We didn't
no,
win in
'cause
'93 and '94.
You're not that much older than
Y'all
me.
did win in
You
93.
was not 12.
Y'all
In
94,
93,
95,
94.
96.
You was like 6.
I mean
94,
97.
95, we won.
94, 95, y'all won?
Yeah.
We can settle
We
this right now.
won 2, lost 1, and then won the third one.
Yeah, I won
But I thought that
95,
was in like
96.
97.
Y'all won 95, 96.
95, 96. That's how
97
low
was the
score was. That's a
No,
damn shame.
they won 94, 95,
It was like
94, 96.
maybe 8.
That's what I said. That's why I'm
Yeah,
like,
They
wait a
won
minute.
93, 94. We won 94, 95.
Because 93, 94, and then they won 95, 96.
Yeah, I just
I
said
thought we
that.
won 96. I was a season ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was 5 when y'all won the Super
They
Bowl.
won, the
You what, like
Packers
3
won.
years
So?
older than me? You
The
like
Packers
Nigga,
won 96,
I
97.
was 12.
You wasn't 12, nigga.
You
Definitely
don't know
wasn't
my
12.
age.
You was like 3-4 years older than me, nigga.
She for sure was.
You was not 12. I was 5.
In 96, I was 10, so there's no way she could have been 12.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way you was 12.
No way she was 12.
You was like 8 years old, my nigga. You didn't know what was going on.
Don't tell me. I knew what I was going on. If these little boys can go out here and play the game of football, how come I didn't know it at 8?
Man,
okay. Don't tell me I ain't up.
Them niggas ain't know what was going on either at 8.
Listen, man.
She
I
knew
remember-
Emmitt Smith. That was it.
I remember my folks having that
I knew
Super
Troy
Bowl party.
Aikman.
And
My,
Aikman.
my
and
brother had his
Michael
whole
Irvin.
Cowboys gear
And
on.
Them
Irvin.
3.
My brother Wes still got that picture from that day they won the Super Bowl. He had his Cowboys hat on his Troy Aikman jersey. He still got the picture to this day.
Well, I called my mother the other night and blamed her for my failures in life as a Cowboys fan. Wow. No. She wasn't nice about it.
You gotta call her tomorrow too, because it's Schottenheimer.
Oh man, y'all know she
too high.
y'all know she gonna go off about that.
I ain't
know
gonna
she
lie though.
gonna go
I'm
off.
gonna say this though.
She be
You know what I mean?
wilding out.
This is I get, and I'm gonna say this. You know what I mean? Because I get it. Y'all not feeling Jerry Jones, but y'all Cowboys fans that's talking about y'all ain't being Cowboys fans because what's going on right now? If they turn around and be on some shit this year, stand on that.
Jazz.
Stand on that. Whoever you are.
Jazz said she about to see a Super Bowl this
Stand
year.
on that.
I'm
Jazz said
confused.
she gone.
We've had years where our offense is great. Like,
No, I'm
we've been
talking
there for
about the
that
Cowboys.
too.
If the Cowboys start out hypothetically, they start out 7-1,
We've been there
6-2.
before. We've seen
Remember
that
you
before.
said you ain't rocking with them.
We've been there before. I ain't say I wasn't
Yeah,
rocking.
if you,
I
But
didn't
know
say
it.
you. I said whoever the
Yeah.
people that quit on.
you know what's gonna happen if they start 6-7-1.
If
or
they
Oh, I
start
already
winning-
know.
Oh, you
I
already know what's
DG,
gonna happen
but
then.
you gotta stand on
We
that.
going to the
Don't quit
Super
on 'em.
Bowl.
Don't quit on them.
It's our year.
Here's the
It's our year.
deal. I'm just trying to figure out what personnel y'all see with us having some kind of hot start.
We thought we took it. Commanders is the prime example. With their personnel, we didn't think they would be in the NFC Championship game, and here they are.
Yeah,
So
Dak
clearly
Prescott
anything is
coming back.
possible.
We got to see what happens in the offseason. We got to see what offseason moves.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what the Cowboys going
They
to do.
didn't do foot last
What they
offseason.
going to do.
Hold on.
Nothing.
Young. Dak Prescott cap hit is $90 million.
Oh, I know. But
They
I'm
ain't
just saying,
doing a
Luke.
damn thing in
I'm
free
just saying,
agency.
Luke,
I thought that
I'm
his
not
cap
trying to
hit
hear.
was $104 million.
No, his
Well,
cap
you
hit
know
is
they're
90
going to
million.
It's 90
they're going
million.
you know they're going to redo that though.
I'm just not trying to hear it because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Simba, $90
You got to
million.
be in the gym with him.
I
dog.
thought it was $104 million. I ain't gonna hold it. I thought it was not higher
Yeah,
than that.
Timber,
They can
it's 90
restructure
million. I had to double read it. I had to read it 3 times to make sure that was accurate. It's
They can
90
restructure.
million.
They already restructured him. So I mean, they can restructure again and kick some more money down the
They're
road.
gonna have to. They ain't gonna be able to make no moves if they don't
That's
do that.
cap hell, Peter. That's cap hell.
Like
How's it
90
cap hell when
million.
we ain't paying that
How
nobody
they
else?
already restructuring when he just got the contract?
Because I think
this
they
season?
restructured
That's
him
what
off
they
his
do.
last contract.
For sure.
I think they
This is-
restructured
this
his
is his
contract.
third
today.
one.
I told y'all that Dallas is a restructuring kind of team. That's what
Did
they
they
do. They be
restructure his?
restructuring
No,
the
they
hell
didn't.
out of their
Never mind.
contracts.
This is his third contract. So
They
that
probably
second
put
contract
it.
they restructured.
It's
But yeah,
probably
man.
structured
I
in a
mean,
way they
all I
can
say is,
restructure
man,
it.
listen, man.
Yeah.
Niggas been through hard times. 2-14, 5-11, 6-10, and all of that. You never know, man. Never know.
Yeah, we doing a damn thing.
You never know.
We can say that with confidence. That's why niggas jumping off the wagon because we ain't doing nothing. Now I will say this: listen, y'all don't know. I know so many people that jump from Commander fans to Ravens fans. obviously, for obvious reasons, it's an area, man, them people sick.
Stay
Them
down till you
people
come up.
sick.
You
Them
never
people
hop fence.
sick.
You never jump the fence, DG. You been through it, DG. You never jump the fence.
Gotta
Stay down till you come
bro.
up.
Gotta
I
stay
ain't
loyal.
jumped. I ain't
I
jumped the
feel
fence
like
yet.
I feel like here's the deal. I feel like those Commander fans though, like they had a reason to like dip off. Now they should have came back once Dan Snyder was out the building. You know what I'm saying? Like that he really ran that organization into the ground. Like so I can
Gotta
understand
stay
sliding
loyal
off
though.
while he was around, but once he came back, once he left and things started to turn around, at that point those Commanders fans should have been like, all right, look, the bad stuff is out of the building. It's a brand new start. Let me roll
Hey,
back over there.
look,
But then
You
people
know,
man.
you know
stayed
why
with the
I ain't
Ravens.
trying to
Then
hear
people
that?
stayed with the Ravens.
You know why I ain't trying to hear that? Because we went to that Niners and Commanders game last year. It was a lot of Commanders fans, OGs, dog, season ticket holders, there every game, knowing they wasn't good.
Yeah.
That's the fans I respect.
You gotta stay loyal, dog.
You gotta stay
Gotta
loyal,
stay
I
loyal.
dog.
mean, I
Because
get that, but I
this
also respect the fans that
this
took
is a life
action
lesson y'all about to
to
learn
make
right
things
now.
change too, though.
This is a life lesson you about to learn right now.
You saying that because that's how you feel, right?
For sure. This is a life lesson you about to learn right now. If you can switch
What
up,
you mean?
people
Sorry, I had to put on my
that jump the
scarf.
fence like that.
You about ready to take
Let me
action.
let me tell y'all something. People that jump the fence like that on their teams, that's the people you gotta watch out for in real life.
All right, Malcolm
I just gave
X.
you a life lesson right there.
My man trying to be Malcolm X and I am
No,
Malcolm
that's some real
X.
rap though.
No, it is. But but what I'm saying is again, that their whole thing is different though. Like that's why I'm switching up though. Like for real. Yes, it's a Silky.
A Silky is crazy.
You put on the Badu.
Gotta stay
Yeah,
loyal,
because it's time
man.
for night. It's time for night.
You
It's
got
1
that
o'clock in the
let's
morning.
take a long walk.
Even when it's bad, you gotta stay loyal, man.
I think
He
here's the
said,
deal.
"Loosen that bitch up."
Have I get that, but again, it was really, really bad with that, like with that organization. Like I respect the people that stayed down, but I also respect the people that was like, you're not getting any of my money. I'm not coming to the games until you put forth a winning product. That's the difference. Like you can stay down. People that stay down, at least maybe those organizations are putting forth like winning products. You know what I'm saying? Like
We
the
wasn't putting up
Commanders weren't
winning
doing
products
that
for
though.
years. We wasn't. The Niners was bad from 2004. 2005 to like 2010. We were terrible.
But who was like, but who was like,
we were
like, but
terrible.
y'all had, but it was the same owner though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But he wasn't out there doing bullshit like Dan Snyder was.
he wasn't out there BSing, and he also
wasn't.
wasn't like.
Listen,
did y'all feel like that he was deliberately like sabotaging y'all teams at times? Because that's for certain what the fans felt like in
there was a time
that's
where
for certain what Dan
there
Snyder
were a
was
time
doing
when
in
49ers
Washington.
fans was telling Jed York to sell a team. It's
I
out
mean,
there. The receipts is out there.
That's what the Colts fans are now.
They was telling Jed York to sell the team.
Either sell the team or give it to his daughters.
Sabotaging the organization. It's about what DG said: loyalty.
That boy Ursay on that booger shit.
Loyalty.
Yeah,
And now, if it's a
He
different
might be.
situation,
Shit.
now like what Chris Envy did, I understood his reason why he left the Cowboys because it was bigger than football. I can understand his reason. He got morals and principles on why he did what he did.
I mean, that's why Jerry said they doing what they do.
So that's why I respect that. But if you just switching up on the team because y'all not winning, that says a lot about your character. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's the same thing with us, man. We was flying banners talking about fire Carl Peterson and things of that nature. Like, but you gotta stay loyal through all the years.
Gotta stay loyal,
Tyler
bro. That says a lot
Palco,
about your character. It says a lot about your principles.
Tyler Digpen, Brody Coyle.
We've been saying for Ursay to sell the team or give it to his daughters.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Ursay on that shit again, but Ursay ain't doing well. I can tell you that.
On that shit again,
Like,
it's crazy. He hitting that glass.
I don't know if he on the shit again, but like I said, like
he's disgusting. That booger.
He's in his 60s. He in his 60s, and he out there looking like President Carter. Out
He
there.
on that booger shit, girl. I'm trying to tell you, boy.
He out there looking like President Carter.
You know what I'm saying, Peter?
Your
Yeah,
daughter.
man, you gotta listen. That's your squad. You gotta stay down till you come up, man. So I was happy, like, especially for her family that been rocking for him. I'm like, damn, the Commanders in the NFC chip. That's what's up, dog.
No, fuck them people. I
Y'all
love
rock.
it, but
I respect it, man.
I ain't even call my aunt and wish them
You
congratulations or
mad
nothing.
because
I ain't done none of that. My
you
whole
decided
family Commanders, y'all. They whole.
you
I ain't got none
decided
of
to
that
follow
fine.
your mama to being a Cowboys fan. Whose fault is that?
That was a choice she
My
made. That was a
mama's.
choice she made,
That
man.
was your mama fault.
We had
That's
choices.
crazy.
I tried to get my sons to be Niners
You
fans.
had
They said
you had
no.
a choice, gang. You could
Hey,
have
my
left.
I
son
tried to
ain't a
force the
Seahawks
Niners. I tried
fan.
to force the Niners on my
Do
boys.
I have a choice? Because if I decide to switch up on them, it's
You can't switch
you
up
gotta
now.
You
watch
can't
out.
switch up now.
Yeah,
You've been
right.
rocking
Exactly.
for 30 years.
But like
Exactly.
my son, he ain't a Colts fan. I mean, he an old
By
Colts
the
fan.
time I realized what
He a
by
Baltimore
the time
Ravens
I
fan. So
realized
he
where I was
a baby
already
Colts fan.
25 years in.
Dog, real rap.
Hello?
I tried to get my boys to be Niners fans. They took their own route. There was one time when Jeremiah came to me like, Dad, the Jaguars not good. Like, can I become be a Niners fan? I said, no, son, you can't do that.
You gotta rock it out.
You gotta rock out
You
with them.
wasn't gonna be a pigeon Vinny.
You gotta
Man,
rock
hell
out with them.
no.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like Bray don't like the Seahawks. He don't like the Colts. I mean, like I said, he a Baltimore fan, so he an old Colts fan. You know,
Man, I know he was depressed.
they just the baby Colts. But
Man, you gotta rock with them, man.
yeah,
You
you
gotta
gotta rock with
rock
them. You gotta
with
stick with them
Now,
Man,
like
I
I
ain't gotta
said,
do a goddamn thing but stay black and die.
and be a Cowboys fan.
and be a Cowboys fan. She rocks her Cowboys
Oh,
sweater
no.
proudly.
Hey, just don't kneel during that anthem though.
Yeah, you
Oh,
ain't
no.
selling out like that.
Oh
You
no.
ain't selling out like that.
For my mental health, I don't
Nah,
know.
just don't kneel during that anthem.
Look,
You know?
if Schottenheimer have y'all
I
on
think
the
I
break,
might just be, you know what I'm saying, like from afar.
Dog, when Schottenheimer come out hot,
and had him on the brink of an NFC title game, I don't want to hear it.
I don't
want to hear it at all.
Keep the same energy.
Make y'all mind up. Are they gonna get success with
same
Jerry
energy.
in 6 feet under, or are they not? Because 1 minute they can't do
if
it with
Schottenheimer
as
got
long
the
as
Cowboys
he's breathing,
popping, keep
and
the
then the
same
next
energy.
minute it's what can Schottenheimer do? Not a
All I'm saying
goddamn
is,
thing,
but-
man.
But
if
see,
He's
Schottenheimer
not
got
doing
them
nothing.
popping,
you're missing the point.
say you ain't rocking with
Schottenheimer
them.
about to take y'all to the-
We're not supposed to believe. We don't give a damn.
We don't care.
You're supposed. You're the fan.
I'm not
You're
supposed to do anything.
We
I'm
do not
watching.
care.
They may get that.
You gotta
Respectfully.
believe.
I ain't gotta believe a damn thing. I can
Schottenheimer-
believe when
Schottenheimer
he
take me
meet
out to
the
the
king.
NFC trip.
Schottenheimer
Take me
gets into
to
the
the
NFC
king.
chip, dog.
If he get you to an NFC chip, don't come in here with your chest stuck out.
Stand on that 10.
We
You ain't
gonna tell
rocking
you.
with them. Stand on
You
that.
wasn't
I'm
rocking
staying
with
on
him.
that. First of
That's
all,
it.
I haven't said any of my plans for the Dallas Cowboys. So don't tell me what
I'm
to
talking about
do and
people in
what to not
general.
do.
I ain't say you.
No, I'm talking to DG. Talking about don't come up in here.
Watch
I'm
when
talking
she
to her.
see when she
You
see
don't
how
know
their
what
schedule-
I'm
when she see
doing.
how their
I don't.
schedule is,
I'm not making no plans for. I ain't got no rap for Dallas.
Why Schottenheimer be the guy that y'all need? What?
Right.
Please.
And it's gonna be,
It's gonna be hilarious.
DG, like
It's
we
gonna be
cracking
hilarious.
jokes, bro. But in the back
So
of my mind,
Ash,
I'm like, dog.
do the players like and respect Schottenheimer?
I have not heard anybody utter anything about Brian Schottenheimer the last 2 years.
I'm talking about even before. Oh, you said the last 2 years. Oh,
That's
okay.
Brian did.
In the back of my mind, I was thinking the whole time, like, yo, what if Schottenheimer come in and had the Cowboys really lit? Like,
What if he come in and be like Jimmy Johnson? You know,
you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, our opinion, we feel like he's not gonna do nothing.
See,
But what
in
if
the
he really
meantime,
come in and the
between
Cowboys is lit?
Thank you. Hello.
Bro,
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you,
Y'all
they just gonna
tripping.
go back to we them boys. It's gonna go back to playing that.
You know what it is.
Brian
Look,
Schottenheimer
bro.
about to be the modern day Jimmy
Hey,
Johnson.
we talk about the same person that when they
Let me
won
explain something to
when they won
y'all.
a couple games, she was running around talking about they in a hunt.
Bro,
Let
you
me
talking
tell
about
let
the
me
same
tell y'all.
person when they got
We in
Brandon
the
Cooks,
hunt.
she thought they could compete with us.
We in the
Let
When
me
they
tell
hunt.
traded
y'all
for
something.
Brandon Cooks, she thought they was gonna beat us for sure.
She
Let me
did
tell
say
y'all
we in the
something.
hunt, though. I do remember that.
Let me tell y'all something.
She
Let me
spit
tell
her
y'all
chest
something.
out.
Let me tell y'all something. And
Go ahead, D.
we gonna end on this. Let me tell y'all this right here. 30 motherfucking years. If I want to come in this bitch with my chest pumped up, ears sticking out, motherfucking eyebrows to the ceiling, Them niggas owe me. I'ma do it all, DG, if I want to. Okay, you can't relate, brother. You can't relate. You just can't
Oh, I
relate.
can.
You can't relate lately. You can't. What have you done with me? Like you can't relate in the last 10 years, nigga. You can't relate.
Hey,
Not
For
last
Ashley.
real.
year.
You can't relate.
Hey,
So if
Ashley.
I'm coming up in here, guns, I'm doing all of that because I can, because they owe me that much. So
Ashley, your
don't
skin's
tell no
so
Cowboys
pretty,
fan.
Ashley.
Thanks. Don't tell a Dallas fan that they better not or y'all better stand 10. Don't tell us what to do. This is our relationship. If I want to deal one part of the season, I don't want to deal the other part. Don't. You get one, you get two. Don't tell us what to do. Because I've been through enough where I can shift if I want to. They shifty on me. They shifty on me. How come I can't be shifty? Jerry shifty on me. A shifty
Jerry been
motherfucker.
shifty on y'all for 30 years.
The nigga shifty and old.
30
Now I'm
years.
gonna be shifty and
He
old.
been shifting for 30 years, and
Well,
y'all
it's
been
time for me
drinking
to
that
shift
Kool-Aid
back.
for
It's time
30
for my
years.
ass to cha-cha
He might,
slide all I
he might
want.
swerve in that corner. Oh.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm swerving. I'm bending the corner if I want to. And if I want to swerve and bend that corner right back when they start doing good, you
You
damn
look
right.
like you about to get a window seat.
Do I look? I feel like I'm getting off. All right, y'all. Listen,
Don't want
I
nobody
hate y'all. Go to hell.
next to me. I just want to take. All right,
You're laughing a little hard, ain't you, Lil?
Cowboy Badu over there.
Wow.
My bad. All right.
Gotta
Hey,
let
Ash,
gotta
I
let
hope
it
stuff
gotta
turn
let it
around
live.
for y'all, though. Seriously, I hope stuff turn
It
around
will,
for
man.
y'all.
They're the
All
Dallas
of you,
Cowboys.
I
They
don't.
trust me.
Please,
They're a
Miss
franchise that it'll turn around.
I don't.
They're not one of the franchises that's just going to stay in poverty. That's not them.
Forgive me for being in poverty for 30 years and not having the same faith as y'all do. Sorry. It's been 30 years.
Say
Like
that
I'm
till you come
entitled.
up.
I can see if this was like, 5-6 years in a drought. Nigga, we talking 30 years. So I mean, I don't have no violin. I
I
don't
mean,
Franklin my
y'all
dick. I don't give a
wasn't winning in 30 years, and you still was stomping with the big dogs.
Yeah, where your dashiki?
You know what I'm saying? 2 years
He was
ago,
like that.
2
30
years ago it
years.
was 28 years, and you still was.
Oh, y'all see what Peter
You know
said?
what I'm
That's the
saying?
richest poverty I
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah, and that's cool. 30. Now I'm in
$1
being
billion
30 and I'm over
poverty,
it.
AT.
You might as well rock out. You've been
No,
doing
I'm
it
good.
this long. You might as well
No,
rock
I'm good.
out.
They lost games and still building new stadiums. Crazy.
Oh yeah,
Who?
listen.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga, he a nut. He don't care. He said it's bigger than football.
Jerry don't care though. He don't.
We gotta go.
Yeah,
We
for
appreciate y'all for
If it
tapping
ain't
in.
about the money.
It's 1:20 a.m.
Oh,
Eastern
okay.
Standard Time.
Oh, whose birthday?
Nobody's.
Oh,
What?
Hell got the balloon.
Oh,
It's an
I thought it
iPhone
was
thing,
somebody.
sweetie. Sweetie, it's an
Oh,
iPhone
okay.
thing. You it's okay.
So y'all bought the
Miss Gina,
phone
can we get
because
you
it
an
get
iPhone?
balloons up? No,
No, we didn't
cannot.
buy the phone because of that, Ms. Gina.
Did Salute do something? No.
Who
Because
said I
it
had a
does
T-Mobile cell phone?
balloons.
Please. I got this from Beauty Bob Supply.
Don't they get you a fire? Did I do that? No.
Nah, Van said take it back to Ling Ling.
All right, y'all.
But
Any
the
last
C's
thoughts?
get W's.
We
They'll
good?
get-
No more thoughts?
Nah, we good.
See y'all
We good.
championship Sunday night. We here. We rolling after the, who played late night game?
Robert
AFC.
Sala, baby.
Bills and Chiefs.
AFC, yeah.
Hey, after the
Welcome
AFC
home, my
championship
boy.
game, which should be around about 9:30 Sunday night, we are immediately rolling. Maybe DG will be here. Maybe he'll
I'll
be
be
out
here.
turning up. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. You'll be here talking to, you fuck niggas. Go ahead. Give us all of that because that's what you're going to give us Sunday night. I already know. That's what you're
Don't
going
let
to
it.
give.
I'm trying to
Don't
tell
let
you.
them, don't let them win.
Don't let
'cause
us
DG
win.
gonna act
Niggas.
crazy.
That's what
You know
DG
DG gonna
do.
turn up. He gonna turn
He
up.
gonna
Don't
turn
let
up.
us
He gonna
win.
turn
Gonna turn
up.
up.
Get on my nerves.
And
All
I'm
right,
still
y'all.
talk
We
shit to y'all
appreciate
niggas.
y'all. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all know the vibes. Appreciate everybody that jumped up here. Who was
Airbnb,
on
keep my
stage.
quarterback name out your mouth.
Everybody being on stage. Appreciate everybody in the comments. Y'all know the vibes. In the meantime, in between time, see y'all on the timeline. Good night.